profile. It's just like my gut hangs out on the side.
Jeremy wants to sit here every time.
Hi, Internet. Welcome back to the second hour of Off Topic. That's when already people have left.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, shit!
Here he comes.
You could put a.
He made it.
You can make like a trebuchet with your cock, and you could pull it back and shoot all of it in people's mouth. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Trebuchet?
Trebuchet.
I don't know what that is.
Trebuchet is when it plays music when it shoots. That's a trebuchet.
The treble clef.
It's like a trumpet and a trebuchet.
Yeah. Hey, we just got a trumpet
How did we get you and not Ryan?
He went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Because you guys
Speaking
were
of going to the bathroom,
you guys were doing the same thing.
Oh, Jeff's gonna be
reserve the right.
He had shit number 6 already today.
That's
What
bad.
is wrong
It's
with
not
you?
good. And Jeff's like, it's great.
Nah,
Your
I didn't eat anything.
asshole has got to be tissue paper.
I took a
Stop.
some. It's called diet tea. It's like you drink it before you go to bed, and then
dick?
when you wake up, you shit 17
Fucking
pounds.
diet tea.
Antifreeze, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's this
Have you-
30.
Have you had blood on the toilet paper yet?
No.
Oh,
It's
wow.
ginger.
He's not that lucky.
Echinacea and antifreeze is what. Yeah.
You keep saying antifreeze weird.
I said it wrong, and then Jeff picked up on it.
Antifreeze.
So.
Oh.
Yeah, I was making fun.
Hello.
Hey.
And welcome. There it is. Off Topic episode number 76.
Fucking Christ.
We're tearing through them, right? I missed, I think, like 50 episodes, though. I was gone for a while. Holy shit. Was that the iPad?
I think I was
you
on
see
the
Guys,
text?
they didn't mute it. We got mail.
Michael got a mute.
Oh, no, this is
You've
muted,
got
so I should have
mail.
heard that.
I wonder who's been on the most next to you. Like
I don't know, but
Jack,
it's,
maybe?
Oddly enough, it was me for a
real,
while.
It's a real big gap, I think.
Yeah.
Probably about 40 episodes.
Let's find the curse thing.
Speaking of Jack, because that is his name, joining us this week on this amazingly stellar episode, we've got myself, Michael Jones, Geoff Ramsey, incredible legend, Jeremy Dooley. I'm sorry you couldn't take Jeff's seat this time, but you're
fine.
in the middle. Jack Patillo. And the ghost of Ryan Haywood. I like how they took Ryan's name off
this one.
because he was gonna. I was just
that guy.
I was just gonna leave Ryan's name up and be like,
He
Ryan's
will
not
be
here
there.
yet. But
He will be there.
Can you just do Ryan's later and take all the bars off?
Another bar there.
That was good. That's good.
Your
And
glasses are dirty.
this amazing episode
Yes,
is
they are.
sponsored by
Yeah.
such amazing
Right now.
sponsors as Casper Mattress and Movement Watches.
Proprietors of the new pillow watch.
And it's great because you can sleep on one and then use the other one to make sure you get your ass up on
I
time.
like the duality. You got white and black.
Yeah.
And blue and red too.
Yeah,
It's like,
white,
nice.
black. I mean, it's like
they
there's
work
a
really
yin
well.
yang thing going on there that we try and package the sponsors together to make sense like that.
There's
here
the
we
gift.
are.
There's the
That's-
gift. Gift of the episode.
There you go.
Gone
Let's
through
start strong.
the rigmarole.
Yep.
Now it's open season, boys. I mean, you know, what do you?
So Michael, I have a
Everyone's
question
back.
for you.
Oh,
what's up, Jack?
We've released I think 2 Outlast Let's Watches
Yes.
or Let's Plays.
Yeesh.
How many have you recorded?
Gavin yesterday said they were on part 7.
I think that's
I think we shot 7 parts. Yes, we
Jesus.
shot part 7.
That's awesome.
a lot.
So we're
So you're going for full play is what you're going for, right?
oh
there.
we're doing it. Yeah,
I
but
think,
we're trying
we're
to bang
trying
through
to
it.
do
The
that.
problem
Yeah.
is, you know, the other half of the video showing up.
Oh yeah. Like Outlast not showing up to work. It's pretty tough when the game doesn't show up.
Speaking
so.
of which, we need to.
It's
keep,
not Ryan though. It's Gavin. Like I'm pretend Gavin was.
Oh
there,
yeah, that's true.
you know.
Gavin.
I think that's the plan to actually play through games more and
Yeah,
finish them
yeah.
up more would be nice.
Speaking of which, we are very close on Mr. Shifty. We should probably finish that game.
Gavin?
We should finish Shifty and then we should keep going with Prey.
Mr.
Gavin?
Shifty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Shifty, dude.
We
it's
filmed like
really
it,
fun.
it was
We
when
filmed it, just no
when
one's watching.
when,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Michael and Gavin were at
why
Laser
Geoff
Team
went-
2.
that's
Jeff
why
was
Geoff
on
made that
sabbatical.
face.
Yeah.
Hell, I say we might as well knock it out. We finished. We're almost done with it. Might as well just finish it.
Might as
And
well,
like dozens of people will be happy.
It's
5s of people will be happy.
Right.
listen, you know, it's fine. But
Hey!
Gavin,
Oh shit! Part 3 got almost 125,000 views.
Boom!
Not good.
That
125,000
means you're
people.
not finishing Mr. Shifty.
Yeah, that's
great,
Joe.
We could fill the UT
You
Stadium.
can film it.
Yeah.
Here's what you do.
Film
And
it.
I've learned. I'm doing a similar.
Look at the thing.
Jeremy's phone is fucking wet. Yeah,
Just
it's Ryan the Haywood.
So that was all Ryan,
Ryan
by
the
the way, who
Haywood,
knocked
and
over
then,
the water.
And then yeah, there was
Oh,
a
yeah.
series of events.
I'm sorry that spilled over onto you, Jeremy.
Damn it.
Ryan,
I meant to do this
Ryan,
way.
to be fair, you were here for 1 second.
Also,
he knocked over my drink.
I knocked over a sealed bottle
It was
of Coke.
sealed, man.
I don't give
Ryan
a fuck.
knocked over-
Escalation.
Well,
open
but
bottle of
Jeremy's
water.
phone is
Yeah,
what's
no, I
suffering.
do feel bad for
I think
Jeremy.
the water
I
mixed
don't
with
give
the
a
Coke.
fuck. Escalation. I do feel bad though.
Not for you. Yeah, I brought. Hey, there's another Diet Coke over there if you want it.
It's all shook up now.
Can we get real napkins? Why don't we have like a 40,000 roll paper towel
Yeah.
dispenser like attached to the
Here,
set?
just
by
scoop
now?
it into the
I
shot.
don't know. I don't know. We need to get the wheels like attached to the wood.
Can
so
we have
can
it where it
pull
like just
off.
comes down from the ceiling where you
Yeah.
just like reach up and there's a paper towel dispenser just off frame?
Paper.
Paper.
Why can't we just
soak
live in
this
a
up.
world free of consequence?
Oh, just do that.
Yeah, here we go. Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna ruin the whole roll.
You're
gonna
gonna ruin it.
the
It's
whole-
gonna fulfill its
No, it's
fucking
not.
Yeah,
purpose.
That's gonna
there we
ruin
go.
the whole
Watch
roll.
this.
That's good.
Watch. This is how you use paper towels,
No,
right?
it's
You just
not.
go
That's
like
how you
this.
fuck trees.
Look at that.
Steamroller, baby.
Look at that.
Oh, that didn't.
Jeremy.
Now we
you
can
actually-
reuse the roll.
Jeremy Dooley is the
Just
quicker
let it
picker
dry.
ever.
No, let it dry. and It's good.
Dry
Done.
out.
That's
Oh,
recycle,
done.
reduce, reuse.
Now it's dry.
Wow, just good as
Welcome,
new.
Ryan coming in hard.
Hi.
You come in hard or you come in hot? Which is
He's
it?
looking to.
Both.
He's coming in hard.
I'm coming in ice
He's looking to
cold.
make some more babies.
All right.
My experience every time I'm hard, I'm
Hey,
hot.
you making babies right
No,
now? They're in the market.
no,
babies
no
are ready
babies.
to be born.
I'm
They're in the
one.
market.
Yeah, I
They're
got
up
one.
right now.
I got one. Baby
I-
phones are ringing off the hooks. What's up? What's
Something
up,
just
Gavin?
dripped from the
What's
ceiling.
up, Gavin? No,
It didn't
drip.
spill that way.
I say Gavin because I assumed you saw a light that didn't exist.
No.
Like, ooh,
Does
the
Gavin
light
see
flashed.
lights that aren't real?
Yeah.
Oh, have you never noticed that on off topic?
Wait,
Because
what?
I was like,
Dude, he's done it in the room before too. We're playing a game with all the lights off, and he'll be like, "Do you see that light flash? Was that light just flash?" And everyone in the room is like, "There was no light at all." And he's like, "I swear, I saw it." And I'm like, "That's your brain
That's
shutting
not
down."
good.
Well, that's
yeah,
like-
visual
that's like-
hallucination.
yeah.
That's definitely a brain tumor.
Well, it's like cats can see ghosts, right? Like cats will just you find them staring in the corner for hours.
Yeah, that's what it
Definitely
is.
see
So it's
ghosts.
like
Yeah.
So it's like Gavin. He just
You know what
sees shit that
cats can
doesn't-
see? Bugs.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
why they're
see
staring
that.
into the
Well,
corner.
Bugs.
I had this
ghosts.
funny moment
Ghost bugs.
yesterday. Speaking of Outlast, while we were filming Outlast, which is we've been shooting them in the like the streaming room, which really isn't the streaming room at all. We should change the name, but
So, yeah.
it's a room.
Play
Where we
Pals.
film.
It's a
room that you can
It's-
record
it's
things
a Play
in.
Pals. Let's
It's
watch.
the
room.
Let's
Play Pals
Watch room, I
Factory.
think.
So there's the window in there that's right on the other side of like your desk. So we're playing, and I'm playing Outlast, and there's a lot of like flailing and shit because there's jump scares and shit. And I was like, it hits me where I see a light that didn't exist. Like I looked to the left and there was nothing, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't. Oh, okay, it was real. Oh, thank God. And I was like, what? I was like, I almost asked you if you saw that light, but I didn't because I was like, oh my God, I'm turning into Gavin. But I realized when I jumped back, the curtains are like
You caught a
angled.
flash.
Oh, yeah.
And I jumped back, and one of the kinos like hit me in the eye. But when I went back forward, I was
it was
like,
gone.
oh my God, there's nothing. And then I quickly was like,
Seeing lights.
thank God I'm not Gavin. And to which that he was like, but I do see lights sometimes. They're not real. Okay.
Well, I mean, Gavin might. Remember he had a stroke when he was
I mean,
like
he
12 or
thinks he
whatever it
sees
was.
something.
Or
I mean,
16.
if ever
Whatever
a
it
man
was,
would
yeah.
discover he had some kind of fairy guardian angel or something, it would be Gavin, right?
Yeah. Whenever people say they see lights, usually it's UFOs. People are
That's
like,
true.
I see lights.
You ever
or
seen a UFO?
you've struck your head.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
is exactly
Well,
what
to
happened
be fair,
Gavin.
you broke Meg's brain. Maybe that's sexually transmitted. Maybe he picked up something from
Ah,
her broken brain.
yeah.
Look, I didn't actually break her brain. It's just that I caused damage to her brain, which caused them to discover it was already broken.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You want to be very clear and stick to that
Yes,
story.
that is my
That's-
that is my argument. and
Can't
I
let
will
your,
stick to
can't let
that
your
forever.
press secretary get out there and say something different. You got to make sure to keep it all. on the
Yeah,
same
you got to make
page.
sure that everybody agrees on what the story is. I'm sorry about your phone, Jeremy. How's your phone?
It's fine.
It's good.
Email
Okay,
from
good.
John
It hit the top
Look
part,
over here.
which
Look over here. Look over here.
doesn't really have any ports.
No
Dude.
holes there.
Jeremy,
Whoa.
you'll like this. I'm gonna spring this on you. So we've been getting a fucking shit ton of packages for AWU.
Yeah, we have a couple. We have a couple.
Started doing.
We have a couple.
Michael went to the
It's
photo.
as if
People-
we drank the diet tea
Right,
of
people
mail.
like the unboxing, so we were like, hey,
like it.
listen, AWU sucks. We need to fix this. No, it was great. But we added a little, fan segment of like, hey, if you'd like to send us something, here's the address, and we'll open it on AWU. And you guys went ape shit.
We forgot how
They showed up hard.
If the
They came hard.
packages were my shits, then our office would be today's toilet.
I got in the office
Okay.
yesterday.
The office kind of is your toilet.
I got in the
Nah.
office yesterday at 9 a.m. And
I've already brought
Wayne and Kent pushed in a full cart of boxes. We shot AWU, which we didn't open even a full cart's worth. Later, they pushed in 2 more carts worth of boxes.
This morning,
in one day.
I took 2. I've been to the bungalow to dump twice
You shit in
today,
the bungalow?
and both times
They
I've
got nice bathrooms.
both times I'm come back with like armfuls of packages.
That's awesome. So
Anyway,
anyway,
but the issue there is sometimes, occasionally, we actually get packages that aren't from people.
But how do we
sending.
know?
We don't know because what we said on AWU was, please, address it to Achievement Hunter and then put like AWU, like Achievement Hunter / AWU on it, so we know it's for AWU. Open it on AWU, because sometimes people send us stuff and either they don't care or they don't want us to open it on AWU, and it's like, oh, this is a personal thing I just wanted to send you or whatever. But the package system has just become like package pile.
It's
so
broken
like,
down.
I'm convinced there's like 20 packages in there that are not sent to be opened on AWU. It's just like we just don't know.
They just get thrown
They're just in there. So I found literally a package sitting on the very top today. Somebody must have taken it out of the shipping because it was just in the box, like the package box. There was no shipping address. There was no label. There was no name on it. It literally just said AH in black marker on it. So I was like, all right, there's no name. There's nothing. I guess this isn't an AWU thing. I don't know.
Okay.
So I took it just for the love of God to get one more package out of the pile. And I say, Jeremy, because you'll fucking like these. Fucking sweet ass.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Fallout like double.
That is
size
so
shot
fucking
glasses.
cool.
Shot glasses. I don't want to say it like that. So if it was sent by a fan, thank you very much.
This is staying
nothing
on the set.
attached to it or whatever. If it was sent by Bethesda, I don't know, but they're nice. Thanks.
really cool.
And
They're
it's
very
like I'll
Those do look like
drink.
official.
I'll drink with them. Well, I mean, they're definitely official, whether they sent them or someone bought
Y'all
them.
should do shots right now.
You living vicariously, or
I'll take one too.
I'll take.
Are we doing shots?
Ryan, you can do your shot.
Is this Vault Boy?
Diet
Is that his
Coke.
name? Vault Boy?
Vault Boy.
That's stupid. I'm not gonna do a shot of Diet Coke.
we didn't
is
watch this
stupid.
at all, did we?
Did not wash it.
All right,
Just
here we
took it out of the
go.
box.
Whoa!
Jack! You have to drive home.
That's clear. Don't drink
That
clear
is
things.
moonshine.
What are you gonna
That
do?
was
anyways?
I just drink straight moonshine. It's moonshine mixed with vodka.
Do we run
Oh, don't think you
Oh,
know
we got the
me.
salmiakki.
There's Jack Daniels on the side over here.
You got the salmiakki right
You
here.
walked around that way
You
to
got
go
to
that
sip
way
shots
instead
of
of just
Diet
that
Coke.
way.
That's the
You
only
see
way to
that?
drink them properly.
So
Jeremy
you
walked
know
around
what?
the front of the table to walk that way instead of
I
just
will.
going that way.
I will say too. I don't know if I can show it or not. I'm asking if I can show it. But we've got an AWU shirt coming too for the first time
Are you
ever.
kidding me?
We actually have an AWU
It's the
shirt.
first time ever because the first question would be why.
Exactly. But we actually, it's a really cool themed shirt.
And we filmed
I
a
like
What I
video
should-
yesterday that's a perfect video to launch the AWU shirt.
What I should say while we're on just quickly on the subject of like the ridiculous amount of stuff that fans have been sending, which is awesome, but like
No,
we
it's
are.
fake.
It's
Yeah, we're not
literally-
complaining.
staying
to be
on
clear.
topic.
We're sort of complaining because it's taking up so much fucking room. Your generosity
That's on-
slash
that's on
insanity.
us.
It's the 8th member of Achievement
So-
Hunter right now. It's
so-
Lindsay and then the packages are
Right
the 8th
fucking
member.
here.
What we're gonna do? Oh my god! And, oh, is that whiskey?
I was like looking from over there. I was like, is that-
What we're gonna do is
Daniels?
we've been doing for quite a while. We've been doing multicam
Martin and Geoff?
streams or a stream of some sort
Thanks,
every Wednesday at loosely 3 p.m.
3-ish.
Central,
Might wanna do
3-ish,
one.
maybe 3, maybe like 3:15, maybe 3:20. We get there eventually. So this upcoming Wednesday, if you want to check the date for sure, I think it's the 7th.
It's the 17th, I believe, because I'll be in.
Let's double check.
I've decided I'm gonna go to LA to get away from it.
That's not true at all. You are
17th.
upset. You're missing.
I'm a little bummed out.
So on the Wednesday the 17th of
Correct.
the month of May, this
17th.
month,
Yep.
around 3 p.m. Central, we're gonna do like an whatever hour and a half-ish stream, just opening boxes.
This week we did
Payday 2.
Payday
We're gonna
2.
have an
Next
unboxing.
week.
Yeah. So just
Christmas
to
in
get through
Christmas
it.
in May.
So if you've sent something and you want to see us open it, there's a good chance we're gonna open it on Wednesday.
I'm gonna
If
try to get
you-
through a lot of them.
If you haven't sent something,
But
you
we're
want to
not
see
gonna
us
just
open
open
shit,
them.
we're
You're
gonna
not
open
gonna
it and we're
open
gonna
through
play
all.
with it.
You're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna play with them.
until-
Yeah.
We have plenty of time to open and play.
We had a
not with
trumpet-
everything.
We had
Already
a trumpet
talked-
party this morning. That was
Oh,
pretty
yeah?
awesome.
I did
the
the
trumpet,
trumpet.
the
People been
trumpet's
sending
not
trumpets.
working
It's the whole
anymore.
thing,
Really?
you know?
We're gonna have to like figure out a way to.
Which in the plastic
it
one
out.
or the real one?
The,
Both,
the
real
Jeff.
one.
green real one.
Both.
The,
It was
the
both.
plastic one
Oh,
works
really?
fine.
Well, we got a plastic one. It was
plastic
I
one
was
works
playing the
great.
plastic one. He was playing the real
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
I just sent Michael. I just sent you the graphic for the AWU shirt. I don't know if you got that or not.
Also, when you're doing the graphics on that deal, to mention the amount of stuff we've got, I took a picture this morning of Jeff in the
To
pile.
scale.
It's to scale. That's how much stuff we have right now in our office.
It's a bit.
I had to stand on top of my chair to take that photo.
That is amazing.
It's
and
ridiculous.
And you see, if you're watching on the live stream right now, you can see those two mailbox, the two mail bags,
Bins.
bins.
Yeah.
Those are full of letters.
We
Yeah,
probably have
like,
100
like
or so
envelopes
letters.
and shit.
Yeah,
So,
and
what,
so-
Which are just honestly too long to read through on
Some
our
of-
If you
them are
send
way too
us
long,
cookies
yeah.
or brownies, they may be bad.
yeah,
Brownies
please,
are probably still good.
no perishable items.
I'll
yeah.
eat some
Also,
brownies.
Or at
I would
least
say.
make sure you mark it.
Jeremy, let's do this.
Okay.
And I've already
to
talked to
Fallout.
Prost.
Ken on the subject of
Hey,
playing with
cicada.
it. Yes. I've already talked to Ken about running a webcam outside and having a station set up where we can actually web.
Yeah, he was
shit.
in like looking at it this morning.
So we'll probably do.
So we're gonna have like a second cam.
We should probably do
We're
like 2
gonna
cameras
make
at
some
least.
fruit salad out there.
It'd be awesome.
We should have at least one in-office camera and one outside.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I think maybe we should just go stupid with
Well,
it
we
and have
should-
multiple angles where you can
We
switch
had,
between different
That's
desks
fine.
and
I
stuff.
think all we need to do though
That's
for,
Geoff's
for the
motto.
outside camera is like I don't want people switching to it when nothing's happening.
Oh, yeah.
We should make a really stupid like card to put in front of the camera. Like
Well, I mean-
not chopping now, we're inside.
Well, the thing is,
So
people are
it's
going to do those multi-cam. We can have 4 angles, and people will have all 4 up at the same time and try to time it where they can
Yeah.
literally watch us walk through the cameras. I love that shit. It's super
looks like
awesome.
a woodcut.
So it's like a weaponry.
Yeah,
Oh, it's by that dude.
The guy who did the allegedly audio friendly is doing an achievement hunter one. But here we go. This is the
That's
new
the
Audition,
shirt.
which that's actually a pretty rad looking shirt.
I like that shirt.
yeah, that is pretty cool.
And
We
so,
filmed a video yesterday that's Battle Axe versus Fruit. It would be a perfect accompaniment.
You're
that
not
we'll
kidding.
put out when that shirt comes
And also
out.
that shirt comes out June 2nd. So
that's when that video comes
I
out.
think this got
Hey!
finalized literally yesterday.
Trevor,
almost my birthday.
please put our Fruit video out June 2nd.
in the grand scheme of me working at Rooster Teeth for 6 or so years, that video you're referring to
Top 10 moment.
maybe it's top 10 moment, not just for the video, but like the entirety of it. As a content
the only
creator,
one not here for that.
I walked into like the last minute.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
that's
you
what I've
still
heard.
got awesome. You were part of the awesome.
was
One of the most
Present.
You're part of the very
surprising
best
videos.
parts.
One of the most surprising things happens in that video.
It's just like there's so many elements of making a video, right? Like how many people does it take? How much time does it take? How much money does it cost? What do you need? You know, whether it's a video game, a console, a computer, an axe.
It's a
some
complicated
fruit,
economy,
Whatever.
making content.
Like I think about that shit all the time.
I don't
Maybe
think that was a
doesn't-
cheap axe.
That doesn't really translate to the audience, but that's like, you know, what's a successful video? It's not just views. If it cost you $100,000 to make a video that got 1 million views, you know, is that more successful than a video that gets 800,000 views that cost you $100 to make? You know, probably not. All these things, like all these parameters, you know, that Monster Mac video, I thought that was a cool video. I don't know what that was. That was like 10 minutes, 11 minutes long. That was
Yeah.
probably cut down from like 35, 40 minutes.
Well,
like,
yeah,
we have
I
to
mean,
film
assembling it and all
a
that
lot
shit
of
took a while.
nonsense, and we try and cut it down and speed it up.
I'll tell you how long it
This stupid fucking video of us messing around with a battle
Seems
axe
okay.
and fruit, the video recording is like 7 minutes. I will stake my career on this video that like 6 minutes are gold.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the best like content to video length ratios I've ever seen, where every 30 seconds something cool happens.
Oh my God.
It's the simplest, stupidest, dumbest video that I love. I was just like, I can't stop talking about how long it is. I'm like, guys, it's like 7 minutes long. It's like 7 minutes.
It's like
Everything we
perfect, like-
film is an hour long.
Yeah.
This podcast is 2.5 hours long.
I don't
it's
want to
7 minutes.
I don't want to oversell it, but I'll say
It was gone. Now it's
Which
got
may be
scared.
too
in the
late.
last 14 years of this company, I've been here for every second of it.
No.
Except for
This
that 2
is
months you kinda took
easily. I was still here 3 days a week.
He really was.
Don't
Even
Say it.
Say it, Jeff. Say
Say
it.
it, Jeff.
Don't do it to the video.
do it,
Let the
Jeff.
video earn its own wings.
Don't
Say
listen
it.
to rhymes.
Say it.
So many more people are gonna watch the video than
Out
this
of 14
podcast.
When you
years-
say it's more like the Titanic
Top-
of Achievement or the Avatar?
Avatar.
Okay,
top
yeah.
20
E.T.
best like holy
Top
shit
20?
moments. Top
Come
20.
on. Come
Out of
on.
14 years?
I mean,
You gotta be higher than that.
That-
No, I
Even
don't
back
have
up.
to be higher than
I
that.
will
see-
give it
see-
credit for having one of the most surprising feats of athleticism from Gavin Freed that I
That
would
is
ever
true.
expect.
I've got stuff. I had awesome things that I've
I
been
also-
part of.
I also-
It's like fucking showing an IMAXs,
Yeah.
fucking ACL theater,
Yeah,
but
that was pretty
fucking
badass.
doing the Academy Award
Did you
thing.
say butt fucking?
Yeah. Maybe. He did. He did.
Butt fucking.
Yeah, that's true.
I woke up one time in a hotel room with Gus cradling me. Like I have memories.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Like a
You
baby
guys
who
aren't
was
even
cradling
really
you?
friends
Fucking
now.
me,
Or
Gus,
cuddling
and
you.
Jason in our underwear pissing on fucking Maseratis off the top of a hotel. There have been amazing things that I have been a part of in the last 14 years.
Yeah, and this is top 20?
This is top 20.
Wow.
I think.
Whoa.
It's up there.
So-
I don't want to
And I will
oversell
say,
it.
Also, not to oversell it, the amazingness of it is the reaction. You might not care. We care a lot. Like, if you care about us getting excited about shit, whether that shit's a Roomba or getting upgraded to first class, it's on that level of, listen, you ever, like, flip a cup and it lands perfectly? It's 7 minutes of that.
It was a
Kiwi.
lot of quasi dude perfect moments.
Right. There's
true.
Let me clarify. There's
I
no
don't-
cool explosion.
No.
Nah.
Jeremy doesn't break a desk.
Not a single
Nah.
mousetrap.
It's just a bunch of fucking dudes throwing
Being
fruit,
guys.
and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you could clip off when you starting the video and ending it and just add our bumpers, and that'd be fun.
You really could.
Yeah,
It's
great.
exciting stuff.
So sad I haven't seen it, but I'm excited to see it because I haven't seen
and
it.
you hate it, it means you hate it.
It was okay.
Yeah,
That's
It was whatever.
You're all going to be very
There it is.
disappointed.
And it's also Jeff's fault.
We never released a disappointing video.
I challenge you.
Jeffrey the skeleton.
Like Mr. Shifty, part 5.
Maybe you should just skip 4 and go to 5.
Yeah,
Get
we
more
should.
views. Well, also what you should do is, and as I mentioned this, it doesn't really work, but it answers the question when the audience is like, "Why isn't this?" I started the Let's Watch with Resident Evil 4 when that
Yup.
came out like last year, and then we got like 2 parts in, and then nobody watched it. I just hold it hostage.
Until I have enough views.
We have 2 more parts filmed already that aren't out, and they'll come out when you watch the last one.
No, I love that.
Nah.
Nah.
I'll put it out even when no one watches it.
I love when people ask about like, hey, when are you gonna continue? Like, and it's a Let's Watch that we ended months and months ago. For me, it's Telltale Batman. People still ask about that. Like, you
Right.
can't finish Telltale Batman. It's like,
Right.
of course not.
Right,
Like,
because no one watched it.
nobody watched it, and like now it's super old too.
I just don't. Do people hate watching Telltale games or just us?
Us. It's
I
us
think
playing
it's
Telltale
us.
games because
Yeah.
we
Well, I
talk over
I think
it.
the problem.
It's definitely us, but then don't ask why we didn't make it.
So it's a two-pronged issue. We can't keep our fucking mouths shut. So we
that's
ruin.
one prong.
So people want to watch a Telltale playthrough because they want the experience of.
one prong
They
in there.
want the immersion of.
That's another show
TM.
we make. They can
They
watch
want the
that.
restricted. They want the immersion of learning of going through the Telltale story and watching somebody else go through the story.
Prong.
We're bad at that. Because
not really. Batman was awesome. Yeah, but you saw the story. Remember when Ryan was like, "I'm Batman," and he fucking impaled the guy?
That was awesome.
There are
That's
amazing
awesome.
moments for sure. But I'm saying that
We were talking all over it.
And the other one is
Still got
we're not so good at putting out a video the day the thing happens.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like people,
I mean, that's not necessarily
if you
true.
wanna- for the most part,
we're
if
okay
you-
putting it out. It's part 2 is a week and a half
Yeah,
later.
if you want to watch like fucking Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy came out, I want to see it the day it comes out. I want to see the playthrough. You watch it day 1 from like Markiplier or Jack or whoever does it first, and then we put it out on day 3, and nobody gives a shit. There,
I feel like
somebody else.
Change the last name
Batman
to separate.
pretty on the nose though.
But nobody cared. Nobody gave a fuck.
No.
Well, that's exactly it. We
Like-
did. We filmed one every day when they came out.
Here's the thing.
There's something to be
people-
said here too, that the Telltale is kind of maybe starting to fall off on popularity too.
I agree with that.
They're hitting kind of a lull where people
Yeah.
are sick of their kind of.
I don't
Sick of their shit.
I mean, this is anecdotal, but
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game until after it came out,
And it was
and people
not
were
good.
just like, eh. And I consider myself a huge Telltale fan, and I just saw that episode 4 of Walking Dead season 3 is out, and I didn't know episode 2 was out. So.
There
Sounds like you're not paying attention.
Yeah, that's
I'm
your
paying
fault.
the
also-
exact
That's you,
same-
Gems of
No,
Warring.
I'm
not
paying the
true.
exact same amount of attention that I always pay.
I mean, you're really not. You told me this morning that you don't play video games.
I said I don't
anymore.
play them. It doesn't mean I don't read
play Gems of
Kotaku,
War all the
play
time.
Structoid,
Gems of War
and all that stuff.
I mean, the worst part is
that?
they're
Let's be honest,
good.
Gems of War is barely a video game.
That's true.
Gems of War fucked me. That's what we've been
It
saying
did.
for like like no, a I'm kidding.
It's
It's
not- no, it
fantastic.
fucked Jeff.
He's a new
It
Jeff. He's back
fucking
from his
fucked me.
sabbatical. It's not a game.
Fuck
He
me. The
knows.
game fucked me.
I mean,
The
it
game
didn't
didn't
fuck
tell you
you.
how it
Fuck
fucked me,
yourself
Jeff.
because you
Alright.
play it.
Yesterday, I'm down to 3 achievements in that game, right? One is guild related. And then there's one is just like a random drop.
He's
It's
hot for
fine.
guild.
I'm
By the
okay
way,
with
this
it.
is the story Jeff told me after hello this morning.
And the other one, yeah, I came in hot. And,
Hot or hard?
He came in hard. I came in hot. He comes in hard.
Cold.
And the third one was this one where you
Jack's
do
hard.
a series of weekly
Super
tasks.
hard.
I did the weekly task one last night. It took me about 4 days to do it. I had to play like 75 matches.
You had to.
Yeah.
Had no
But one of the-
choice.
one
Had
of
no
the
choice.
achievements.
What
How
else?
long,
did
how
you?
long is
I'm
an
a
average
slave
match?
to accomplishment.
How long is an average match?
5 to 7 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to do about
Sucks.
75 of them.
That sucks.
That's
I play
a
for
lot.
about 3 hours a night at home. While I like my new routine
While he cries.
is I sit on the sofa. Millie's asleep. Griffin is doing whatever, and I got a shit coming. Okay,
A 7?
I'll get through the story. Thanks, man. All I need is that toilet paper and whoever's jacket this is,
Jeremy.
and that's exactly.
And use his phone too, is for good measure.
And I'll just I put up CNN on my laptop, and CNN right next to me, and I
Alright.
watch Don Lemon
The fake.
or Anderson Cooper.
Right. So you watch
While I
fake
play
news. Got
Gems of
it.
War.
Okay.
So you have,
it's
you have
like,
a Don Lemon party and play.
Yeah, ain't no party like a Don Lemon party.
Nicely done, Jack.
Thank you. Just Google it, you'll understand.
So anyway,
So I don't think anybody watching it knows exactly what it is.
Yeah.
If you're watching
so
this show.
I got one of the 3 achievements last night. I was like, fucking A, I'm down to 2.
Sounds like you didn't get
Awesome.
fucked. Sounds like you got one.
This morning, I woke up, take my kid to school, all that bullshit. I load up Gems of War to get my daily tribute rewards, right?
Right.
As you
Of
do.
course.
Gotta get
Yeah.
those.
We all know.
And
What are you gonna
I load
not
up
do
Gems
it?
of War. First thing I see is the splash screen's different, and I go, "That's weird. Why's the splash screen? Ah, fuck!" And I race over to achievements. 3 new achievements. I hit last night.
And you said they're all hard.
Jeff,
They're
come
hard. They're all
on.
guild related.
That is all just opportunities
Now I
for you
gotta
to
do
further
this, I
enjoy
gotta do
the
this
game.
It
dickhead
is.
thing.
It is.
I've had a guild.
They gave you a gift.
I know.
They did.
I've had an open guild.
Jeremy, what are you doing?
You can have up to like 35 people join your guild. I've had an open guild for months. I've had one person join. That person has never played since. I'm gonna delete
Well,
them
there
from my
you
guild.
go.
So I'm gonna have to go to
Recruit.
Twitter and I'm gonna have to be like,
You're gonna be that guy.
Recruit, right there. There's your forum.
Please
To be
join
fair,
my
that guy's
guild.
Jack.
Tell them the name of the guild.
I need
You of all
$16.5
people.
million
Going to Busch Gardens.
in guild tribute.
Tell them the
so
name
I
of the
can
guild.
Get my guild. I don't. It doesn't have a name.
You don't. How do you join it?
I don't know. I don't know.
So you have to do a thing that you don't want to do, but you don't know how to do
I'll
it.
have
and
to-
you
You,
don't want it,
like
you need it.
Telltale, are having a messaging problem. You really need to get your voice out there and let people know.
I want to. If you want to join my guild,
So
It's
Nick,
so
Nick B
fucking
pointed
funny.
out, I said, don't you damn lie, Jeff. You got an achievement last night around 11 p.m.
I just said that. I got an achievement last night.
Yeah,
I got the
Nick!
fucking-
Yeah.
I got the
It's a different
weekly-
kind of
You
fuck.
fuck!
I really kind of turned off what you were saying, so I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
I
maybe
also
guy's
he made me
talking
refer
shit.
to. I did play City Skylines with.
He
Millie
was
and
saying he
Griffin.
doesn't
Oh.
play video games.
That's true. You don't play video games. It's Puzzle
I did that
Quest
as like a
and City
family
Skylines.
thing because Millie wanted to play.
So you're playing
So you
City
hated
Skylines
it.
on the Xbox?
It sucks. By
Did
the
you go
way.
like
You
that?
should play it on PC.
I mean,
PC
City
is actually
Skylines is a
rad.
great game. This is a terrible port. It's
Good on PC.
Is
I
it
play
like
on
a
PC.
7 days port? Like
It's like it does shit like.
God, I can't believe they made
It
that.
does
on
two
Xbox.
things.
It's
that-
better.
bad.
We made
Two things that have
Is it better now?
seriously fucked me.
They're fixing it.
Okay.
They have notifications when your people are unhappy, like, oh, there's too many fires or it's too much crime.
People don't
And
like
little
all
things
the
will
A
pop up.
fires.
common thing
There's
people
one
would
for
complain
sewage.
about.
They're
Someone's
like,
stealing the fire!
our
Stop
water's
them!
too dirty, and everybody has the sewage thing,
So
and then
Flint,
eventually
Michigan,
they'll just
got it.
fucking leave your town. They're like, fuck you, I'm gonna move to North Haverbrook.
So you have Flint
and,
is what you have.
Yeah, and
In
I'm in Flint,
reality, they
Michigan.
sue the
But
government.
there's like
nothing
a
happens.
bug in the Xbox version where if that thing
Bug?
pops up, it just won't go away. And it's like I have a fucking 100% sewage happiness, and it just won't go away. And you have to like
Sewage
load and close
happiness.
And, and the other thing is, I went to save.
That's the subtitle of Jeff's
Millie and I, while Griffin was out of town, she was in like London last week, and Millie and I on us like Sunday we were playing it together. And cousin, I'll tell you why. It's very educational. I was talking to Michael about this.
You were actually, but finances and whatnot.
Yeah, it's like budget. It's like budgeting the game, and there's like a P&L sheet, and there's expenditures, and there's
means.
taxes,
Profit and loss.
Profit and loss. It's all the stuff you don't have to deal with at Achievement Hunter that I do. And
So it's P and L?
P and L.
Oh, okay.
Profit
I
and
thought
loss.
You want lots of
P&L.
P's, fewer L's.
Fewer L's. And Millie
full
is
of
super interested in that concept, and through that,
1080.
through like hours of playing and having her explain why I'm raising like budgets and lowering budgets and stuff, she's learned all about finances and is super into it. And it's been highly educational. But the other problem with the fucking game is that we played for like 5 hours straight, and I went to save it, and it just turned my Xbox off.
Bam.
Turned it off, and I lost
You
everything.
should probably play it on PC.
There's no auto save.
It's really good on PC.
I bet it is.
All right,
Speaking of-
let's calm down.
Speaking of PC, Jeremy, I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Last night I was playing some video games last night, and someone mentioned some conventions coming up, and I was like, you know, what would be
Take a
kind of
shit.
fun? Go take a shit, Jeff.
Go.
I'm not
man.
ready yet. I'm not
Go
ready
take a
yet.
shit.
You look
Jeff,
like you're ready.
Jeff,
Cut to
go
Jeff.
shit.
Yeah, he's
If
Please
he
go
did it
shit.
now, would have to go in an incubator.
fine.
Give it
Having you
some
next to
time.
me is giving me anxiety.
It needs a little bit more time.
Look at that shit face. Look at that
It's-
shit face.
It's like you don't understand what this diet tea is like. It's a cramping mechanism, and you have to wait till you hit like the
Jeff,
level.
you need
Like,
to
there's
go
a-
shit,
there's an
'cause otherwise
amount
you're gonna
of-
fart. It's
there's
gonna
amount
smell
of- I'm not
horrible.
gonna
Yeah,
fart.
you're
There's
gonna
amount-
fart.
There's an amount of knives stabbed
Jeff,
into your
when
stomach.
your
at once
shit's
you hit a
poking out your
threshold.
ass, you're about
It's
to
not
fart.
poking out. It's like
Are you like in
just-
it's like a
gonna
bear in
happen.
hibernation? Like you have a block right now, and it's just building up behind it. Like is that
The-
what's going on?
it's
Well,
gonna
that's
be
your
one
sphincter, right?
one short like little boop and then the flood. Yeah, that's what's
Like
gonna
a
happen.
cork
Like a
popping
dam.
off
Like
and
Jeff's
it's
gonna
closing out.
be like, if I pull my finger out, oh, and it's all just gonna come fucking rushing down.
lesbians.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Figure dyke.
Okay,
So-
Jack, go ahead.
So someone mentioned like, hey, there's some conventions coming up. Are you gonna go check them out? And so someone mentioned QuakeCon. You and I went to QuakeCon.
We did go to
last year.
QuakeCon. Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a lot of fun. We should go to QuakeCon and actually go to QuakeCon. Like
I'm
bring
not
our
bringing
computer.
my PC.
You should. You're a
What
cool-
happened?
Old man Dooley
I don't
is
know
now
why I want
bringing
these
his
kids.
PC.
These kids are their PCs.
Jeremy, that'd be the worst.
That
one
would be
ever.
horrible.
That was the worst one.
I lost it.
ever. You're like-
I literally
you're
was
like,
talking and noise stopped coming out.
You were the trumpet from this
We
morning.
should
You
go
were
to
like,
QuakeCon. We should bring PCs to
I'm
QuakeCon.
not doing
Spend
that.
5 or 3 days in Dallas.
Jack,
playing
that
video
doesn't
games.
sound fun to me.
Why
3
not?
days in Dallas.
I don't want to nestle
All
myself
the
in
rich
neck
and
beards
fat
and
people
play
you can
video
see.
games.
That's what you do every day for work.
No, it's not.
So why does he want to do it on the fucking weekend?
That'd be fun.
You know what you should do? You should not play video games on the weekend and have fucking go outside.
you know what you should do on the
I'll
weekend?
do half of that.
There you go.
You should
I
do on the
will not
weekend?
play video games and stay inside
Dude,
the air conditioning.
You should do what I do on the weekend and fucking have babies.
No
Just
thanks.
one.
No
Doing-
thanks.
yeah, I mean, once one's started, you kind of have
Once
to wait
is
till the
more
bar
than enough.
finishes.
I've been asking about that a lot, and I've been telling Lindsay, like, we really need to get, like, the second kid behind the first one.
You want to work it in there?
If we could get
around?
the second baby started.
Like get her pregnant before she has the
Yes,
first kid.
I feel
oh
like
wow.
it would make things so much easier. Like, you have twins? No.
No, yeah,
They're not
the
twins.
Then the
conversation
second
then
kid
you
can
have to
see the
have, though,
first
yeah.
kid come out and be like, now I know what to do.
Well, what
Oh,
happens?
that's-
No,
that's
I want
what's
like,
gonna happen
I want
that way.
like,
What you should
baby
do,
comes
you need,
out
like-
and the baby's like, she's right behind me.
Well, what if
Like
it's
a
just like a
Handmaid's
hand
Tale type
holding the
situation.
leg of the first one
What's
as
that?
it goes
Jeff?
Like a
out?
Handmaid's Tale like situation.
I don't know what that is.
We don't watch that show.
That's like
I don't watch the show either.
It's like Downton Abbey.
We don't
I
read
don't
that
watch
book.
Downton Abbey.
neither do
I know
Cat
that
does.
all I know about
Loves it.
Downton Abbey is it was a show for several years that I always thought was called Downtown Abbey, and then I saw it written. And
Is
it
it
was-
not?
Like they
No,
misspelled
it's
it.
Downton. Abbey.
It's that show.
Down-
Yeah,
Was
see,
that
you were
ton
me,
of-
Jeremy. You were me. It's
That
not
show-
downtown.
Oh, it's
That show was a
downtown, and they were
turnout.
just saying it
Well, they're
dumb
British, too. They're like,
Yeah.
that's Downton Abbey.
That's Downton Abbey.
Oh, let's go to downtown.
Downton Abbey, my favorite character is the butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You're watching somebody turn PBS on right here.
Yeah.
That show was nothing but super hot British women with lots of clothes on.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
First
Yeah,
half.
had it going.
The
The
first half,
rising
I went
action
like
and then
this.
the falling action.
If you want to see Angelina Jolie in a parka,
That's my
your
erection.
show.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Great stuff.
How's the parka cut?
I don't, is there a lot of cleavage on the parka?
No, it's fucking a lot of high neck.
It's what, dude. Necks are in though.
Like-
Necks are sex in 2017. It's like you see that.
I'm gonna have
Well,
sex
no,
with her
but he's
fucking
saying they're
neck.
high neck. They're covered. They're completely ensconced and swaddled.
But then when you see
Hey,
the
girl.
neck, that's it. Like,
Hey
game over.
girl,
Oh.
I just want to take you back to my place and fuck your neck.
Hey, girl, I want to get at that neck.
You got some loose skin.
Let me at it.
Let me at that neck,
Yo,
girl.
dude, that's a whole new
That's like
meaning.
Trump. Have you
That's a
seen
whole-
Trump's neck? It
hang
looks
on.
like a vagina.
It's a whole new
It
meaning.
does, he has
It's
a
whole new
vagina.
meaning.
He does have a
Yeah.
vagina neck.
Yeah.
Find a picture of Trump's vagina neck and put it up. It
Is
looks
his
awesome.
Adam Apple like the clip?
His neck has.
No, it's like a slit, dude. It looks
Yeah,
awesome.
it does. It's not even a joke. We've talked about it in the office before.
It's
I must have
like
missed that.
a slit.
He's
Yeah.
got, like,
Find that photo of him shaking hands with the Russian Humpty Dumpty, like the one that they released on Russian media.
How dare you say that?
Which part? Just saying Trump's name.
I just like to be
Humpty Dumpty
outraged.
is really
Yeah.
This isn't political. It's just Trump has a vagina on his neck.
No,
That's
this is-
true. That's
no,
not
it's just
political.
not making it
How
political.
dare you?
Yeah.
fucking
Jack,
snowflake.
Jack, leave.
Like, I'll tell you all day, Obama has giant ass ears, but like, you know, whatever. It's not
Yeah,
political.
yeah, you know
No,
what
that's
else?
just
Hillary
racist.
Clinton had a vagina in her pants.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you know what else
There's nothing
Obama's
to
got?
prove that.
AIDS.
Oh,
Look at the vagina neck. Look at it. Put it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
even got hair.
That's where
Yeah.
her penis goes.
You'll never not see it.
Yeah.
The only person in the world that you could actually fuck in the neck, Trump.
Hey, you know what?
Not political.
It's not. It's not politics.
He's
Not
finally got a
politics.
positive.
That's biology.
There you go.
It's life, baby. Listen,
You should put that on
You
his
can
ticket
like
for
Trump's
2020.
vagina neck. You can hate it. It
he
doesn't
also
matter.
listen. He had that neck before he was president.
It's true.
Okay, that's a neck.
Yeah, that's true.
fallen
That's
there.
Well, he's been working on that
He's
for
been
years.
cultivating that cunt for
Yeah.
a long
You're
time.
getting louder and louder. I can tell.
Yeah.
He needs to shit.
You know how I get when I get
He needs
Trumpy.
to
You
shit.
get Trumpy and coffee-y
Ugh.
and dumpy.
Sober Jeff is loud.
I'm getting worked. I'm getting riled up. I'm getting
Getting
warm.
riled up. You haven't
getting
even
riled
taken
up?
many
Oh.
shots.
You
yet.
get
Well,
horny
hang on.
is
Was
what
that
you're
your
getting.
second one? Did you
This
take
is my
it?
third.
Jeremy, give me the vodka.
Okay.
Leave me behind.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I'll tell you this, and I won't slow down at all because we'll end with enough time. I told Jeff this. I'm gonna make an amazing announcement right here.
Oh, I know what it is. I'm excited.
No, yeah, and it's the
Second
audience.
Jones, baby.
Audience is, and it's right behind the first one. It's in there at the same time.
It's lodged in the
Um,
uterine wall.
Since we've worked at this Austin Film Studio, we used to. The office was downtown, or not downtown, but south, where I lived across the street.
It was downtown before that.
Well, it's true. What's that?
You leave your beer
Well, I
back
left it there because it was foaming.
Oh,
Thanks.
okay.
And because what I did was,
They
Jack,
see me
Jack,
foaming.
touch that and tell me it's not loose.
Oh, that is.
I
super
tightened
loose.
it, and when I tightened it, I kind of went willy-nilly with the beer, but I tightened it, so that was good. I used to physically live across the street, not like kind of nearby. Like it would take me 60 seconds to walk to work.
Correct.
Even so, like I had to walk away from the office to get to the gate that opened. And then
Didn't
I had
you
to
say there was
come
like a
back.
fence you could
So I would
jump
jump the fence.
Okay,
I
yeah.
would diagonal the fence.
Did you almost impale yourself?
No, that was
Andy?
Mike Cruz.
Oh, Mike Cruz.
That was Mike. Mike jumped over the fence and he like fell and long story short, he fell down. This cup is like a piece of rebar sticking out of the ground. He fell and caught himself like this, like falling off a fence. Like, oh, I would have died. Oh well. Then he came to work and tried to jump over his own leg and ate shit, and Gavin filmed it.
Bam.
But no rebar. So that was
No
bad.
rebar,
Yeah.
so it was totally good. But for the first time since being at the Austin Film Studio, Michael fucking drove himself to work today. All by himself. All by himself.
How old are you?
29.
29 years old, and he did
I
it.
did it.
You know what?
Take that, Gavin. Listen, I just don't like being lumped in with Gavin. He doesn't drive. I don't drive. I don't drive. He can't drive.
You can.
That's the difference. I choose not to because of my privilege.
You're a conscientious
Yes,
objector.
but now that baby coming along the way, I feel like
white
that's,
male.
I have to. Well, I mean, I didn't say
all
what
that
privilege.
all that
I
privilege.
said privilege. Don't label me, you piece of shit.
God, are you fighting clones in Star Wars because you're CIS?
What?
Nothing.
What is that? It's
it's literally-
Confederacy of Intergalactic Systems or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yep.
No, I mean that's
Literally what it is.
No,
what
it
it
is
is.
Star Wars, yeah.
It is. Andy and I were Team Sis on that piece of shit show that Jeff's gonna be on today. Did you know that On the Spot tonight is starring Geoff Laser Ramsey? It's like you can't believe it.
You're
He's so
gonna-
excited to be on.
You're
His
gonna get a-
suspension's over.
As a sober Jeff Ramsey's gonna be on
Suspension?
that.
You know why I'm on that fucking show?
You
you're
saw
gonna
him
destroy
wreck it
it.
drunk, now see him wreck it sober.
Because I
keep
said
getting up for no
they
reason.
fucking
Because you fucked up.
Because
for
I
the
said
sun.
fucking what?
because they ask, and I get tired of saying no. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll do it if you get Griffin to do it. Thinking there's no way Griffin's gonna do that show.
Your wife.
She said yes.
Oh, really?
And then this morning she said, "What are we doing today?" And I said, "We're doing that fucking show."
she's,
And
gonna
she
be,
goes-
she's gonna be so disappointed.
she watched an
in you.
episode and she goes,
This
"I gotta do this." And I was like, "Yeah, you said yes." And she said, "Is it too late to back out?"
Is she bringing her chainsaws?
It's a little
Tell her to
fucking
bring her
late.
chainsaws.
kill John.
Yeah.
See, you said
Best
this.
episode.
Griffin's gonna be disappointed. This is gonna be Griffin on the show. This is the show. Interesting, John.
People watch this.
I thought it would be funnier.
Not only that, people pay to sit in the audience.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they
Well,
pay like
They pay to
like
reserve a
$1.
seat. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's something.
it's not
But
much.
still, people give.
So someone
John
they
money.
Well, not John.
they need to
Well,
get someone to actually give like $1 because
I thought they paid people to be in the
They
audience.
should. What it should be is you pay $1 to get the seat, and then you get $10 when you leave.
That's true.
Because what will happen is everyone, or like Geoff, will be like, "Oh, I'll show up to On the Spot as fake accounts," and then no one will show up.
Right.
So they gotta be like, "Give me your money," and then John pockets the cash directly. I don't even know where it goes. It's like $1.
It goes
Isn't it like
into the
$2?
funds for the show.
It's like
Yeah.
three. It's like 3 or 5.
How much is it?
$3. $3.
It's $3. It's like it's
And how many people are in the
That's how
audience?
much I would pay to watch On the Spot if I had to.
It's
$3
like,
bucks.
what's
You
the cap?
have
It's
to.
like
You
20
wouldn't
or
be
so.
paying it.
So about
20
20 is a cap. So they're making about $60 per show.
Oh my god, they're fucking.
That's enough to
That's
pay-
the only way they can make money.
Well, that's how John gets his salary. He gets his $60 a week, and then he goes home and eats his ramen. Well, by home, I
Alright,
mean
well,
the boxes
to
behind
be
the
fair,
building.
don't
Going
knock
hard
ramen.
on John
Don't knock
again.
ramen because it's good.
Hard on John. That's,
Also go easy on John because if we lay into him for another 10 minutes, I gotta have another John
know.
Risinger appreciation podcast
I'll be back
next
next
week.
week, so-
Bro, we're meeting.
It's like what happens is we go way down and John's about to kill himself and I gotta bring it back up.
Dude, I watched.
John, we need you alive. To
I
make
wasn't
fun of
on
you.
that first trashing
I'm gonna-
podcast,
oh,
and I
Geoff was the worst.
And I
I
watched
said
it.
nothing.
I watched it after the fact, and I was just going, "Oh man, like they're killing him."
But I mean Geoff. No,
Geoff
I
was.
didn't say anything.
Right. You just
mean-
didn't stop it.
I may have said a few things.
Yeah.
It was all said out of love.
Oh,
There
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Good man. Anyways, you're on the
It's
spot.
an interesting defense, but all
And
right.
I'm excited to see what happens.
You're on the show.
You and Griffin. Do you know who you're playing against?
I don't care.
That's a great point. That's
That
a
is-
great point.
Tune in tonight
The answer is
to
John.
watch Geoff not care live.
So
What
we're gonna
time is that show on? 5? Is it 5?
5. Live at 5.
Live at
Just like,
5.
we're gonna
watch
see-
John die
We'll see.
live
It's
at 5
it's
p.m.
gonna be
Central.
it's gonna be the end of John's life, the end of On the Spot, and maybe the end of Jeff's marriage too. So it's all gonna be
man.
contained.
It's a season finale.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is the season 94.
No, it's a
season
series finale. This wrapped the whole fucker up.
I was literally sitting like this so Michael could clink his glass.
Well,
and he wasn't looking, so I went,
Not that.
and he
wasn't-
drank it.
No. See, this is, you think Michael's Jeremy. That's your third. That's my second. I have to catch up to you to then clink the third.
Oh, he hasn't earned the clink.
That's what it is.
Okay.
I was keeping track.
So I
That's why-
can't have.
Wait a minute,
so
wait,
we
wait,
Why I
wait,
can't.
asked. I'll do it right now. and
Okay,
then I'm
thank
done.
you,
I can't
thank
do
you,
more
thank
than
you.
3.
Didn't you say you drove yourself here today?
Yeah, but I also said I got plenty of time. It's 12:42.
It's true.
It's true.
You the way you can think about shots is like
This
It's
is
like
it. I'm
2
done.
hours
I'm done.
per
1 hour.
1 hour per
1 hour per drink.
0.02 BAC.
Also,
Which
Ryan,
is-
Well, it's
Ryan,
one-
Well, you get .08. So
Right,
why are
you
you
have
saying
4
0.2?
shots, obviously, in an hour.
why 0.2 BSC?
Wow.
You
Where did that
are
number come
forgetting the fact that I will be in the audience of On the Spot tonight.
Oh,
so I've got plenty
Did
of
you pay
time
your
to
$3?
sober up. I ain't paying shit.
Can we buy out the audience and just have a dead quiet?
Yes, yes,
really
we should. We should do that.
It's just John's like, "Hey, audience, how you doing?" It's like crickets.
We're gonna have a
Just
dead quiet
cuts
panel,
to
might
empty
as well have a dead
chairs.
quiet
Just like,
audience.
yeah, no one showed up. Or is this Geoff flicking off the camera?
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna chase that.
What'd you do? I missed it. Check it out again.
He became Geoff.
Acting.
Oh, that's On the Spot. Got it. Jeremy, you're playing Griffin right now.
Ba-na-na. No.
I don't know why they cut to me.
But it's like American Gothic.
I don't. Did we lose control of the board? There it is.
You need your trident and it'll literally be American Gothic.
There you go.
All right, welcome to another episode of Relationship Goals. I'm your host, Geoff, and joining me is my wife, Griffin. Hi, Geoff. I'm Griffin. I have a high voice. Yeah, I know. My voice is a little lower. I'm going to make out with you. Give me that. Oh, I love your show. Jesus Christ. Jeremy went for it. This guy, watch out. He made out. You almost made out with Matt Bragg.
That's true.
Ooh.
I have kissed Matt
$1,000
Bragg.
I know you
for that
have.
kiss.
I
know you
blanked
have.
it from my
It
memory.
was worth
You did?
every. Yeah,
Did
it was
you?
worth every dollar.
God. Listen, it's not a gay thing. It's a Jeremy and Matt Bragg thing.
It was. I was shipping. Yeah.
I'll like kiss a dude for comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Matt that cost $1,000.
How much like shit was in his beard? Like that you like ate?
He was like freshly shaved too.
Guess
right?
I-
Oh, is he?
That's
Did
what I
you
got.
ask me? Were you just like right? Is that what you said?
No, like his head.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
wasn't
it's
it
short.
okay,
Across the top.
yeah.
Gus and I made out for CNN one time in the CNN interview, and
What do you mean made out?
like,
Made out.
Did
You
CNN
keep saying made out
request
for like
that,
me
or-
and Matt, even though that's
It's
not
true,
what it was.
it's true.
and
Was
the
it
guy,
a slow news
So you're
day?
saying
the
you
guy
had a-
goes,
you had a
we're
Don
not
Lemon
gonna
party.
use this part. And
That's
they were like,
funny.
While we were kissing, I'm like, all right.
I kissed Miles. On
Did
the
you
mouth.
just pull out of the kiss?
It's
at
funny.
that
Like
point?
yeah,
five,
yeah,
like
it's
5
funny.
years ago. I was young.
Gavin fucked
I was
Tom Booker.
foolish. Yeah,
That's true. On
And
camera.
Tom Booker fucked his mouth
Yeah,
in
he
that
grabbed his
short.
ass,
In
too.
that short,
Yeah.
well, they cut it,
they cut
They
that
cut
part.
it, but, like,
he had
they
his
kissed.
dick in Gavin's mouth.
and then it was like,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember the short now. Yeah.
You know, Joel originally wrote that short for me to be the Gavin part, and he was
Nice.
like, "No, I'm not going to do that."
was Joel
He's
like,
like, "But you got to make out with Sam Ireland." I'm like, "That's cool. No, I'm good."
Joel was
I'll
like,
pass."
And would you have made out with Tom Booker if you'd known it was?
"Oh yeah, if I knew it was Tom Booker, of course."
Joel was
Sam
like
Ireland. Nice.
Harrison Ford in
Star Wars.
no
Indiana
Andrew's
Jones.
Game. Andrew's Game, and he was like, "Yes, Jack, kiss him. You're perfect.
Complete my masterpiece.
You're perfect."
Joel writes some of the weirdest scripts. He hadn't
Yeah,
done it in a
no
long time.
shit.
He did that
If
Food
you've
Wars script.
seen his fuck scripts, if you've seen any one of Joel's videos he's ever made on Achievement Hunter, that's what his scripts are like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what his
We were
brain
just
is
talking
like.
about
That
that.
is what his brain is like.
Connectimals, the Dead Space video, just
You like-
anything
the
he
boat,
touches.
he was
The
like a
fucking
Fortnite
Mass
thing
Effect
going.
video might
The
be
Mass
the weirdest
Effect
one
one,
he's
yeah,
ever made.
yeah, huh? This is like little pitter patter feet.
So
But the
bizarre.
Food Wars short that we did in like season 2 of live action, like he was pitching me the idea. It's like, okay, it's like them throwing food and then they're spitting food in each other's mouth. I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. He goes, but then this alien sandwich shows up. It's like, what? And yeah,
And then
sure
Joel's
enough,
like, and I'm the sandwich. I climb out of it.
then there's an
The
interplanetary
olive is my
sandwich.
head.
Wasn't there was a short where Bernie's hand had a mouth on it, and we fed Bernie's hand mouth
And then he made out with his
sandwich?
own mouth. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
I think that was a Joel short. Joel wrote some weird shit.
Was that the one where like who turned around and had like that Joel had like 4 eyes
Now
at
it's
the end,
reversed.
right?
Yeah.
The situation has reversed.
Oh, there you
go.
I was waiting.
There we go.
Right.
Oh.
I saw it.
There's
No,
food,
all
there's
right,
food.
there's the
There's
sandwich one.
There's the
There's Young Jack.
alien sandwich. Yeah, that's the pre-beer Jack.
Goatee
Well,
Jack.
I mean,
Oh, look at
kind
young
of.
Gus.
Yeah. Look at Joel looking exactly
Young
the
Gus,
same.
Young Gus has higher hair.
So
His hair was higher.
It poofed.
Yeah.
that was the.
Jack is so weird in this because Jack is like skinny Jack, but before he was fat Jack. Because there's like there's skinny Jack,
I
then fat
fluctuate.
Jack, then skinny Jack after fat Jack is like skinny in shape Jack.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
is skinny not in shape Jack.
Yeah, this is
You've gone
just-
through many transformations.
Yeah.
You were just thin here.
I miss that office.
That was a fun office. Nice
Yeah.
crossfade. Real dramatic.
That was beautiful.
I wasn't paying
It was
attention.
fading
Was
from
that-
old
what
Jack
office
to
was
new
that?
Jack.
like what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the.
Yeah, I miss it, man.
That building is gone. That building is a parking garage.
Dude,
now.
remember?
No, it's a condo.
Dude,
hotel.
Why is
Jeff.
it's not the lowest area parking garage?
Remember
Well, I
the...
mean, that part may be, but it's attached to
Mike, I'm
it.
gonna be honest here. It's like
I drove by
actually
there.
I like
hurting
how we
me.
both
I'm saying that
clinked.
part
It's
of the
actually
conversation.
hurting me that we clinked and didn't drink.
Yeah, we
it.
didn't drink. I
Okay.
realized here.
I guess you.
Prost. Keep us.
You know what's crazy, Jeff? I miss just like that first office. It was just like 30 of us in
Yeah,
636, like just humble beginnings.
Hey!
Oh shit!
Oh
So,
wow! Hey, what are you doing here? I
Joining
kept looking
us-
over at you, but I didn't know who you were. You were in shadow.
Did you really not?
It was
know?
like a character who
It's like
wasn't
the
unlocked
elusive,
yet.
it's like the elusive man.
back.
Sure, man.
Yeah. Hey,
Love,
dude.
see.
Oh God, he's knocking over bottles. Jack
Whatever.
Daniels.
Is that me?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Whatever.
There you go.
Who cares? It's a square
Where are we
bottle.
gonna sit?
I was
Jeff,
sitting
you wanna
over there
scooch over
enjoying,
more?
You can slide that way.
enjoying all y'all.
Oh, you got a chair? All right.
No, we got a chair.
We got a chair for him.
Joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for video watchers and audio listeners, is Dante Bosco.
Hey!
I'm back with
Thanks
the
for,
Achievement Hunters.
We didn't
Cheers.
scare you off the
Cheers,
first
guys.
time.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
You want to do a quick
If but
just
I'll do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
There you go.
intro, Dante, for people who might not
need
be
beer.
familiar with you or your work?
Some people know me as Rufio, the leader of the Lost Boys. Some people know me
classic.
as Jake Long, the American Dragon. And some people know me as Prince Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender.
The good Avatar is what I like to
Right,
call
yeah.
it.
The good Avatar.
The good Avatar.
The
I
James
mean,
Cameron
both.
one.
I go both. Well, you know, the Korra. Like, what you mean?
No, I mean
No.
Avatar, James Cameron
oh,
Avatar.
like,
The
not
thing is,
live
like, I
action.
watched the show, and it was like Avatar, and they just called it Avatar, Avatar,
So
Avatar.
you were-
then
you were-
Avatar came out, and it fucking ruined
Yeah.
everything. Now, whenever I say Avatar, they're like, oh, the James Cameron movie?
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
you
like,
were-
no,
you
damn it, Last
Yeah,
Airbender.
Last Airbender.
Damn it.
Avatar: Last Airbender.
So you were
It's
Jake
true.
Sully in Avatar, right? You were the guy who turned into
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean,
You were Zoe Saldana.
have you guys watched Avatar? I loved it when it first came out. The movie Avatar, like the James Cameron. But have you watched it since?
I have not seen it since theaters.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theaters.
I saw it again. It was, you know, the law. It just, I don't. I guess it still kind of holds up. It just looks more animated than I remember.
Sure.
seeing
Oh
it.
yeah,
was
I
very
mean it's
cartoonish.
so.
But in the movie
it's
theaters, it looks
CGI.
so real. When you
Yeah.
first saw it for the first time, you're like, I'm in this world.
Well, you know they've got Avatar Land opening up later this month out in
know.
Orlando.
And they're shooting the sequels like coming up right now.
yeah, and apparently everyone's back. Like Sigourney Weaver's even back, and she
Even
super
the guy
dead.
that died at the end.
yeah, the military guy died.
Yeah.
He's
Joel's a
back
buddy of
somehow.
mine from the movie, and he's talking. They're gonna do a few, like I think there's like 2 or 3 of them, like back to back to back. It's crazy. I'm like, it only took
Yeah, it was
10
really,
years
it was really
to do that
weird
sequel.
too.
Are they
because,
gonna
like,
Colin Firth everybody else back into the movie?
yeah,
Like,
they probably will.
Sigourney
He looks
Weaver's
dead,
back.
but-
Sigourney
Colin
Weaver's
Firth?
dead.
Colin Firth,
She's
yeah,
the
but
tree.
she's
Is that
back
Colin
though.
Firth?
She's
What's
the
his name?
tree.
Listen,
Yeah.
she did the alien.
He's got a
clone or
yeah.
something.
Oh, and Kingsman. Oh yeah, Kingsman. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought you were talking about Avatar. I was like, Colin
No,
Firth.
like how they brought. I mean, he's the
To be
teaser's
fair,
out. They
to be
ruined it
fair,
already. He's in
he-
the movie.
Well, to be
Colin Firth is
fair,
back in Kingsman too.
Yeah.
but we don't know if it's the same guy.
It
Right,
could be his
right.
evil
He's
twin
be
got
brother.
an eye patch.
But listen, that's the
That
that's
death
the
scene was
Shyamalan
all
twist,
time. That
you know?
death scene was all time. Look, you actually reminded me of the guy from the Kingsman a little bit right now.
Oh,
Ah,
Eggsy.
Eggsy.
I'll take
Eggsy,
it.
you look a
There
little
you
like
go.
I'll
Eggsy
take-
a little
I'll
bit right
take
now.
That's
Michael,
awesome.
you're reminding me of Eggsy right
Oh,
now.
Jeff's going to shit,
Jeff
everybody.
just blasted
He's
off.
done
Alright,
it.
Jeff.
He's
Waddling-
done it.
he's
He can't
waddling
hold
off.
He's been drinking diet tea, so it's a whole thing.
Look at
What
that walk
is-
of shame. I wish we
Shit,
had a
what
video
is,
on
what is
that.
that actor's name, Eggsy?
Oh, I'm sure I'll get it.
Owen, not Owen.
It's like on the tip of my
Owen
tongue.
Wilson.
It's
That's
not
it.
Owen.
That's
Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Egerton.
Wow.
There you go. Owen Egerton.
Oh.
Is it Owen?
There was an
Egerton.
Owen.
Egerton is what's in my
Yeah,
head.
it's Owen Egerton.
He's
right?
been in a
No,
bunch of
that's-
shit.
I'm sorry.
His name could be Owen
Taron?
Egerton. in
Taron
the-
Egerton.
Taron.
Owen Egerton's a
Taron.
local
Okay.
Austin
Okay.
actor.
Hold on a
know-
second. That's the name of the character or that's the name of the actor?
That's the
That's the
actor.
actor.
He said
Taron.
he's Eggsy and
He's Eggsy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no.
his last name is Egerton.
Or
in
like
real life?
Egerton. That is his name.
Yeah.
I know
Is that
that.
I don't know,
possible?
man.
There he is.
It's very possible.
I don't know what's happening with
Okay,
anything.
That's him.
There he
yes.
is. His name is
name's
Kingsman,
not
the Secret
there.
Service.
His name's not there. We knew the movie.
Kingsman.
Thank you.
This guy.
Was it Oxford's Not Brogues? Is that
His
what it was?
name can't be Egerton, and the character's name is Egerton.
What's
Maybe
what?
it's like one of those guys.
Pull it up.
Hang on.
Pull it up.
There's a lot of actors that only play characters named themselves because.
Dude, I'll say this about that. Shit, what's her name?
Jessica Alba.
No, the
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Adriana
the
Lima.
voice actress that does FemShep. What is her name? Jennifer Hale. Jennifer
Jen
Hale.
Hale, Jen Hale,
Jen
yeah.
Hale is a redhead. She literally plays like 99% redheads. Every single character
That's-
ever she
that's a
plays
very unique
have
character.
red hair,
Yeah.
and she has red hair.
Jeremy, what's the answer?
what's her-
Taron David Egerton.
Egerton.
Wow.
Maybe they were like, fuck it, Eggsy.
Is
That's her
Eggsy
name.
like a regular name
I got
for
no
like
idea.
British
Where's
people?
wish Gavin
Yeah,
was
sure.
here.
Johnny.
We
My
need Gavin.
first son will be named Eggsy.
Eggsy.
That's not even the character's name. It's his
And then you have
nickname.
It's like you go
Then
for
you
the
have-
audition, and they're like, "This is my job. My name is Egerton."
But then you have
was
Toasty
like-
and you have Bacony, and then
He
you
was
have
just like,
a
he
breakfast
was like, I was
kids.
born for this.
I was wondering because maybe Eggsy's a regular name. Like,
I watched
you know,
Don't know if Eggsy's
I
a regular
watched
name.
like a skip, like or I don't know what.
I don't know.
Like a skip.
I don't know, like a
Skip a regular name?
a regular you know, like nickname. What's a regular nickname?
Like
Dick.
Bill. Bill's a
Bill?
regular nickname.
Bill,
He want,
sure.
like William.
William.
Jim is a nickname.
Dick.
You mean like a name from a name, or just like a full-on
Eggsy.
made-up
Yeah, I don't know
name?
what
It's gotta be
Eggsy.
You know,
from
like
some- What's
Ace.
the character's
Like
name?
Ace, like Ace.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey,
Like
Ace.
sport.
Flash.
Sport. Hey,
Flash.
sport.
Champ.
Hey, champ.
Flash.
Yeah.
Champ.
All right, hang on. Now I'm curious what the character's name.
But there was another movie that came out in the last like year or two, and I can't remember what it was. He starred in it. I do remember
Yeah,
what it was.
it
saw
was,
it.
I saw
It was
it.
the
Eddie
Olympic.
Eagle.
Eddie,
Awesome.
Eddie Eagle. I watched that
Awesome.
on a plane. It was really good.
Yeah, him
It
and
was
Hugh
really good. Him and
Jackman.
Hugh
I watched it
Jackman.
in
Hugh
theaters.
Jackman was
Really
like,
good.
I'm a drunk, but I'm sort of not.
Yeah.
It was really. I liked
was
it
good.
a lot.
His name is Gary Unwin.
in the movie.
I believe so.
Gary Unwin.
Then how come this
How the hell did he
freaking
get
name is
Eggsy?
Eggsy?
Guy loves eggs.
Because he was.
Or am I reading the wrong thing?
Maybe
think you're reading the
maybe he
wrong
has
thing.
eggs
Oh
in-
wait, hang on. I'm on the
I think
Matrix.
Eggs-
Gary Eggsy Unwin from Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Played by Owen
though-
Egerton.
Google though, like, why is he called Eggsy?
Have you heard about the sequel? So
Yeah, we were just talking about the trailer, Jack.
There's an American version of the Kingsman called the Statesman, and they're
Sure.
all so the British one they're all named after like Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah.
The American one they're all whiskeys. So it's like Jack
that's
Daniels.
cool. Really?
Yeah. And what's his name?
The
Hold on a second.
Pretty
Hold-
boy. Pretty
Could've
boy.
Hold
gone
on a
with the
second.
Founding Fathers, but
Hold on
sure.
a second.
Yeah.
They're Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah.
And we're
Whiskey.
Miracle.
what? The
Is that- it's like
is
Jim-
there someone named Maker's
Channing
Mark?
Tatum.
or-
No,
Right.
it's like
That's what it
it's like
is?
Jim Beam, Jack
Jim Beam,
Daniels,
okay.
and
Is
there's
that
a
it?
bunch of different
Is it
ones.
Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum,
Channing
yeah.
Tatum, yeah.
Channing Tatum, and
Channing Tatum.
Channing
Tatum.
Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges
Yeah.
is like the sort of founder or the old statesman in America.
Jeff Bridges is the Michael Caine, but Michael
Exactly,
Caine was
right.
a dick.
He was a dick.
in the first
He was
one.
so good in it, though.
He
Dude,
was
that
great.
first movie was awesome. That
love
is
that
like,
movie. That
what a
was great.
fun movie.
Colin
Sam
Firth's death
Jackson?
scene, like that fight scene, death
The church scene was
was
fucking incredible.
incredible.
That movie also.
They
That
should have got an
movie-
Oscar for that scene.
I
alone.
didn't
So
see
good.
that scene the first time I watched that
What are you
movie. 'cause
talking
I
about?
saw the
He
movie
watched
on
it
a
on the
plane,
plane,
and
and
that
it
was
was
back when they still
edited.
edited them.
Big mistake.
What are you talking about?
They cut out the
that
whole
movie's
scene.
the whole reason for that scene's the reason
Yeah.
for the whole
It was
movie.
still good, but they cut out that entire
I
thing.
didn't know
it was all
it's like
censored,
the
too.
signal activates, and they're like, just cuts to
Him
Sam
watching.
Jackson watching it, and he's like,
It's
oh,
like
and then
that
they just shoot him in the head.
scene was
It's
like the inspiration for Logan.
pretty much.
Like that
Also,
one scene was
It's
like
fucking awesome.
Also, Kingsman was a return for Mark Hamill on the screen because he was
It really
as
was.
the professor
Oh,
before
yeah.
Star Wars.
It really was, and I will say, just that to Star Wars, he looked terrible.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
looked pretty
movie.
rough.
And then
Pretty
they
rough.
were like, "All right,
He's
we're
gonna be
doing
alright. He's
we're
gonna be
doing
alright.
a Star Wars. You gotta hit the treadmill, Mark." And he was like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it."
So
he looks
Mark-
great.
Oh, yeah.
He
He
looks
looks
great
really good.
compared to Kingsman. Like he looks
Okay.
fucking
Also,
great.
Jedi's have those big ass robes. They kind of
I
hide
think
the
they-
gut,
they
you
got
know.
the robes.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got the
no,
robes.
Mark-
I should wear those.
No Jedi should have like the neck vagina. So they really
no,
gotta make
God,
sure.
no.
No, Mark looked good. Mark played my dad in Avatar: Last Airbender.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So like Mark's been
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fire Lord.
and he's
totally like
he's
him.
like the Fire
I
Lord. Fire
didn't know that was him.
Yeah,
That's Mark Hamill.
Dude,
He's
I
really
fucking
good, dude.
love him as a voice actor. He's so
Yeah,
good.
he's
so
amazing. I mean, he's a
good.
Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
His
Yeah.
Joker.
Very familiar with that. Yeah.
And
Kids Next Door made me sticky beard.
Yeah,
Great.
sticky
Just
beard.
want to throw that one
He's
out
got
there.
the lollipops.
Just want to throw that
He's
one
got
out
the
there.
lollipops stuck in his beard. He pulls them out and he eats them.
I had a whole conversation with him. We did a series together called Zevo 3, and he played the bad guy. And my acting coach, like growing up, she saw him do Amadeus on Broadway.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
And supposedly his Amadeus is like the epitome for a lot of people in theater. Like, his Mark Hamill's Amadeus is like
Shit, really?
the Amadeus for sure. And so he's a phenomenal actor. He's crazy. There's actually we did the origin story of Rufio, and we were talking to Mark and we still kind of out there if we can kind of develop it right, like to him to play Captain Hook. 'Cause he's crazy.
Oh man.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be rad.
That'd be crazy. I mean, because he's like this crazy. He's Luke Skywalker, but he's also has this. He can do like this flamboyant, crazy character. And
Did you see the bad lip dub of the new Star Wars movie where he played Han Solo?
Bad
No.
lip reading.
Yeah,
Bad
and
lip reading
he
of
was
Han Solo.
awesome at
Yeah,
it.
he nailed it. Like
Yeah.
so, it was
You
him.
can
It
still
was Mark
kind of
Hamill.
hear him, but he does such
He's
a pretty spot
phenomenal.
on.
Yeah.
him,
So
okay,
funny.
Mark in the vocal booth, like when you go in, you kind of hang out with Mark Hamill. The thing about Mark is he always comes in with a newspaper. Like he's old school. He likes a newspaper. Every time he has a newspaper. And like you're in the voice booth, you gotta be quiet in between people's lines. And he has this.
Oh man.
But the thing is, for some reason, whenever it's time to read, you can't hear it.
Huh.
He's like a Jedi for real.
He's the last Jedi.
His
you could
fingers
say.
will
Oh,
get
good.
black, but he's like reading the friggin' news, and then he'll put the paper down, and then he'll do like a Joker performance, and you're like,
Dude,
this dude's
That's
crazy.
so bad.
He's
if
got
you
interesting
if you
tidbits for
like
the news.
if you like Mark Hamill, follow him on Twitter.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
he's like the nicest, funniest guy
He
like
really
ever.
is.
Like all he does is like he loves. There's like a fair number of actors who like they kind of like hate the thing they're known for. You know what I mean? Like he loves Star Wars. He talks about it all the
Loves
time. All he does is like retweet people. He's really fucking funny.
And he's a big comic book head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just like I just love following. He's one of my favorite people I follow on Twitter. Like it's just like anytime I see a tweet from Mark Hamill, it's like you have a smile on your face. You know what I mean? Like he's never bitching about anything. He doesn't complain. He's just like retweeting cool stuff or just like promoting something cool or just like he's just a
crazy-
really fun guy.
He's the most amazing dude. When I worked with him and he played my dad, we did, if you remember the scene when the first time we worked together, was, he played my father and he scars Zuko, right? So, and I tell the story
I
all the time,
remember vividly,
and he's like,
just
and I'm
so you
like, no, father, no. And then when he walked out, I realized like I just did the Vader Skywalker
you
scene
flipped
That's
it.
so awesome.
with
Yeah.
Mark Hamill, and
you
he's
stepped
playing
out of
Vader.
line.
He was crazy, yeah.
You had to have the duel.
He's
Right.
crazy, and you're like, but in your mind, because I just grew up with.
You gotta fight
Star
him,
Wars, you're like,
defend the
it's-
honor.
It's,
Got hit in the
Luke
eye and his
Skywalker.
soul.
Did you see that Omaze video they just did? So Omaze is a charity thing, and they do Force for Change, and they're doing like they did one for Force Awakens, now they're doing for Last Jedi, and they had fans, they had like Star Wars super fans come out and like, oh, we're gonna have you do lines from the movies. And so one of them, it was like, okay, we have an actor here. He's gonna read the lines for you. And they had them doing the Darth Vader reveal scene to Mark Hamill, and they didn't realize that he had like a thing draped over him, like, oh, Obi-Wan told me about my father, and he's like, oh, no, or whatever, back and forth. And he's like, oh,
you killed him.
you did a really good job. And he's like, holy shit, like just freaking people out.
Did
He's
you
like
see the
nicest
video
guy.
of Mark Hamill walking around like I forget what exactly it was, like Comic-Con or something,
He did,
dressed
like,
as a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And
That sounds
like,
like a
so
Comic-Con
he had like the
thing.
full stormtrooper thing on, and like it just did like a quick cut of him posing with different people taking pictures, like just because he's in a stormtrooper outfit,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, cheese, I'm Mark Hamill. Like, you're like staying next to people while he was posing. It's so funny.
A lot of
He's
people's
funny.
looking over, really
And
reacting.
he was in that Stormtrooper outfit in what? Star Wars, the first one?
New Hope. Yeah.
New
Yeah.
Hope,
we
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
A little
was in
short
disguise.
for a stormtrooper.
Yeah, little short for a Stormtrooper.
So-
God, he's such a nice guy.
To bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring
To
it
wear-
back.
I know it was a
What?
little.
to bring it back to you,
I
look
know
like
it's a little-
Eggsy.
Okay.
No, it is about Eggsy.
Wow, really?
This is also
Yeah,
also
we're on the
also,
same-
also,
no, yeah, I know. You know
also,
me, dude.
I'm
We
gonna
got
take you
this.
to the next level before you continue that. So we did Warby Parker read like
He just did an insert and an
six
insert. Oh, wow.
years ago.
God, this
6
is
years
crazy.
ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Warby
Warby Parker
read.
Wait, this is an aside to
I
it.
got a thing like 2 weeks ago. Like, hey, by the way, here's your code for Warby Parker. Like, I never got the glasses because I didn't have a prescription,
Yeah.
but I got a prescription for Laser Team 2, so I had it.
Nice.
I bought 2 lenses like for Warby Parker. Literally buying the glasses, Lindsay was like, "Oh yeah, I bet you look like Eggsy in these glasses." So I have like black.
See, so I wasn't far off. That's your wife. I was not
Apparently,
far off. I'm right
apparently,
there. Me and
apparently.
your wife, we
I
see
mean,
the
if I
same
can
thing.
be like, if I can end the movie like banging that princess
Oh,
in the
yeah.
butt,
In the butt.
I mean, cool. But I don't think she'll let me do that.
You guys are asking, why is he called Eggsy?
Yes.
Why is he called that?
Lay it on us,
Now,
Jeremy.
because the whiskey made it a little hard to read.
Or
So I got there. I eventually got there. So according to Mark Miller, the author of the comic book, all right, Eggsy is a nickname he had for one of his friends growing up. And so they decided that they didn't want to call this guy like some nickname that was like, he said it would be like calling him Tom Clancy. Like, it would be stupid to call him something that everyone would be like, yeah, that's a spy or whatever. So he jokingly named him Eggsy, and then everyone started loving it, even though it's just based off of his like childhood friend that he happened to call Eggsy.
Has nothing to
And
do
they
with his
just-
name. Has nothing to do with this guy's
Nothing
name.
to do with his name. They just, that was his childhood friend growing up. So he was like, I used to call him Eggsy because it bugged him. And then he called this guy Eggsy, and it just stuck.
And then he
There it is.
auditioned, and they were like, "You're a terrible actor."
And then the
but
guy
your
happened to
name
be
is
calling
perfect.
Eggerson.
You have the part.
He's like, hi, my name is Taryn
But-
Eggsy.
It's done. He's
also
Eggsy.
he's
His
There it
great
is.
Egerton. He's Eggsy.
Total
Dude,
happenstance.
what a good movie. And this
I actually have not seen it.
this movie, I'll say this.
You
should
haven't
see
seen it?
You should
I
see
have
it.
not seen it.
This
You should
movie,
watch it tonight.
I will
I'll
say,
watch it tonight.
I've seen like
Dante, come
it was
join me.
always
We'll
weird
watch
to
it
me,
together.
Okay.
Like I love movies, good movies, shit movies. Like if I can get entertained by a movie, I like it. Even if it's just like stupid crap. Like I consider Fast and the Furious at this point fucking crap. But like it's awesome. It's like the Rock's jumping out of a car, fucking
It's
throwing
the fucking
torpedoes.
craziest
It's fun.
movie.
I would
It's
say, you know what I
fun
mean?
and
Like it's fun.
stupid. It's horrible.
It's awesome.
It's
It's terrible.
horrible.
It's terrible, but it's funny.
It's
know,
not
fun.
art. It's enjoyable.
I wouldn't say
It's
it's
just
crap. I would say it's trash.
It's trash, sure.
Trash. Crap
Sure.
makes it sound bad.
No, no,
Trash,
not
like,
trash.
it's trash. Whatever.
It's
It's
just
wrong,
like
but
it's just like
Well,
I love
trash
that, but
doesn't
it's
make
like-
it sound bad.
But
Like,
it's so
crap makes it sound-
ludicrous.
it's
It's
crap
so
makes it sound-
ludicrous.
And
It's
Ludacris
fun.
is in it.
And Ludacris is in it.
He's in the film.
Ludacris is in- he plays two different characters.
We
in
should
the
have
Fast
watched
and
that
Furious
last
universe.
one.
Well, yeah, because he plays Ludacris.
Yeah,
And himself.
in two, and then he plays the.
There is a
whatever his
Ludacris
name
song
Right.
playing in two, so people are like, "Is
Yeah.
Ludacris real? How does this work?"
No, isn't he actually in two?
He is in two.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
he's
right.
in two as Ludacris.
You're right. You're totally
And then
right.
he shows up as his
I was
character.
supposed to do two.
Were you?
There was
Yeah.
a role in there, but they offered me the role. And then I couldn't do it because I was doing a movie called Biker Boys.
Oh man.
And it was like,
Good
damn.
call.
No, I mean, who knew that Fast and Furious was going to be this,
That's
like...
fair. That's
thing.
really
Vin
fair.
Diesel wouldn't do
fucking
two.
cool.
He's
No,
like,
look
I'm
at,
done.
And when you look at Fast and Furious
I
1,
love the
Fast
idea
and
of
Furious 1
Yeah, I saw
has
that.
nothing.
Pretty fucking cool.
You
It's
watch it,
so
you're going, hold on
different.
a second. They're like,
totally
they're doing like a
different.
quarter-mile races in some like
It's all
neighborhood.
like real.
And they're
Yeah.
like, now they're all international spies?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
what the
I mean, it's
hell?
the A-Team. It's like, I'm hacking into the mainframe
Right.
right
Like a
now.
Kurt
It's
Russell
not
now?
based in any reality
It doesn't make
whatsoever.
any sense at all.
They're on the ice and the submarines chasing.
And the
them.
Rock is
Make
hanging
a
out
right.
of a Hummer.
Make a right. How about turn left? Nah, I can't turn left. We all gotta keep going straight.
Fucking, or the airport, the runway
the
scene.
9 mile
in
long
six,
runway.
That's like
all
7
the
minutes
race,
long.
all
Yeah.
the fast scenes. I'm like, why are they racing so fast? Why don't you just stop and shoot each other? Just stop
I
and
like-
shoot each other.
The slow and the deadly.
No,
is
no,
totally
we
different.
have to keep on
No,
going
they gotta
fast.
go. They gotta go
Sometimes,
fast.
yeah,
I like-
the hair wins occasionally.
I like you remember where the movie came from, like its origins, and again, you think of 8, and it's like, okay, so there's 7 cars driving on ice, and like ice cars now, they can all
yeah,
drive
sure.
Yeah.
in Alaska, and like the Rock's jumping out of the car and he's throwing torpedoes,
crazy.
and there's cars flying out of parking garages, crashing into the people.
Wait,
the
does
second
he actually
one,
throw a torpedo?
well, he
No,
redirects it.
He redirects it.
Jeff,
Also,
redirects it.
Wait,
But I wanna mention-
He redirects it?
But I want to mention in the second
like,
one,
pushes it.
a huge stunt in the film, like that was crazy, was he has an ejector seat in his car. Like we've gone from push a button and the guy gets thrown out of the car to throwing torpedoes.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
saw.
I mean,
I
there's
saw it.
there's a 45-minute scene. You've seen it where fucking I'm not gonna spoil anything here. I hope Jason Statham's on a plane that's crashing, fighting 140 at 9 bad guys with a baby in a car seat.
Yeah, and that's one of the best scenes of the movie.
It is one of the best scenes.
That's
in the movie.
awesome.
I love
And
that.
And
second
Statham is killing it.
It's
Statham's
awesome.
killing it.
He is, and he's
I
just
also
like,
love
bam,
that-
bam, bam, bam,
that,
bam.
like-
You okay, little guy? Bam, bam, bam,
I,
bam.
I love that Fast and the Furious is
Is the baby
somehow-
ludicrous?
Yeah, it is. It's baby
No, it's-
ludicrous.
oh, okay.
It's
Don't
like, you know, I
spoil it,
can't
don't
tell you
spoil
what
it.
baby is.
Spoil.
This is a big
I
thing.
I'll tell you
love-
this.
I haven't
I'll tell you this.
seen any of
I'll
them.
tell you this about 8, based on a true story.
I'll tell
Wow.
you this about 8, which is about the 7 and the time 4. It's all about family.
It's all about family. It's all about family. It's all about
There's
family.
gonna be a big
family.
dinner at the end of
Is
it.
it about family? It's about family.
Yeah.
I love that Fast
like
and the
Guardians of the
Furious.
Galaxy 2.
Yeah, I love that Fast and the Furious follows the logic of like fighting anime, of like DBZ or Yu Yu Hakusho or whatever. We're like literally from 5 on. Every fucking bad guy joins the goddamn crew. It's like, we
All
gotta
of 'em.
stop this guy.
All of 'em.
He's crazy. And then The Rock's like, bunch of fucking criminals. I'm gonna shut him down. And the next movie, he's like, I love crime. I love it. It's every film. Then you get Jason Statham.
More nuanced than
I mean,
that.
they're not really criminals. They're more like rogues.
Right.
They're kind of
I love
Jason Statham's like, you killed my brother. You're gonna die.
Good
And then he's like,
intentions.
I'm with you
I mean, it's
guys.
good. No, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of things happen in this next
Lot of
season.
things. Very complicated.
They explain
A lot of things
stuff
happen in this
away.
one.
Yeah.
If Hannibal Lecter shows up in 9, I'm gonna be fucking
Helen Mirren's good. Helen Mirren.
She's
is
awesome.
Awesome.
With
in
her
the-
Cockney accent.
Helen Mirren doing
crazy.
Cockney.
You put more short
is
in
phenomenal.
jail.
What?
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah, what
that
I
was a
dig-
spoiler.
I
but-
love.
You don't know
I
who
will
her
say,
son is.
I will say. I swear to God.
gee.
Don't start. I love. Is it 4 that ends where they go to jail?
I didn't see 4 or 5.
Like-
I decided to go
like
back in
4?
7.
5 is so
Four,
good.
four,
Fast
in
Five.
Brazil.
4 brings it back, and they're like, okay, we had those 2 really weird ones. We had 2 and 3.
4 is Fast
4
and Furious.
Yes,
Yeah,
Fast and
the-
Furious. And they're
yeah.
like, okay, listen, it started off, Paul Walker, he was a cop undercover. And then the second one, he was like, he ain't no cop anymore. He got out of the business. Cops suck.
He got swatted.
He got swatty.
Yeah.
Third one, nobody's in this film because no one
Well,
wants
Vin
to do
Diesel's in the
another
film
one.
at
Vin
the end.
Diesel's and the end
Asian
for
one?
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a
Tokyo
bad
Drift.
audition for that movie.
And then the fourth
Me
one,
playing Japanese with an accent. Horrible audition.
you could have been Han.
They could blackmail me on that film for sure.
The fourth one came out, and they were like, okay, we fucked up in the last 2. We're gonna do it like the first one again, like it's legit. Paul Walker's back, we got him. Now he's in the FBI. Fuck it, he was a
That's
cop.
what went out of the.
Yeah.
the
And it's
boom.
like, but they still tried to make it like a sort of like
And we're gonna
grounded,
blow up
normal
Michelle
movie.
Rodriguez too.
We're gonna kill her.
Yeah,
she
we're gonna kill her.
dies.
She's
Horrific.
super
Michelle
dead.
Rodriguez is dead.
Super dead.
What a plot
What I
to
love-
the show.
what I-
And then the movie, I would say the movie ends with I think it's the fourth one with Toretto, Vin Diesel, going to jail, and they're like, oh, he went to jail, blah 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 blah. But then there's this really cool ending where Paul Walker is like, I don't give a fuck that I'm in the FBI. I'm gonna break him out. And it's like the intro of them about to break him out of a prison transport car. And that's how the movie ends. There's
Yeah,
like,
that's
we're
right,
getting
yeah.
him out. And I'm like, oh, okay, what a, just like ending, like they did it. They got him. What blew my fucking mind was the 5th one starts in that scene.
Yeah.
The 5th one starts and it's like, hey, remember when we were gonna break him
It's
out
like
of
Back
that
to the Future
transport?
Part 2.
It's happening. And then the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes of the 5th film is them breaking Vin Diesel out of this transport vehicle, and I've never looked back since then. I've been like, the series is
And now
amazing.
they're
I'm
GI Joe.
sold.
Now they're GI Joe.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're GI Joe / A-Team. Like they're
It's
experts
crazy.
at something. They all have some sort
What
of
I
skill.
love
Somebody's
is
a
like
hacker.
after like over like 100 years of filmmaking in Hollywood, so many leading men action stars from I don't know who back in the 20s and stuff to like the Tom Cruises and whatever. You got today, Vin Diesel
I can see
saying,
Clark. I can see.
saying, it's all about family. I'm like, damn, that's what we came to. Also, this guy's here.
I can see Clark Gable and Vin
in a
Diesel.
tank
like,
top and
The
some
Rock.
baggy jeans and Timberlands going, it's all about family.
My favorite,
with a cross around his neck.
dude. He's gotta have that cross.
Well,
My
he's got to show
favorite,
the
That
chest.
cross.
That's the
My-
movie.
that
cross.
Cross a big part of
Cross is a big
Garden
part.
Eight.
Cross is a big
Garden
part.
Eight.
my,
Cross is a big part of
my
it.
hands
Or
out.
I gotta see 8. I gotta see 8.
My favorite part
worth it.
All right.
about the entire Fast series is in Fast 5. In every fucking single trailer they had, like every iteration of it, there's a line where it's like it's probably a couple different scenes because they do that in the trailers where like they'll cut scenes together to make it look like one scene. But there was a line where Vin Diesel is like, he's like, doing this line of work. He's like, one day we're gonna end up behind bars or in the ground, and then like action, 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 and he like basically looks at the camera and he's like, but not today. That line, not in the film.
not in the
it's
movie.
not in the film.
It's just in the trailer.
yeah, it's just in the. It's in
like
every
that.
single
I like
trailer.
that.
Might be like top 3 best lines in all of Fast
It's
and
like,
Furious.
it's like
And it's not in the
to
movie.
me, that is Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when I see Fast and Furious, I think of but not today. And it's not in any film
And
ever.
and I love that.
It's awesome.
And that
great.
damn song by Wiz Khalifa, which wasn't in the new movie, but I just was playing it in my head the whole time. Because it's not about.
We should go watch that. Is it still in theaters?
I haven't seen any fest. I've not seen it.
Ryan!
Not a
Ever?
Ryan.
You should binge watch. You should
Ryan.
binge watch the whole thing.
You should. Oh, dude, here's
Alright,
an
there we
amazing
go.
clip, Ryan. Right now, here's an amazing
here we
clip.
go.
There's
Here's a
torpedoes being
torpedo.
fired. There's a torpedo.
Oh, it's on the.
It's coming. It's coming. And look, he's like, I got this. I'm the fucking
Going!
Boosh!
And then-
Throw it at that guy.
Bam!
Boosh!
And then it's
he's
like,
The
That's how
Rock's like,
torpedoes work.
And then off topic.
It explodes into the
I
off-top.
think in the trailer, The Rock was like, we're all gonna die from this torpedo. But not today. And he jumped out and fucking threw it.
and all I can think
incredible.
about, how can we not talk about family? Because family is all that we got.
Now, like even in 8, you know, R.I.P. Paul Walker. They're like, hey, where's Paul? And it's like, listen,
Brian.
fucking.
Where's Brian?
I know.
Where's Brian?
It's like, listen, fucking family.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It was M7
No, they
was a
don't
little
wanna- they don't-
emotional with the whole like CGI Paul Walker thing.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine who's a big racer, is an actor. We were doing a movie in Bulgaria. We saw it in Bulgaria. I turned to him, and he's crying at the end of the movie. I was like, damn, he's a big, you know. I think guys can connect to the movie.
I give it that. I have a friend. He works here. Real piece of shit. Andy.
Risinger? Oh.
No. He like cried and cried when Paul Walker died. Like he loves Fast and the Furious. He loves
He cried?
Paul Walker. Yeah.
A lot of guys cried when Paul died.
Also on top of that, he's a fucking car guy. He's
Yeah,
like,
all the car
cars.
guys.
He's
Is he
a peanut-
really?
Andy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What
like,
kind of car does
like,
Andy have?
He's got a piece of shit, but he knows it's a piece of shit. It's a nice car, but it's not like a racing car. And it's funny, like I'm a guy like, oh, you're a car guy? You like the cars. So like when you got your is it a Mustang?
Mustang,
It was
yeah.
a Mustang. You got your Mustang.
You got a
My-
Mustang?
You have a Mustang?
my-
you don't know it?
New one? Yeah.
seen it?
New
Yes,
body
it is.
style?
Oh, 2017.
I love that
dude?
body
My-
style.
like-
Really nice.
Kind of
my
like a
first
Porsche a little
thought-
bit.
Jeff had a Mustang.
My first
I did.
thought was like,
Kinda
oh,
cool.
I should talk to Andy about this. Like, he's a car guy, you know. Again, my head, I saw your car. I'm like, that's a nice car. That's where it ends for me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
car, it looks nice, and then whatever. So I go to Andy. I'm like, dude, you fucking like Jeremy's car? He's like, yeah, it's all right.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, what is it? And then he went on for 10 minutes about why he wouldn't own that car because he's a car person. You know,
Got
he's
it,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is
Oh, yeah. What I have
I like
is
your
not
car.
for like.
And I was
what
like,
color are we
everything you're
talking?
saying, I don't
Blue.
know what it is. You should get it orange and purple.
It's like
Oh,
a-
same
it's called.
blue.
It's called. I think it's called lightning blue or electric.
So it's bright blue. It's like
It's-
like a Dodger blue.
Yeah.
Do you want
It
to
is,
race?
No,
Yeah.
no. Okay, so what I
I
got.
love
Do
it.
you have a
Jeff,
car
I
right
got-
now, Jeff?
Audi S4?
No, so what I got is like
You got that S.
halfway
Yeah, it's nice.
You got the S.
between like, you know, you're getting a car because you love cars, you want to go fast, you want to race cars and stuff like that, and like you want to be sensible. What I have is halfway between that.
Yeah,
It's
you've got the
called-
LX model.
I've got the EcoBoost
Eco,
model.
okay.
So it does pretty
you've
good
got
on the
the
gas.
You've got the Rahul version.
That's Jeremy's car.
Oh, that's sick.
I want to see.
Yeah.
I love the lines
it's
on that.
pretty,
I
dude.
love the
It's a
lines
gorgeous
on that
car.
Mustang.
Yeah.
And the hard top is the way to go because the lines are sick.
I
on it.
hated the
Again,
when
I
I
said,
saw the
like me,
convertible.
I'm
I was like, I
oh,
hate
cool
that.
car.
That is the exact same car Rahul has. He's got the EcoBoost as
It's
well.
really nice,
Yeah.
dude. And like, yeah. and-
Jeremy, you know what? Liked it.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Michael. I appreciate
man.
that. Maybe
You're
now I'll get
looking cool.
verified.
You
2
don't
months
gotta be
later.
too fast and too furious.
Exactly.
He's
It's
one
like-
fast and
you're
maybe
just-
one
yeah.
furious.
It's like, you know what? It
Hey,
goes fast. I
Broadcast, look
like
up
it.
Jeremy's
And you
car.
look cool.
I don't need
Type
like an
Jeremy
8-cylinder
Dooley
engine.
Mustang, and you'll find it, and then we'll throw it up there.
It'll be
Yeah,
it'll be a
that's
drawn
what I
picture
type,
of
so
Jeremy
that's
as a
how I
Fun.
horse.
I don't have it this week. My wife has it this
You
week.
guys trade it.
We trade it every week.
And then
Yeah.
what do you get when she's driving?
I have a Mazda 3. That's a piece of
Mazda
shit. dude.
3 is not bad either.
It's-
But that's
it's
your,
alright.
that's your
Is it the
car.
hatchback?
That's my car.
Is it the
Car, right?
hatchback?
No, it's not the
The
hatchback.
hatchback is kind of cool. A little
The
bit.
hatchback is pretty cool.
Why is the
dude.
hatchback cool?
I don't know why, but I know what you
Hatchbacks are
mean.
in.
When I
Hatchbacks
bought
are-
this thing, I saw the hatchback and I was like, that thing looks good.
Dude, hatchbacks are kind of
Dude,
in.
I had a Mazda 6 hatchback. That thing had more space in it than a pickup truck.
It was
Also,
cool
also,
looking a
let me
little
talk
bit.
about
It was not bad.
96
Three-
Buick Centuries,
Yeah.
right?
Is
Not
that what you
cool.
drove here today?
Speaking of
God, no.
Hey Jeff,
Today.
Jeff,
That's
speaking-
why that was my car. that I
speaking
had.
of pickup
What happened to
trucks,
Ryan?
pickup trucks
left
all
a while
have
ago.
beds in the back of them, right?
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
well,
what
got,
I
you
like?
got the beds.
Yeah, speaking of
I like
beds.
pillow watches.
No,
What?
no,
Jeff,
no.
shut the fuck up.
Jeff,
Speaking
you
of
ruined
beds,
it.
Oh, dude, speaking of beds, Jack, did you know that one of the sponsors for today is Casper Mattress?
What?
The friendly ghost.
No, Mattress.
Oh, sorry.
But I think Casper, when he was a boy, he slept on Casper mattresses. Then when he died horrifically, not in a Casper mattress, he then adopted that nickname.
That's why he's so
of
nice.
Casper, the friendly ghost. He was so friendly from all the amazing sleep he got because of the lumbar support. I mean, it's just
It's
incredible.
like so soft.
Is Ryan taking a nap on a Casper mattress?
I
right
think
now?
he is
Probably.
in the bathroom. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Casper. Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the cost. No, I don't need that right now. Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting the cost of dealing with resellers and showrooms and passing that savings directly on to the consumer. Casper mattress is an obsessively engineered mattress at a very fair price.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's
Obviously and
it's
obsessively.
obviously obsessively engineered. Thank you, Dante. It's very nice. Casper is made of supportive memory foams for a sleep surface with just the right zinc and just the right bounce. Plus, it's breathable, design sleeps cool to help you regulate your temperature through the night.
And the memory foam helps with your memory.
Yeah, you remember
Neuroplasticity.
you remember so many things like, wow, this mattress is comfortable. Please talk about your personal experience with Casper mattress. Boy, I have a Casper mattress, and it's real nice. That's a true story. It's in my guest
You have
bedroom. I do. They sent me one so I can talk about it. But it's really nice.
Hey,
it is.
a mattress is an investment. You don't realize till you go mattress shop. You're like, damn,
Dude,
these
the
things are like
coolest
little
part
cars.
about it, they send it and it's like in this ball, like this big, and you just roll it out and then you rip the tab and it like goes.
And it goes and it grows. Huh?
It
And
doesn't
that's-
do it instantly.
And
but
that's where you guys made the baby?
that's where the baby happened.
Guest
you
room?
can you can buy it easily online. And sometimes this is like we could like to be
You
weird.
can name her Casper.
You know, it's like, if we're in the guest room, like, ooh, who are you? I'm a guest. We're
Right.
not Michael and Lindsay.
Or the
We're-
kitchen counter.
We're Jeremy. Stop. Save it for after this.
Sorry.
Okay. You can buy it easily online and completely risk-free. Risk-free also. Casper understands.
slurring. Michael, you're slurring.
No, we're good. Of truly trying
no,
out a
we're
mattress
good.
that in all reality you spend a third of your life on. Wow, that's such a long time.
8 hours a day.
Casper offers, if you're lucky, Casper
You're
offers
lucky.
free delivery and painless returns with a 100-day period, so you don't have to lie down in a showroom. You can save an additional $50 towards a mattress purchase by going to casper.com/offtopic and entering promo code offtopic. That's
way,
casper.com/offtopic. Promo code offtopic. Terms and conditions apply. Free shipping and returns to the U.S. and Canada. And
You
then
can use
off-topic
that.
and all
Off
You
topic.
can use that $50
Yeah.
to buy birth control because if you and your friend get on that mattress, babies are gonna happen. Is what I heard.
Or if you do want the baby, don't buy the birth control. You give that baby $50.
All right, put a savings bond.
There you
$50
go.
savings
Savings
bond.
bond.
By the
And
time
then when that kid is
baby's-
70,
no,
it'll be
20,
$58.
21. It's 21 years. It's not that big a deal. By the time that baby's 21 and almost out of college, that $50 will be like $100.
Bullshit. It
Wow.
will.
Yeah, right.
It'll be $54.
Not true. I have many bonds that are literally double
worst.
what I got them. Because 21 years. And they
Would you
max
like
it.
$100?
Well, you
for
gotta
no
get,
eight
you
years?
bond.
gotta get the EE series, the double E series.
No
is
bond
the
is
one that
as good as the
doubles.
bond between you and your mattress. It's beautiful.
You're just a shill.
You
I
fucking
will
shut up.
sell out
Here's the
for a
thing.
nickel.
Everything we
But he
said
didn't
was
get a
sincere.
nickel, and he didn't even get a mattress.
I didn't
good
get
mattress?
fucking no. I
I
didn't
have
get
the
one.
mattress.
Dude,
All
I
right,
know.
it's
Those
nice.
mattresses are nice.
They
I
really
got
Got a mattress?
It's
Sit
really
on
nice.
shit ball
Listen,
mattress.
here's
Hold
the
on a
thing.
second. Who got a mattress and who didn't get a mattress?
Well, here's the thing. The big boys. I do this show. Jack does another
Jeremy
show.
sleeps on
I
a
do a
kitchen
smaller
counter,
show.
apparently.
Do the smaller show. So then they're like, I guess I'll just
I'm
do
lucky
it
if I
for a
sleep
guy.
on thumbtacks.
It's good enough to
It's-
get a mattress.
It's good enough.
It's good enough to get the
It's
mattress.
good
They
enough.
put ads on it, so I got a
Jack,
mattress.
you got
so I
that movement watches?
That's true. I got
We
the
get
mo-
them,
I
we
don't
get
have
them
it on me,
good.
but I have
I
that
don't have it
movement
on me either, but they're also a sponsor.
Well, you gotta rock that movement.
Yeah, we got it. That's okay. We're good.
It's okay.
Tyler said
someone
I
will
can't
come to
find
me.
the picture of your Mustang.
I literally Googled Jeremy Dooley Mustang, and it was like,
There you
it
go.
is.
Yeah, Donald Trump's vagina
So,
neck.
that's
There you go.
Jeremy's Mustang. What
There
a
it
nice
is.
looking car.
That's
And
Jeremy's Mustang.
if you want to geotag the
That's
driveway,
like a land shark. That's like a land
find
shark.
his house.
Yeah, it
and
is.
knock on his door.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Jeremy's like, yeah.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Yeah, no, whatever, man.
Dude, I had a 2000 Mustang that was
No,
almost
I
that same
understand that
color.
reference.
I
And
love
Ryan's
that
thing.
blue.
Right?
It's beautiful.
Ryan died.
Like Ryan died.
He had,
I mean,
he had
I
a,
shit
Diet
out
Coke finally
a
got to
small
him.
country and was back before
He
he
left
was
like an hour ago.
Where'd he go? He
I
went
don't
that way.
know.
He's
I
probably
love
taking a nap
Mustangs.
on his Casper mattress.
He doesn't have one.
We
He
should
doesn't
do a
host
race
goddamn
between the
show.
S4 and the Mustang.
We should do that.
Do it.
Is there a quarter mile around this area?
What he's doing in the
We
parking
can do
lot.
it in the parking lot.
There's a
There's
quarter mile
in
wherever
the
you wanna
parking
draw
lot. No
one.
joke. I
I
mean,
mean, it is
we're not
Texas.
exaggerating.
It is Texas, dude. It's flat
Is
as
there?
fuck.
Didn't it all get
Just
taken
rings.
away?
Not yet.
Or just do it. Just do it.
If
Just do
we,
it in those
if we, I'm
neighborhoods
saying
back there.
if we start at the stop sign coming into the gate and just go straight,
Into the bungalow?
Have you ever raced though?
Quarter
Have you,
mile's
have
probably
you
less
guys
than
ever
you
You
raced?
gotta have Jeff do
Have
that
you
thing
ever
where he
done a quarter
ties his
mile
shirt
race?
with the
No,
flag.
never.
So when we were doing Biker Boys in Irwindale, we went to a track where it's a quarter mile. It was a quarter mile where we were shooting on their motorcycles and stuff like that. But when we wrapped, people just go out there with regular cars and race each other.
That's cool.
It was crazy.
It's Ryan. He's
That's
back.
awesome. There he is. There's Deadpool.
But I don't think anyone knows what they were doing.
I
They were
got
just
distracted by
going
food.
there.
Do you think there'll ever be a Biker Boys 2?
No. I don't think. I like the movie, and I have fond memories of the movie. One of them is hanging out with Kid Rock because he's a cool ass dude.
He seems like he'd be fun.
He was really fun, and the cast was so cool. But Fast and Furious became Fast. I was like, damn, maybe I should have done Fast and Furious.
No, you should push Biker Boys to become the new Fast and Furious franchise.
Can you add spies?
Like
and shit
Fast
to
and
it?
Furious had
And, like,
Ludacris.
rockets?
Y'all got
Use
Kid
that as a
Rock.
model, and that's how you develop the sequel.
That's how we do it. Yeah.
You had a snack while you were gone.
I had several.
He just
Yeah,
said
I can smell
no,
it.
Yeah.
he literally said. I said, Ryan. I was like, you took your time, and he said, I got distracted by food.
What'd you
I
eat?
could
what he
smell.
said.
I could smell
Right,
like
I'm gonna go to the
that's-
bathroom.
I was
I'll be
just
back.
I was hitting the chips.
Was it
left
like
over
was
from
it like a
broadcast lunch.
smart food popcorn type thing?
It was
That's what
just
smelled
chips.
Like to me.
Someone
Just
pointed out
chips.
that broadcast misspelled Casper.com. It's
You son of a bitch!
It's CASPER.com/off top. They put an A, Michael. They did Caspar,
Like
which
Gary
is the
Kasparov?
Spanish version of
Put
it.
an A! I put my name on this! I'm selling myself for this!
So I'm sure in the
Damn
edited
it!
version
That
of
is-
this podcast,
They
it'll
want
be
the
Casper.
mattress back.
That and
Michael,
this.
they want their mattress back.
No, I
They want
sleep
their
on it.
mattress back.
I sleep on it every night. It's so comfortable.
The reactions of people in there is, well, now we can't cut this.
Yep, just keep. Well, you got to reference it about once every 30
You
seconds.
just pop
or
it up
so.
on the screen and then just do the beep. And
Yeah,
then
do a little
exit.
beep or do like a little Snapchat scratch.
There you go. Yeah.
Cross
Or put
out.
with a little yum sticker over it or something.
There we
Exactly.
go. Yum sticker. Ryan, how was Schooled season 2 for you? People are asking about Schooled season
Over.
2. Yeah, we just is the last episode out now?
No. I don't think episode 10 is out
But the
yet.
punishment
over.
episode's out.
What is episode
Not
10
over.
gonna be?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Let's check and see
Do
what
you,
our
do you actually know, Jeff? Or
There's an episode that hasn't come out yet that I'm wondering if that's episode 10. I
Is
just
it-
don't understand why it would be.
is it the with
special guest star?
There's a lot of code going on right now.
Jeff is very confused.
Someone who might have not been in season 1.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I got fucking assaulted yesterday about it by that person. He was very mad at me.
That's awesome.
He was like, I've now filmed for you twice and I haven't been in either fucking season. And I was like, I don't.
Did you get paid for it?
No. I mean,
Oh, okay, in that case.
Nice.
Then he has right to complain.
there you go.
But
Yeah, no, it's
episode
good.
9 has come out, and it's the punishment episode.
You guys should be more worried about that than I am, because the question I keep having to field is, when am I going to get my revenge?
Why do you need revenge? You
I don't
lost.
know. I mean, I lost. It's like it's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
I was part of the competition, I guess.
Yeah.
Listen, man, don't go up against Millie Ramsey. That's all I gotta
You
say.
don't need revenge on us. You need fucking revenge on Ashir.
Yeah, Sheer screwed you.
Drop kick that guy into hell.
I mean,
As a
it's
10-year-old kid,
Look,
or 11.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
The
Yeah, no,
Scobies
no,
are.
no,
Okay,
no,
just to
we
say
got
that
it,
I
yeah.
didn't.
We have a show where basically we took proteges, like we mentored these kids. To
Everybody
basically do
got their
our
own
job.
protege?
We
Yeah,
all,
well,
we all
they
go to-
picked us, not the other
Yeah.
way.
Right.
but they
my
picked
my
us.
protege was Jeff's daughter.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Who blinded him in the first 30 seconds?
Hold on a
Yes,
second.
but she was
Jeff?
awesome.
Yeah.
Your daughter picked.
And
Well,
it
he
was the
wasn't-
less of 5 evils.
He wasn't an
For
option.
sure.
Oh, you weren't an
I'm
option.
not an
though.
option. I was
Okay,
I'm the
not
host.
that
Right,
though.
right,
I
I'm the
know.
host.
Even
Yeah,
then,
no.
Jeremy still would have been the right
I
answer.
still wouldn't have got
Yeah.
picked.
My
My
thing is
kid
like-
does not like me.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no. She's 11.
Okay.
She
So,
has-
but then we had to train these kids to basically do our jobs. And
Right,
so,
well, we had to train them in a video game competition, and then they participated in a feat of athleticism.
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
had nothing to do with video games.
Okay, you can do it. You can do it.
He's getting all choked up.
Yeah.
Who is your protege?
Oh, sure.
His name is Ashir. Yeah.
What
this-
ages are these proteges?
10 to 13, 10 to
They're
12?
all 11 except I think Tegan was 12.
Yeah, yeah. So 11 and 12. So
So
they're young kids.
Who is your protege?
That was Alexa, and she was awesome.
She was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Who won? Who's winning?
Jeremy
In
came
a
in
bout
first.
of what they claim is not nepotism,
Yeah.
Millie Ramsey won.
I don't know. I think Millie she's the best.
I
Yeah.
mean, the kid,
She's
the
the
kid
best.
grows up. She's growing up in the business.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she
She
grew
knows
up
what to
here.
The
do.
business of
So in a
nepotism.
second, you're
yeah.
playing
That's how that works.
games, and then you do some athletic ability.
It's like when, certain people that we don't need to mention necessarily got like a couple $1 million when they're right out of the gate to try and start up their business,
Right,
It's
right.
fine. It's, I didn't need help.
Who are you
Is
talking
this
about?
I
someone
didn't
with
need
a?
help,
Oh,
though.
look, they're showing clips.
Is
Oh,
there
yeah.
someone with
I'm there for
a
some
with neck
reason.
genitalia
This
that we're
is it?
talking
This
about?
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
There's
something like that,
Gabriel.
So there's Jeremy on his phone for some reason.
Why am I on my phone?
There's my kid.
You're probably looking
There
up
she is.
medical resources. For
Oh,
your
this is feeding Michael the peppers.
Oh yeah, my soul Michael ate all the peppers.
I got peppers.
There's
What's
Ryan
up?
with a dunce cap on in the background.
Right.
Worst
look
part
great.
of dunce cap
There's
was my
Daddy's
idea.
little daughter, the winner.
Yeah.
Serrano peppers. Serrano peppers.
spoiler
Fat
alert.
Daddy before
I
Daddy
did
lost
I did a
weight.
habanero
fat
pepper
piece of
for
shit.
Habaneros are rough, dude.
dude for hot pepper gaming, and I thought I thought I was gonna die.
Was that
wanna
the hottest
say-
one you had was the habanero?
Yes.
I want to be on that show.
And I
was
thought
a lot.
it's
Well,
over,
they-
it's gone,
they
it's
just
done.
killed the show,
They
so-
killed
Oh,
the
did they?
show.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That might be
So
why.
we
mean,
can
we
do
could-
it
we can
today.
still do
We
it,
can do
though.
it right now.
Yeah, we can play.
I don't know, man.
Bring us the pepper.
Bring us a ghost pepper.
You can play your puzzle
wait a minute.
game.
I'll say this.
I've had a ghost pepper
Did
before.
you see what I left on your desk?
No.
So back when we were doing extra
forever
life.
ago.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
well,
Yeah,
well, it's
no,
while
I
you
have
were
that.
gone.
I have that. I kind of want to save it.
Yeah, we should say that.
I have the
Ghost?
Is it the ghost? No, it's hotter
It's a
than the
Carolina
Ghost.
Reaper.
Carolina Reaper.
I have a Carolina Reaper chip. It's a
The one chip challenge.
It's
Oh.
a tortilla chip.
It's dusted with acid.
Carolina Reaper is the hottest pepper in the world. That's been
Have you done
that's
this?
been engineered. I haven't done it yet.
I
wanted to do it for a thing,
I
but I
believe
couldn't
it's
get it in
it's a
time.
hybrid of a habanero and a
Dude.
Bujalokia.
Yeah, it's
I
like
thought I
it's
was going low
genetically
level with
engineered.
habanero. I was like, I just do the habanero because it
Habanero
feels
is not fucking
gangster,
around.
but not like it's not ghost. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'll be cool. Maybe I'm gonna have to act like it's because I like hot food,
Yeah.
but eating it just raw dog.
Yeah.
I was like reviewing Mega Man, fucking something, and then it just takes a hold of you. And you're
It
like,
catches up. It's like
yeah.
it's like taking
The pepper
shots.
speaking for
Yeah,
you.
You
you're
eat
like-
the pepper and you're like, ah, it's not that big deal.
This
Then
is
10 minutes
crazy.
later, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kat and I bought some like fresh ghost peppers. Like they were just selling them at HEB, and we were like, "Oh, ghost peppers! Like we've never had them. Let's try it." And like mix them into salsa and stuff. And
How would you do that?
the best one was
we just wanted to try it. We had
Andrew
no idea.
WK's Brick
Dude,
Breaker. Did
fuck.
you see his?
It was so
Andrew
hot.
WK did the hottest one because he's fucking.
He's crazy.
Sure.
He likes
He's
to
party,
party.
all
He
the
likes to
time.
party.
Party,
Well,
party,
plus
party.
if he dies, they have like 4
And
more
he's
Andrew
reviewing.
WKs.
And he's reviewing Brick Breaker. Brick Breaker, like the little fucked up
Oh
phone.
god,
Yeah.
old school.
Old school.
bounce.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And he
Okay,
hits
you're
it,
doing
and
it.
it's like literally 5 minutes of him silent. Like why would you do that?
Just trying not to cry, basically.
Yeah, so I thought habanero was low level. It's more than novice. for
Yeah,
sure. Habanero's like
habanero's
definitely.
Habanero's
rough,
up to like
dude.
80,000 Scoville. That's no joke. I would eat a habanero today,
Yeah.
but maybe today's not the day.
You want to eat the
I got
you want
ew.
the Carolina Reaper
I
chip?
don't.
You wanna
Do you
try
have
it?
any-
Carolina Reaper shit might be
It's
good.
in my
The
desk.
you
worst
know
thing
what
about
else?
the Reaper chip though was we were
already-
trying to find one
yeah,
for
yeah.
Extra Life. I found that it was in like a package. I think they sent it to us before we even were asking for it. So that thing's actually one.
We
it's very
asked
old.
for it a
you
long time.
serious?
We've had that.
We got it
It
before
doesn't
Extra
matter
Life.
if it's
We've had
stale
that
though.
forever.
No, well, that's true.
It's
But
just-
we were
No,
looking for
it's
one. Like we
literally-
wanted to have one
so
for Extra
hot.
Life, and we
It's a
couldn't find one.
box that's shaped like a fucking casket,
There's only one chip.
and there's just
There
There
you
it
go.
is.
There
It's
it
and
is.
shaped
there's
like a
one
coffin.
chip inside of it.
Get
Yeah,
that
it's like
bad
double
boy.
wrap.
I have it at my desk.
Someone should eat that right now.
Oh,
It's
Jeff.
I'm not.
definitely
Jeff,
I'm not doing it.
Jeff,
I'm
you
not
ready
doing
to
it
rock?
right now. It's on my desk.
I'll do it. Not today though, man. My butt.
yeah.
But Dante's only here today.
I'm on here today. I want to see
He'll be
it.
back.
Next year.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm going to LA next week.
We
There you go.
do a charity thing every November. If you want to come down for it and be a part of it, we're trying to raise $1 million this year over
we raised
one
like
day.
we raised
What
like
did we raise last year?
960.
We did
$1
nine. We
million.
got
We
like
got
really
like
close.
960
yeah. We
last
I think it
year.
was 930 is what the
So-
total was. So
You
You guys
930,000.
got 930 last year.
In
Yeah.
24 hours, we
Good
did
luck, you guys.
930,000.
I didn't even have to get tased.
So we're
too.
trying to cross $1 million this year. If you want to
What
come
did you
down,
do? What did you guys do?
what all did
it's
we do?
essentially
Shot
it's
each other with
essentially
paintballs.
it's 24 hours. It's like a telethon.
Yeah, yeah.
Where we just tell the audience,
Whatever
give
you
us
wanna
money and we'll fuck each other up.
basically,
We will
And
yeah.
it all
suffer
goes to
for it.
charity.
We had a paintball firing range outside, and we were just unloading paintballs at people. Michael got shot by I think 49 paintballs.
The year before last year, 2015, I got tased with
Yeah.
like a like
An actual
actual
ta-
prongs in my
yeah.
back.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, just, raised
if you
some
want,
money for the kids.
What's that
I'll tell you
feel
right
like?
now.
It sucked. It was awful.
If you want to come on in November and
I don't
join
like
us,
pain.
you don't have to do
No,
that.
No, no, no.
I'll
you don't
shoot
have to-
somebody.
just be there.
Yeah,
All right,
you
yeah,
can be
yeah.
the person that feeds me the
Yeah.
chip.
We'll get a hold of you. We'll see if you want to come down. This
Yeah,
is going to
I'm
be
down for that.
mid-November.
The
It'll be
other
fun.
thing that we have in our office right now is Carolina Reaper gumballs.
Oh,
Y'all love this
God.
Carolina
What?
Reaper shit.
I mean,
do?
with the fans.
Yeah, did you not
mention
know
it.
that?
No.
Michael
I
and
did
Michael
a video
and
with Craig.
Craig.
Did that video come
Yeah.
out?
Michael and
Were you
Craig
not here when we
both.
did that?
I didn't.
Oh,
I was
sorry.
I've been on a sabbatical,
Did
motherfucker.
they?
Well, that was a
come
while
out?
ago.
That hasn't come out yet.
I didn't realize
What?
like Carolinas had like some real hot,
It's
history.
genetically engineered.
Genetically
pepper.
engineered.
Carolina.
It's not
They
like
Carolina
science
Reaper.
the shit.
It's a
North
science
Carolina
pepper.
or South Carolina?
I don't know.
It's definitely South
It's
Carolina.
right in the middle.
It starts north and goes
That's
south.
what I want to. That's what I really wonder.
But Michael and Craig ate some of them, and fuck, dude.
Craig stutter?
I couldn't even smell.
did.
I
He was
smelled
stuttering
it,
all over the
and my
place.
nose like
It's
burnt.
the worst when you feel like you're a man, like I can eat hot food, and then you're hungry,
I'm gonna
and
get
then
him.
you
I'm
order
gonna
the
get
food,
today.
No.
and the food comes and it's just too hot where you can't enjoy the
Dude,
food.
I like spicy food. I
I do
smelled
too.
that bag of gumballs, and I was like, I'm gonna enjoy watching Michael eat this. I'm not fucking eating it. You kidding me?
So that
Jeremy, I'm gonna
chip
need you
comes
to
with
eat
one
mine.
chip.
I'm
It's
not
literally
eating
one
it.
chip.
I'm
Is
not
one
doing
chip.
it.
Yeah,
And
one
doing that one
tortilla
chip
chip
is
is enough to
shit.
drop
I'll
you.
burn a hole in my
Oh,
mouth with
shit.
sour balls. I
Yeah.
will
I
not
haven't
eat
eaten anything.
that.
I can't do it because I haven't eaten anything that I've had two beers.
There you go.
That's
That's,
all.
You know, that's
I've
the
had
perfect
3.5
time,
hours
right?
of sleep and
Well,
two
you
beers.
That
get
numbs you.
We got
There
a
you
tap.
go.
You can just get it loaded up. You get 4 beers.
I can't
It'll be
take
fine.
7 more shits today. I can't do it.
Well,
Do you-
you're
what are-
already
what-
going to take 7
What
more
are you?
shits
Are you just
today.
shitting dust at this point? What is
Yeah.
inside
Are
of
you
you that's still
drinking
coming
shit?
out?
Are you
is in
drinking
me.
that tea that you get from the kiosk, the green tea thing?
It's my wife got it. I don't know. It
She
comes
might
with
have
a
got
But
thing.
it is a tea.
It's called diet tea.
Yeah.
And then you drink it before you go to bed, and then you wake up and you shit for 17
Which
days.
seems
That's
like a
what it is.
scary
It's
misnomer.
actually, is it good? It's good. What is it for?
It's
To
to make you shit.
what is it to like? Is
To
it
clean you
detox?
out.
Detox?
Yeah, like detox and clean you out and stuff.
So
Does
is
it
it
drink
to
it?
brew it, or
Detox
is
tea.
it prepackaged already? Is
What's
it like
that?
a bottle where it's already
It's
sealed? Or,
prepackaged. It's-
okay,
yeah,
so you don't have to
So
like
I've seen it.
steep
I've
it.
tasted.
Yeah.
It's like a yellow box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this red jug that says liquid plumber on it.
Yeah.
You just chug it down. And it
It's,
goes right through
That
you.
seems like a real
Human
misnomer,
Drano,
though.
they call it.
If I just saw diet tea, I would think that's just tea that's not heavy on calories,
Yeah.
not tea
Well,
that's
tea
going to
doesn't
make
have
me
calories anyway.
expel anything.
You know that, right? Tea has no calories.
Well, I mean, I'm from Georgia. All tea has calories because it's
true.
sweet.
Oh, I apologize. Yes,
Yeah.
well, it's not Lipton.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sweet
Well,
tea.
no, sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Yes.
Sweet tea. Yeah, I mean,
Super
that's how we
sweet
drink
tea
it. Yeah.
has
Very
seven-
Michael.
Jeremy, where are the balls?
Oh
The
my
ball,
God.
I think they're near Lovely Ryan.
Are you FaceTiming?
Here's lovely Ryan.
I swear the balls are there. They might
Are
have
they
walked
pink?
away.
Are they pink?
I swear the balls are right there.
Somewhere.
They were on the floor. On the floor,
Are they
Michael.
pink?
It's near the boxes from AWU.
I think I saw them.
They might have been pink.
If they're like pink balls in a cellophane package.
Oh,
They
who's
are.
the-
That's exactly what
I've
they
seen
are.
Hold on a
them on the
second,
floor.
Michael.
Oh,
Why
no,
are
no,
you
no,
getting
no.
these balls? Who's
Not
putting-
pink balls.
I don't
It's
know.
all-
Who's putting these
It's a
balls
ball.
in their mouth?
They're in like a black bag.
I'm sure
I have
someone
not
at the
seen
table
that. Not
is gonna
me.
put
Hell
these
no.
balls
And it was on the
Someone
floor
clip that
under
audio.
Lovely
Well done.
Ryan is the last place that they were.
I mean, here's lovely Ryan.
There's Lovely Ryan.
And just flip
I
it
have to
around and
find the
show
restroom.
them.
Where's the
There you go.
restroom at?
Let's go outside and here I'll
I'll
check
walk
out
up
there.
there.
All right.
Oh, you got it, Jeff? Or?
There's a no. I said Jack will help you out.
Yeah.
There's a code. and
Yeah.
everything.
I don't.
I got him.
Oh,
Michael's
he's got
got
him.
him.
He's
Michael
got him.
found him.
There they are.
I got him. They were under lovely Ryan.
Yep, I knew that's where they were.
They don't look.
trying to
It's
hide
not
there.
like gumball. It's not like you'll live and eat this. There you go.
All right, Jeremy, I'll be back.
Okay. Jack and Dante just walked off, but all right,
Well,
he hung up.
he's hung up. He's gone.
All right. He's got him. Dude.
Again,
seriously.
he raises a good point though. Why are they coming over here? Are you gonna do
Who
it?
gives a
No,
fuck?
I'm not gonna do it.
Dude,
You just
Not
go
today.
smell it. Just take a whiff.
Just
smell it.
smell it.
Yeah.
If you take a deep whiff of that, and no joke, it makes your nose burn. It's rough, dude.
Watching that video from school, which wasn't that long ago, I can't believe how fat I was.
You lost a lot of weight.
It's time for you to
30 pounds. Yeah.
maybe time
A
to
lot.
go down to like a shirt size.
You know, it's funny you say that. I've never, as an adult, worn a medium, but I'm starting to think about it because these shirts are like billowy.
There's a weird. I think you and I probably both exist in a weird middle
Weird
range.
space, yeah.
There he is. Jack and Dante went to
All
the
I had to do was go
bathroom
drinking.
really quick. There they are.
Yeah, take
All
a
right.
smell of that.
Oh, they are pink.
I'm good. I already sucked on them. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
You've already
Michael
learned your
did that already.
1.5 million
Oh.
scales.
Dude, Jeff, like, talking about losing 30 pounds and stuff. How do you get back on the whole weight loss thing? Dude,
You gotta
like
go back
yesterday...
to the
I've gained 1 pound. I'm
I
down
gotta go back.
29
No,
pounds.
I don't actually go to the gym anymore. I just have a gym, like, in my house now, which is nice.
They have.
No, you mentioned that.
Yeah, and
But,
like... And I've been doing that recently, but still, it's like...
Dante
I need to get back to
in?
the point where I'm, like, actually jogging
Yeah,
outside.
is Dante gonna get
and
back
stuff.
in, Jack?
Yeah, I give him a card.
Oh,
Okay.
Christ!
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not that it smells.
that's concentrated too.
It just
now.
smells bad. It
Yeah,
smells
it
hot.
doesn't
It's
smell
like the
good.
thing with like Bujalocchios. Like I've had ghost peppers before. I've had a couple times.
Boy.
It's not only that they're hot; it's that they taste like shit.
Yeah.
They're just
Like a
not good.
habanero is hot, but it tastes good. Like I like the taste of a habanero. I like the taste of a serrano. So you're like, it's hot, but it's good. The Bujalocchio just tastes like an asshole.
Yeah.
This smells like an
know what
asshole.
How many
Asshole
assholes have you
tastes
tasted?
Smells bad.
I mean, I ate
I,
my daughter's shit once.
Yeah, like, I need to get back into actually, like,
That's poop. Not
running
an
and
asshole.
shit.
Yes, leave that.
Oh, it's
Leave that
asshole
with no
product.
context.
Yeah.
Dude, yesterday, we were filming
Does not smell good.
$1 Million, but
Yes.
the three of us, because we're in an episode.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah.
why my eye still
And I
hurts.
fucked you guys over.
You fucked me up.
Sorry.
So,
Damn
but
it, Jack.
no, even
I also
um,
mooned a street for about. What?
I did that before.
I was filming a thing for Ryan's scenario.
Yeah.
You know, I don't don't want to say what the scenario was, but it involved me being outside of a place with like a ton of layers on. And
it was warm.
Same exact thing.
Warm and humid yesterday.
Yes. So like during this thing, it was a scene that didn't take very long. But I did
I
this
mentioned it in
scene.
the video that didn't come out.
Fucking changed into the clothes I needed for the next scene, and I had a beater on under it, like as I always do.
Yeah.
But it was gray. Nice.
The fuck is that?
That's for
And,
$1
$1
million.
$1 million butt.
We won't say what it is, but
And so I had a beater on under it that was gray. It was like the whole thing was a darker shade of gray when I took it off. Like it was soaked. Like I could literally wring it out. Like after just that because like sweat was just being sucked out of me, and I was like, I need to work out again. Like I need to go running
That's
again.
the key. You feel like sweating is.
Yeah, like I feel like if you go outside and you jog and stuff like that, then your body gets used to it and you just don't sweat as much. Like you started working out and sweated more.
I started sweating from working out.
Yeah, which is interesting because I feel like
my
that's
body
backwards.
clicked.
well, I'm assuming you're
Into,
drinking.
like-
Are you drinking more water now?
I drink tons of water.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
thing.
I always
It's
have.
why.
Like this
More to
is a
sweat.
liter, and I drink probably about 6 of these a day. So that's a gallon and a half of water a day. I sweat.
I
Like
mean,
crazy
as far as
now.
my trainers told me,
12
it's
ounces.
like
This is 12 ounces. I drink about 10 of these a day.
it's,
I was running that.
when your
That's like
body
a
is
sweatshirt.
basically like
It's awesome.
the second it knows it's getting hot, you just start
yeah,
sweating.
yeah.
To be more healthy, like it's healthier, but it sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like I sweat all the time
That
now.
sucks, dude.
Like the most uncomfortable thing ever is waking up in a pool of sweat. I do it all the time.
Oh, yeah,
now.
yeah.
All the time, like 4 days a
sucks.
week, because my body just sweats like that.
Oh,
now.
but it's your sweat.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
my
yeah.
sweat.
Yeah.
It's my sweat. I don't wake up in somebody else's.
Right,
So-
can I tell you,
sweat.
I have.
right.
Also, here we got the gumballs right
Oh,
here.
take a
whiff of
big
that.
whiff
Oh,
of
yeah,
those.
just
dude.
smell
I
it.
made the switch to Diet Pepsi. I highly recommend it. It's delicious.
I don't like Pepsi that much.
I
I
got the
didn't
whiff
think I
of it
did. I
just
just
from
needed
that.
a break from Diet Coke.
Yeah.
He's
It's
putting
great.
these-
I love it.
Not me, because I already did it in a video that apparently hasn't come out yet.
It hasn't come out yet.
I
Everybody
will
else
do
wants
it.
to suck
Trevor-
on
I
it.
will do
Trevor's-
it at
I
some
took
other.
one.
Only 19 calories. I
Trevor
will
is
do it at some point in the
stockpiling
future.
live action videos.
Today cannot be the
All
day.
right, I'm interested though.
My
So
little
I assume
anus.
that this is the order of.
No, there's
hotness.
other kinds of.
But it seems like
products.
it is. I mean, if
yeah,
this
I mean-
looks like it's an
Well,
escalating.
this says.
bird's
Chipotle,
eye.
This says right here.
jalapeno,
This is
cayenne.
the world's hottest gumball.
Okay, so
So
this is the
one's
top of the
hottest.
mark.
This is top of the food chain.
I never heard of Trinidad Scorpion.
I've heard
The
of
Trinidad
Yeah.
Scorpion
It
is
says
hotter
1.5
than the
million.
Ghost.
Oh, shit.
But not as hot as a Reaper.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's
1.5 million plus, what is it, SHU?
That's a Scoville.
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 It's
That's
the
the
Scoville
unit.
Heat Index.
yeah.
Scoville heat unit.
Heat unit, yeah,
SHU.
Scoville heat
Yeah.
Buchaloki's like a million.
Buchalokia is the
It's
hottest.
about
It's
a
the ghost
million.
pepper. That is a million Scoville. That is the hottest natural pepper. Then there's the Scorpion, which is I think 1.3.
Trinidad Scorpion, yeah.
Trinidad Scorpion is like 1.2 or 1.3 million Scoville. That's a science pepper. And then the Carolina Reaper, which is a cross between a habanero and a
How have they
Buchalokia,
not?
and that's a science pepper. That's 1.5.
How have they not outdone that already?
I
It's got nothing worse.
But why did they
There's
make
a certain
this?
level,
Why
like,
would
even
you
like-
It's like we don't know what else to breed it
There's
with.
Because it's like-
20 people on the planet that wanted that.
Because that's like a quarter of the strength of pepper spray, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
You
like,
can
you're
go
getting-
hotter.
Pepper spray
but
is
it's
like a
like
billion.
it's
No,
dangerous. I did pepper spray.
I think it's 3 million. Is pepper spray?
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
military
it's-
grade
it-
pepper
it-
spray.
Okay, military grade.
I've been
Ranges.
pepper sprayed in the
You're right,
military.
Dante.
Because
Dude,
hold on.
I saw these two guys get pepper sprayed on Santa Monica Boulevard by some girl. They were gonna hit on the girl, and she freaked out, and she sprayed these guys, and they're crying, and she's like, "Why would she do that to us?"
Jesus.
I was like, I felt so bad for the guys. Like, it was just you scared her.
Yeah.
They weren't even like.
You had your
They
dick in
were
your
just trying to like say hi to the girl, and the girl
Damn.
freaked out and sprayed them.
Wow.
Damn.
She must have had a bad experience. She was building on
Yeah,
that.
she must
I've-
have had some trauma in her life or something. But
Okay.
those guys were just
I've
on the
seen
curb
pepper
crying.
spray, and like I got tased. I won't get pepper sprayed.
I would
It's
No
not.
way.
People
I would rather
literally,
be pepper sprayed than
I've
tased.
seen people bleed from their eyes from pepper spray.
They weren't bleeding from their eyes; they were crying a lot.
They do this thing in basic training when you go in the army, where
You were in the
it's
army?
called- yeah, I was.
You was,
1,000 years ago.
American Army?
Mexico.
1993 to 1998, I was in the army.
That's a long run.
5 years. Yeah. And in basic
Made him
training,
the Jeff he is today.
And that's
yeah,
that's why
they
we
put
have
you in
this.
a
what you
gas
get.
mask and they take you into a room and you all like line against the walls.
That's not cool.
And they turn the pepper spray on or the gas on, and then you stand there. They call it Gas Mask Appreciation Day. And then they make you take the gas mask off, and you have to stand there until you breathe, and then you can't leave till you breathe. And then you just go outside and you throw up for half an hour.
God. Like, I read a list here.
That's
was
inhumane. That's
With,
inhumane.
like-
That's not still the cow chop of like.
No, fuck that.
They were still fucking around with that when I went and saw them right before they got kicked out of their house. They were still fucking around with that.
God, Jeremy, just
They're
do
nuts.
No way. No fucking way.
All right, so
Come on,
what's the deal?
Jeremy.
So-
Come
so-
on. It won't melt your face. I
So the
did
Carolina Reaper right here, right? 1.5 million. You
Yes.
got that. U.S. grade pepper spray is between 2 million and 5.3 million. So it's quite a
It's
gap.
good for you.
And
yeah.
also, just to
Clears your
clarify,
sinuses.
even this 1.5 million, you're putting in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're not putting it in your eyeball.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
I bet
eyeball.
that would do it alone if you rub that around in your eye.
And then
Yeah.
pure capsaicin. So
Yes.
capsaicin is what makes
Pure
that
what?
The
hot.
component
The shit that makes it
That's
hot.
what makes this shit
Yeah.
hot. That's what makes pepper spray.
Capsaicin?
It's called capsaicin.
That's what you name your
Pure
dog that.
capsaicin is 15 million on the scale.
oh, sure.
So
Blast 15 million at me.
So if you get that in your eye, you're blind.
I feel like
You're
I had
just
that.
blind.
I'm actually still dealing with the fallout of yesterday.
Well, here's what you do. Put this in your other eye.
Does it do
and
anything
see
to
what-
your
Oh, you're
stomach?
dealing
It's
with the
gonna rip
fallout
a
of the
hole in your
shit.
stomach
I got
or
it
something?
right in the face.
This?
Oh,
no.
I mean,
Wait, are you
You
talking
say
about
that
the
now.
your thing?
I
Oh,
think,
really?
I think I'm
That
good.
me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I had
My
when
brother had
I'm
ulcer. The
sneezing
doctor said,
brown.
"Do not eat
Yeah.
anything spicy. It's gonna be not good for
Dude,
you."
this motherfucker, we got, it wasn't even like spice or peppers or anything. We got a bag of gumballs sent that
Sour
were
balls.
sour balls.
Super sour
Like
balls.
super duper insane level
From
of
England.
sour.
No, we brought those back from England because there was a fan there who worked at a candy
Yeah,
store.
but then
It's
a
like-
fan sent us a bag, right? Wasn't that what it was?
No. That bag I brought back.
Oh,
So
okay.
Jeremy, his video popped like 5, 6.
I think it was
into his
8 of
mouth,
eight in
like
his
a
mouth.
shitload.
I made him fill his
And he
mouth.
was just holding them.
Like
'cause,
Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was supposed
like
to be
the
like the
sour.
most sour thing ever.
Literally burned holes in his mouth.
That's not
I
cool.
He went to the dentist and they were like, "Yeah, you got a bunch of like sores burned."
The guy
in
was like, the
there."
dentist,
What?
the dentist was like,
Also,
"What did you
his
do to your
dentist-
mouth? You've got second-degree burns all
The
over
dentist
it."
said this to be fair. He's like, "Jeremy, what did you do to your mouth? Also, can you sign this and take a photo with
Yeah,
me?"
the
His
dentist is an
it's a
achievement of a
fan.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
So like but like
Jeremy was pulling strips of
during
his
the moment,
face off.
I was pushing. I was like pushing all the gumballs out of my mouth, and like so I was spitting them all into the trash can, and there was one on what side is it? This side, and the gumball it like held there for a moment, and I pushed it, and it just pulled the skin off of my cheek on the inside of my
It
mouth.
just came out of this side.
It
of your
just
face.
You have
came
like
out,
This side of your face
scars
just
in your
fell
mouth.
out of my
There's
cheek.
holes on this side of my mouth. Yeah.
That's not.
Can you feel him?
Not this though.
Well,
This
welcome
was
to
just
Achievement
hot.
Hunter.
I'm good. I didn't get no holes or nothing.
I just brought it. So
I've been to
Gavin,
the
Gavin
dentist
the other day
after
was
that.
like,
Just regret.
he goes, "How often?"
I'm not doing
am
that.
I-" Gavin's like, "How often am I responsible for you getting hurt?" Because he did that, and then the other day he was challenging us to jump over a stick.
Yeah, it was the classic Gavin jump over your own leg challenge. And
Right.
he added a stick to this.
That's a danger. My wife broke her finger.
She
doing
did.
that. Yeah.
She did.
So Gavin gave us a stick, which is actually a bow staff, right? And like so.
Oh, what's left of one?
Yeah.
What's left of one? Well, because the
Let's
thing
spoil
is,
it. Let's
I didn't
not
make
spoil
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't
not
make
gonna
it just
spoil
for your
it.
face? Or
But
I'm
like,
gonna
so we
spoil it.
kept
I didn't
doing
make it. No, I'm gonna spoil it. I didn't make it.
I just more meant to-
No, well,
Not spoiling
It
it.
got worse than
I'm
didn't
not
make it.
saying I didn't ever make it.
That's true.
But so okay, so we were like doing that, and so I'm just jumping, like trying to jump over a stick repeatedly, obviously, and like because as we try further and further, you, me, Trevor,
Trevor did it. Yeah, I
And
think that was it.
was
I
that
think
it?
the three of us.
Okay.
I've already done it on film.
So like we were trying to do that, and so after landing for a couple times, I was like, man, my foot kind of really hurts after that. Like it's not like I landed weird, like twisted my ankle or anything.
Just the
It was just, like,
pressure of like hitting your foot.
yeah,
on the
I was
ground.
just like, wow, my foot kind of really hurts. The next 2 days, couldn't walk. Like I literally was like limping
You
everywhere.
were limping
I
around
went.
the office.
Yeah,
like
I
I was
like-
watching Jeremy go to Jeff's desk.
Did you
and he
break
was like,
something?
I don't know. Like the thing is, I think I
It
might
healed
have.
itself though, like
I
Wolverine.
think I broke something at Let's Play Live in New York. I jumped
New York
off
from
this.
like December.
Yeah.
25th.
Yeah. 16.
2026.
Yeah, what's
Like,
what's the biggest like injury that collectively you guys have had?
Oh, we've had I think we've talked about that before, have we?
Not
Ryan,
well,
what's the
you
biggest
mean, like
injury?
in general? Or you mean at work?
I mean at work.
Oh, at work.
No,
yeah.
I mean, Gavin got his lip busted.
Honestly, I would say like that I can think of would be Lindsay on immersion.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
bashed her face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
She
probably
was
it.
pushing something. My wife, she fell and she hit her face essentially on like a cart.
Like
Like
a
she
metal
hit her
track.
face like that in Australia, and we had to go to the ER in Australia, and she had to get stitches. Which, by the way, going to the ER, walking in, getting stitches, leaving the ER, about 90 minutes and $150.
Well, I mean, that
That's
doesn't
awesome.
work, though. That doesn't work. It's-
Well, no,
it
Trump
doesn't.
did say Australia has better healthcare than
Oh,
America.
yeah, that's true.
Sure
you're allowed to
do.
say that. Bernie
We don't
crushed
get
my head
political
with
on
his
this
fat
podcast.
ass once.
Jack does.
He cracked your head with his.
Jack was there for that.
I was there. Well, no, Bernie felt like
Was
Jeff
that the
was
only
in a
times I've ever
box.
been mad at
Jeff,
work?
it was the finale of season 1 of RT Shorts, and at one point there's a box
Could've
where like
been
they're
10
putting
years
all
ago.
because like all the guys think it's a time machine, so they all get in the box, Jeff's at the bottom, and then Bernie does like this dive where it's like, you know, when a scuba diver falls into the water, he does that on top of Jeff and just crush it.
Didn't tell me ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Thought it'd be fun.
And so Jeff was upset, and that was like right when I started like kind of working with you guys. And I was
This
like,
Jeff
Yeah. And I was like, oh,
was upset.
It's just
that wasn't like that wasn't in shape Bernie like he is now.
He was a fat piece of shit, is what you're saying. Is that what you're trying to say?
It was almost 10 years ago.
But
Bernie,
nobody
so-
broke any limbs or anything. Like
I don't
that.
think so.
John Mace.
John Mace
John
did.
Mace, but I
John
mean,
Mace
like
did.
from us, and that's the thing though. Like we do the stupid, insane crap for videos.
Yeah, he just broke
John
it on a
Mace.
pallet.
John Mace just.
We have an
These
office.
facilities.
We have an office full of weapons, and somehow
you guys have
no one's
weapons.
really.
All the bad stuff,
because
like when I
we're
sliced my hand open.
We are
That's not
responsible.
true.
with
We're
it.
very
We
lucky.
kind of
Now
are.
you have a lot
We're
more
lucky.
weapons.
We're
We have
lucky.
a ton.
I said you guys need to get some armor. And you guys need to do.
We got a shield this week. Oh, next
kumite.
week.
Y'all need to do a
Shield.
kumite to the death.
Jesus Christ.
That's actually not dissimilar from what it's like working in this office for a lot.
Right.
of
Jeff has a blowgun.
Ryan has a
Just
gun.
like darts. Like
I want to shoot that in.
We've
Gavin's
got, like,
Well,
Ten
that's not
wall.
even from the BB gun. That's
Oh
from
yeah,
school.
yeah. Oh yeah. Ryan has a working BB gun.
yeah, but where's the
an airsoft
7,000
gun.
bullets from? That's
Yeah,
not from
That's
school.
from a
Someone,
fan.
Airsoft
someone
could
mailed
be-
it to us. And I just
airsoft
gave it
could
to
be-
them.
Airsoft.
It's airsoft.
But it's still a very high PSI.
The kids in my neighborhood had BB gun fights.
Or FPS,
Oh
sorry.
yeah, we used to do that when we were
And it was
kids.
so messed up because there was a kid named Thomas in the neighborhood. It's like the only white kid in the neighborhood, and they gave him the pump rifle.
Oh, no.
And they're like,
Take
why
that,
y'all,
Whitey."
why y'all gonna pick on Thomas like that? Everyone got the CO2 cartridge guns and just Thomas is
That's
like,
awful.
I'm like, Thomas, don't play with those guys.
Here's the thing.
Don't play with them
The
because
pump one you can overpump.
you
CO2
can't.
you're gonna get.
Eventually,
you get a
you're
couple
like,
good shots.
But he's running and pumping.
Yeah, but you don't want to be the one to get hit by Tom.
No, you don't want to get hit by Thomas. No.
Thomas has already had to go to the emergency room before he ever finishes pumping.
Thomas
He's
is
got
gonna-
800 BBs in him.
Yeah, but he's gonna drive a BB through your soul.
But just the
I
idea.
feel like Ryan was Thomas. is what I'm hearing.
The idea of the
Someone
BB gun
like that,
fight
you know.
was like the crazy, like why?
Thankfully, they invented the plastic BBs, and now it's fine. Airsoft, it's good.
Well, I think Michael, you getting tased might be sort of the most.
Tased?
Sucked.
But that's not a permanent damage.
Did you
Yeah.
go down?
I did.
When you're being
but,
held up.
But like I had two people like supporting me.
And they
So
weren't
they didn't
getting
just
the
face
electricity wasn't being passed on to
No,
them.
no, because both hooks were in me, so it goes
It's going
it
from
go,
point
it
to
goes
point.
point to point.
Oh, it goes
So
point to
it
point,
won't-
that's how it works.
If they hit the guy on the left of me and the guy on the right of me, I would have gotten it.
Have
It
you
would've
seen
went-
that where
You
people
would
have
have
done that?
been dead.
Probably
That
not.
would have. Well, if it was going through your arms, it would have gone through your heart.
But were you like that guy by the
Yeah.
cops? You could still stand up. You'd like still charging the cop.
I wasn't
Oh,
that.
no way.
I
No
wasn't,
way.
I wasn't on PCP.
We could probably cue up the video if you
You're
want to
probably
see it.
cute
Here
up.
it is.
It was just like
They're already working on
you
it.
guys are on top of it.
There it
they were
goes.
like that. And
It's
they were
one
like,
of those
let's
full-on
shoot this
taser guns.
motherfucker.
Yeah, and not only that, he was watching himself get tased because he had a
I
monitor.
was. It was right here.
You
It
can
was
see the
literally
monitor
right here. I
just
was
the
standing
right.
right here, and there's a monitor there, so I could
Oh
see it.
God!
Boom! Right into me.
Look at that chest
Look at that
muscle.
flex, though. Look at that flex.
Look at my
Matt.
nipples dancing.
Look at Matt with his stupid fucking hat.
Yeah, Matt had a fucking fedora on.
Until they shaved his
he
head.
shaved his head. So what we did was we did like you tased
There's our
me.
medic.
This
right
is
there,
extra life,
smiling.
by the way.
This
Yeah,
is
this
the
is
thing-
extra life.
yeah,
This is what
this
you
is
should come back for in
charity.
November.
charity?
But the best part is this is in regular motion. Like I got tased, but before we did it, we were like, okay, if we get X amount of donations in the next few minutes, we'll tase them again.
Yeah.
And then we did. We got like 6 times.
tased
more.
twice?
Well, no, so
Yeah.
the way it works
so
is when
now
those
I'm
go-
on the ground, and then they hit me again with the same
Who
wire.
shot him?
I did. Oh, it was
Jack
funny
did.
because no, it
I
was,
said Gavin, but it was Jack.
it was
I don't know
so
why I said
I was like, okay, who's gonna tase Michael? Like who? Like we'll do.
No
it.
one would
We'll-
do it.
I'm
No
like, we
way.
can do like a whole thing. Like who wants to tase him? And no one wanted to do it. And I was
I
like,
feel like
This is-
that's got to be the worst part.
So it's
pulling it out.
Lindsay
You're
was
wrong,
like, no.
but
I'm
you're
like,
wrong. It's
no.
not. It's
everyone
not.
said no. And I was like, all right, I'll
The
do
worst part was the electricity, 100%. so this is me
Yeah.
right now. I'm not kidding. The worst moment in my entire life is I just got tased and I know I'm about to get hit a second time, and there it is.
Oh.
The first time was bad, but I never felt it before. The second time was
knew
like,
it was coming.
kill me right now. Just kill me.
But
Kill
that-
me now.
Felt like what? Like
Look at
like,
my hair. was,
like how bad?
convulsing.
Like bad in what sense? Like
Bad in the sense of like
someone stabbing
it's-
you or
no,
someone
it's
like
it's-
choking you?
It
or-
was like someone crushing you. Like I couldn't breathe. It's like imagine taking like
Oh, yeah.
like you keep trying to breathe but you can't, and like it's literally just flexing your muscles and unflexing like 1,000 times
Right.
per second.
well, I think
How much time from your life do you think it ultimately took from you? A few hours, a day, 2
or
days?
added.
No,
That's
a
true.
couple months.
A month, you
I would
think
say.
a
I would
few
say
months?
probably took
I
a couple
think
months.
that was a $500,000 tasing. I think
I don't
we
remember.
hit some big.
I don't
mark.
remember.
I
Give or
did
take.
not want to be there for that.
Yeah.
was
I mean,
like,
for $500,000, you gotta get tased.
That's also my favorite part. I forgot about that. Jeremy brought it up. He was on set just off to the side. He wasn't one of the ones holding me. But the way it worked is you pull the trigger and it shoots and then it just zaps and that's it. There's
you don't hold it down.
You don't hold it down. It just goes for I think that gun was designed. It was like 3 seconds. And then if you pull it a second time, it's like 4 seconds.
yeah.
And then if you pull it a third time, I think it's like 5 seconds. It's just like a little bit longer because
crazy.
clearly like the guy's crazy, so you want to keep zapping him.
Give him again.
So when I got shot the second time, it was definitely longer, and like 1 second felt like a year. Because the other thing is like I'm fully like aware when this is it's like your body can't move, but I'm fully functioning. I can tell what's going on.
If
around
no one's
me and
holding you,
shit.
would you be on the ground?
And so I would have fallen right over. So the second one, I'm getting shocked, and I hit the point where like I'm taking it, and then like I can tell it ended by now the first time, but we didn't know it went longer each time. So right at the end there, like right as it turns off, if you listen to the audio, I literally go stop, and then it stops right as it happens. But because it kept going and it was longer, again, Jeremy was right off set. Again, Jack is the one that shot me, but it's on a timer.
You can see me pull the trigger and literally
And then
take
let
my
go,
hand off
and it's
the
like
trigger.
a couple seconds, and it's just me in real time. It's just me going, and Jeremy just goes, Jack, stop!
I thought Jack.
It's like, enough! Jack, stop!
It's like another one.
I was like,
Do it again!
I was
Yeah.
freaking out.
It
I'm
was really
bloodthirsty.
funny.
Do it
yeah.
again.
And then like in me going like, and that's honestly, that's when I started freaking out because I'm getting tased, and then I hear Jeremy go, Jack, stop! And I'm like, oh my god, something's wrong! And then so I was like, stop! And then it ends, and I just gonna like collapse. I was like, oh my god!
And I was like,
then
I hate this.
Every person in the world, including Geoff right now, is like, man, the worst part was pulling those barbs out. And I'm like, nope. The worst part was getting tased twice. I didn't even feel them coming out. It was like, boop. Oof. Holy shit, that sucked. I will never do that again.
So Extra Life this
Ever.
year, we're trying to hit $1
Crazy.
million. Feel free to join
Dude,
us in
last
November.
last year was awesome.
Last year was great.
970?
It was like
930.
930.
Yeah,
Last year
930,000.
I did the 100 shots of beer.
Yeah,
That was
you did 100
fun.
shots of beer and
I
Gavin did 100 shots of milk.
I did 100 shots in 100 minutes.
power of the-
so
the Century Club. Century Club.
every minute I had to take a shot of beer, which is like not that much. But
Well,
after
100 of them.
like I got fucked up.
And then we shot you with like 40 paintballs. You and Gavin like 40
Yeah.
paintballs apiece.
Yeah, we got lit up with
You
Yeah.
have
paintballs
new,
last
you have
year.
new,
I went last
new
year.
things.
Oh yeah, every year we try to
I think I was out of town.
ramp it up. You're right, Jeff. You just
Yeah, you
I
were
can't.
here.
He's getting ready for last
I
call.
was what?
Yeah, you were here for that.
I wasn't here. No, I'm not. I can't sit down right now. I'm
Bad
gonna have to go to
things,
the bathroom
man.
in a second.
Bad
Is there something growing kind of between your cheeks?
Yeah, I
You
just-
guys
Are
pushing
Are
out
you
the chair?
kidding? Are you really getting ready again?
Are you hiding a turtle?
Oh, he's prairie dogging. Wow.
How many times have you gone to the bathroom today?
Like bathroom to shit.
That tea's no
7
joke.
Yeah.
That tea's no joke.
The tea.
I'm gonna
it's
be
not a
healthy.
joke.
I'm gonna
Oh,
drink
there we
some
go.
water.
Can't be
Okay.
healthy.
Yeah, so here this is
Oh,
last
the
year.
$100 challenge. He's at 90.
Yeah, he's
at
at
the
90
bottom.
shots right now. So yeah, this is kind of the setup we have. This next year I have some big
Yeah,
ideas.
this is
of what I
literally
wanna
where
do.
we're sitting right now. Is
Yeah.
what you're looking at.
So we
Just
kinda-
change the sets around. This is me going nuts. And then right after 100, I announced my baby.
That's right.
You did.
Yeah.
I was like,
The
this
big
baby
news.
coming, and it'll probably die because she was only like 5 weeks. It's dangerous territory.
Yeah,
Very
it is
dangerous.
true. It worked out. It would
But-
have been super awkward if she didn't make it. But I'm glad
Well,
she's-
see, it
she's
wouldn't have
good.
been awkward if I said she'll probably die, which is why I said it. I was like,
I know.
I was
Not
like,
how
we're
that
having a
works.
baby.
Still would have been awkward.
That's not how that works.
No,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been. It would have
What,
sucked.
what do they say? It's like the second trimester. How many?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
wait- You're supposed to wait like
Months.
2 or 3
Yeah,
months
yeah.
before
Months.
telling people.
Second
And you're 5 weeks.
Oh,
Plus
there
5
goes the
weeks.
shuffle again.
But
There
the
goes
issue-
Jeff.
Look at the clinch.
Bye,
Well,
Jeff.
clinching his
Bye,
asshole.
Jeff.
But the issue was,
Shit on the floor.
I wanted to
A
do
man.
like a big announcement.
Where's Gavin?
You know, and it's only once a year, so the kid would have been here by now. So I talked to Lindsay about it, and I was like, fuck it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And then we announced it.
Do
and-
it live.
Dude, that kid, she survived. She's good.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll
5 weeks
mention
is
this.
early in the game. 5 weeks.
5 weeks
early in the
is
game.
insanely
Yeah.
early.
Little-
Like, I had to tell some of my family
Some
members.
girls don't even know they're
that-
pregnant at 5 weeks.
I had to tell some of my family members that morning because I hadn't told them yet. And I was like, hey, by the way, we're pregnant. Just so you know, because I'm going to announce it on
Well,
the internet
Lindsay's
tonight.
Like the world's gonna know.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
no.
Hey, you say we're
Oh,
pregnant.
You say
It's
we.
the couple
That's how it
is
works,
pregnant.
Jeremy.
Nah, that's not
Yes.
correct.
Lindsay's carrying the first one. He's carrying the
Jeremy's
second
like, you're
one.
not pregnant.
I'm not pregnant. Like,
know
if
you.
Kat
You're
gets
not
pregnant, I'm
pregnant.
gonna say I'm
not
pregnant.
pregnant. You're not pregnant.
Like if Kat gets pregnant, I'm gonna be like, Kat's pregnant, and I'm just there.
Well, you can say
Yeah.
we're pregnant or she's pregnant. You can't say I'm pregnant. That would be awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
Bullshit. I can only
Which
say
I might
I'm
have
pregnant.
just said, but I don't know.
Michael, what time is it? If only I had a
Let
watch.
me tell you, Jack. Well, it's time for Jeremy to eat this chicken that
Wow.
he just got out of nowhere, and I bet right after this ad read, he won't even have that chicken anymore, and then Geoff will be back there.
Well,
but
it's a magic trick.
it's a magic trick. just like the Ad Goblin Jr. But for now, I'll tell you all about Movement Watches, because this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Movement Watches. I absolutely love the watch they sent me. It's sleek, stylish, and I always get tons of compliments when I wear it out. Movement was started by 2 broke college kids that wanted to wear stylish watches, but couldn't afford them, so they started their own watch company. The watches start at just $95 at a department store. You're looking at $400 to $500, but Movement figured out that by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retail markup, providing the best possible price. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmtwatches.com/off-topic. That's mvmtwatches.com/off-topic. Join the movement today. Get your watches. Go to the website. Eat some chicken. Jack, you kick that stool. That's totally fine. And then we'll just segue back into the episode like we normally do, and nothing weird at all is taking place. Zoomed in
That's
enough,
good.
but
Yeah,
it was
it's
a
all
good
good.
recreation.
Eggsy.
There you go.
I'm telling you, Dante, once they get those glasses, you'll be like,
gonna
you're
be
him.
killing it.
I can walk on the set of the third one.
There you go.
just
They'll be like,
rolling.
oh hey, they'll be like, hey
like,
Taryn, and
yeah.
you're like, oh what's up?
You're gonna have to be
Like,
ripped.
get
You're
this
gonna have
guy
to be
outta
ripped
here.
out. You're gonna be ripped up.
Dude, yeah, he's pretty ripped up.
That
Hey,
dude
stunt
is
double.
ripped up.
Yeah. He got nuts for that movie.
Just show him the footage of you getting tased. You'd be like, I'll take one for
Yeah.
you.
All you gotta do is have someone just tase you constantly. Just,
Every
just
shot of
like-
being tased, I'm delivering my lines.
So who's getting tased this year, Jack?
God,
we
not
skipped
this
We didn't
guy.
tase anyone last year, so this year
He
I don't
didn't
know.
tase anyone ever,
just shot
except
them with-
me that
yeah,
one
That's
time.
true. I will say, like I've said, so I've got like a series of tattoos on my arm here.
You got
I don't
the
know if you
Tetris
can see it.
blocks.
As I've got my Tetris
me
blocks
see.
on the arm there.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And right
All of
there,
them.
I got a space that I kind of want to fit in. If we hit $1 million, I'd like to get a tattoo live as soon as we hit $1 million.
That's cool.
So this would be my $1 million. So it'd be the reverse of this block. So it'd be the flip of that would go right there. Probably purple because that's their colors. So anyway, I think that'd be kind of cool. But
That's good work, though. That's good
yeah.
work.
Well, these are all different ones. So that's Australia, that's Las Vegas, that's New Zealand, that's London, and that is that's London, and that is Taiwan.
Oh, cool.
So I've got them like all different countries. So I haven't got one in Austin yet. So the Extra Life one could be my $1
Dude,
million
only one I
tattoo.
got in Austin, right there.
Oh yeah,
Griffin.
provided by
Jeff's wife.
Griffin Ramsey.
Yeah, we did a tattoo documentary where Jeff and Griffin, because they have tons of tattoos,
Right.
they
Yeah, Jeff is.
gave their first tattoos ever, and Jeff can't draw to fucking save his
And
life.
you let him do it?
Fuck no, I said I would, and I was like, yeah, I had this Zelda tattoo, so I was like,
You
oh,
gotta be heavy
I'll get some
hand-
hearts
heavy-handed
above it.
guys.
And Jeff, literally the first time in the history of me knowing Jeff came up to me on the day of shooting it, and he's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. He's like, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah,
I
Jeff's
can't
like
do it."
fearless typically.
Not just fearless, but he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, and I don't care.
It's not me.
Jeff was like, I kind of care, so I can't do it. And his wife, who's an artist, and it's like awesome, she ended up doing it. And this was her third tattoo she ever did.
Oh, that's
And
good.
I was like, sweet. Everyone Jeff
all the
gave,
hearts or just one heart?
not good. She did all of them. The two are for my wife and baby. And then this is just not filled in because I have no soul. So many people were like,
got
"All
hit
right."
once. You got hit
yeah,
once, that's
that's the thing. I'm just like, oh, I took damage, whatever. Again, I don't give a shit enough about myself to put a heart for me. And so many people are like, are you gonna fill the heart in with the third baby? It's like, no, or with the baby, you're gonna fill the third heart in. It's like she's already there. That's it.
Yeah.
It's Lindsay and the baby.
Well, the baby's kind of like your Horcrux. Like when she's got a part of your soul.
Well, here's the
as part
thing.
of her, right?
I have second baby. We do fill this in and then extra blank heart.
There you go.
That's how
It's
it,
the
like
just
you-
in case heart.
It's just like I probably got smacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like someone probably hit me in the face.
You're gonna
and
get
you're
that filled on later on.
Yeah.
Right,
You're
exactly.
gonna
You're
get
not-
that
you know,
extra.
You're not
If-
flashing yet, but
If
you
we
definitely
get
take a
there,
little damage.
the worst part about it's not the flash, it's the sound effect.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
If my life was like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, that'd be awful.
Yeah, because remember, like back in the day, the old school games, your whole body would start flashing.
Yeah.
If you got down like one heart.
You're
so.
just like Back to the Future.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I'm disappearing.
I can tell you something after that journey right there.
Sure.
If you've ever been next to Jeff while he's taking a shit, you haven't lived. I was walking out of there.
What does that mean?
I was walking out and I was like, I'm not gonna go to the bathroom that's right outside the door because Jeff's gonna be shitting in there.
So
So,
you
I'm gonna
were
go to the
sound
further
check.
bathroom. So I went to sound check.
Okay.
Go in there. Jeff's at the urinal. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
So he's
So-
shitting his. He's
so,
pissing
well,
his
no,
shit
so I
out?
park next to Jeff, right? I'm doing my thing, and he's like, "Oh, dude." I was like, "Well, so you didn't have to shit, I guess." And he's like, "I don't think I have to shit. I don't know." And he's like at the sink, and he goes, "I gotta shit." And then he goes into the bathroom next to me, and I just hear him next to me. He's like, "Oh man!" And I hear like, he's like, it's like a faucet, man. Like next to the thing. And I'm just like, Geoff, what are you gonna do, dude? Like, he's like, I can't believe I'm gonna drink this again tonight. I'm like, why?
No!
Why are you gonna drink that tonight?
Jeff, you have to how much he loves it. He's like, oh, it's great, it's great.
He's gotta be dehydrated, right?
I would imagine,
He doesn't
right?
drink water.
There's
He
just
just
so
Drinks Diet
funny.
Coke,
Drinks
that's all he
Diet Cokes.
drinks. And
It's
then
not
he's
good
had a
for you.
sip.
There's water in there, sort of.
It's so
it's
funny to me to have
wonderful.
Jeff next to me
Mostly
going,
water.
oh,
Yeah.
dude,
And
oh,
liquid is, right?
man.
He's got a glass of water right there.
Yes, basically the exact same thing. It's water.
I don't.
I mean, it's
think
one
he-
for one.
He hasn't really touched it though.
He's got half-
Yeah, there's like 80% is full in there.
God damn.
Yeah. So Geoff will be the first achievement hunter to die, right?
I don't believe that for a
I
second.
mean, he's the oldest.
Yes,
Like,
well-
of natural causes, yes.
Yeah.
Like, of just, like, you're dead.
yeah.
Somebody else could get, like, blown up.
That's
though.
what I think is
true.
gonna happen.
You know, like,
think-
honestly, like, just averages go, if out of all of us, like, it would be Gavin.
That's
Just
true.
get blown up on,
Yeah.
like, a slow-mo guy shoot, or, like, a car would fall on
One
him
of us
or
is gonna get
something.
fucked up in really
Plane
weird
lost at sea.
circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, filming a real slow plane.
It's like the plane looks like it's coming right at us.
It's
Oh,
just like
it's
one
coming right at us.
of the days where Dan's doing something really stupid, like diving into 100 trillion,
One-
you know,
one's gonna skip off.
C4 ladled mousetraps or something. Gavin's gonna get hit in the head with one and blow up.
Yeah, or it's
I
gonna hit the
just
red
assume-
and it's just full of nitroglycerin and it's gonna explode. So, yeah.
That's morbid conversation.
It's gonna be real
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it comes up.
They'll
But we
rename
gotta
the
think
channel
about
the
it,
Slow
so
Mo
we're
Guy.
prepared for it.
Well, I mean,
And
yeah.
Dan will
So when
continue,
Gavin
but-
is dead, we need to replace him with something. And we got Lindsay, and we got Andy, we got we could probably replace him.
Achievement hunter's fine.
excuse
Slow-mo
me.
guys is fucked.
As soon as Gavin's gone, I mean, it's Larry's time to shine.
Shifty.
Yeah.
Shifty,
He's stepping
shifting
in.
Larry,
Welcome to the slow-mo guys
I mean-
with Dan and Larry.
What was I think Dante might step in as the
I'll
sixth achievement
I'll
hunter.
come and co-host.
There you go.
I'll
There
come
you
in
go.
like
You
do
play
guest
some video
spots.
games with us.
Yeah.
Dante would probably be here more than Gavin.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, your schedule might be lighter than his,
Sorry,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Like,
Actually being in
knowing
the office
nothing
and
about your
filming.
schedule.
Yeah.
So,
It's
knowing
like,
how useless
Gavin, you're
Gavin
coming in
is.
tomorrow? Absolutely. It's like, cool. And then the next day it comes by, it's like, Gavin, where are you? And he's like, oh, I had to fly to England.
yeah, it's like,
Alright.
I'm
He
in
he said
LA
the other
right
day,
now.
I was like, hey, are you going to be in this week? Like, are you going to be on this day? And he's like, like, maybe I could be, you know? Like, it kind of depends on the weather and stuff like that. And he's like, but, why? What are we filming? And I was like, I don't want to tell you because he won't come in. Because we needed Minecraft that week. And I was like,
Oh, no.
I don't want to say it because
He
if
could
I
be a
say
secret agent with Fast
No
and
way.
Furious.
He
guys.
could be.
He
Yeah,
could be.
it's true.
Most likely
He
not.
showed up in Fast
No.
Furious 9. We're like, damn, dude, we didn't know you were a secret agent with those guys.
He's like Jason Statham's younger stupid brother, basically, in the next Fast and the Furious
Yeah.
movie. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. Where the hell is Gavin today? He's filming
He's
the Slow-Mo
filming
guy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
That
nice-
was the thing with the weather. If it's sunny out,
Yeah.
It's a very
he's usually
weirdly
filming
like
slow-mo guys.
So
lovely
is-
fall
and it was
day
pretty
out
shit
in the
all
a
bay.
whole lot
Is
of light.
Lumberjack Dan still in town, or is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he still have the
It's
beard?
like, dude, he made his Mario Kart me match Dan. You could look that up. I tweeted something yesterday, I think, and it was like Mario 8 Deluxe Crew, and it's like 6 people, and it's all our avatars. It's like gotta be less than 5 tweets back from
Dude,
me.
I have.
But Dan is in it, and he fully molded his me to Dan now. He's the fattest you can make
That's
it.
awesome.
Like, he maxed out his fatness. He's got a huge beard. Like, he looks a lot like you.
Yeah.
Like, in the me.
Yeah.
Of like the classic, like, oh, there's Jack.
There you go.
There's Dan in the back.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
Dan.
God. That does look like me.
We've
A little
got-
bit more
Look
happy
at
though.
Gavin.
Look at
Look
Gavin
at
with the
Gavin
nose.
second to the right.
So we've got Meg on the left, Gavin just to the right of her, Dan in the back, Andy is in the front with his stupid
Looks
red
like
face,
Andy.
and he looks like he's high. I'm right behind Andy, and then Lindsay chilling in the Pacific Ocean. Who a lot of people, you can't really tell from that angle. She's got a bun. A
okay.
lot of people were like, "Is that Ryan?"
Yeah,
So many
clearly.
people thought Lindsay was
I'm
Ryan.
not blonde.
You're not, but everyone always thinks you are. And
As
they
a
draw.
child?
I'm also
I
not.
was blonde as
As a
job.
child.
My kids are blonde as.
I'm also not a redhead, but people always draw me as a redhead, nonstop all the time.
I've had zero interest in the Switch, but watching you
Dude,
guys talking
Mario
about Mario
Kart is
Kart.
so
Yeah,
much
is that
fun.
legit or
It's
no?
legit as fuck.
Is
Mario
it?
Kart. Mario Kart.
I want
Yeah.
to play that ARMS game. Is Is that out?
No,
I don't think it's out yet,
yet.
but it's soon.
No.
It's real soon.
I've seen some
that
stuff
comes
on
out
that.
like this month. That's fun. I
that
played
looks
that.
like
It's
it'll be
fun.
fun.
It's fun and it's
I can finish
fucking
it.
sweaty.
Hey, Jeff's back.
Like
He's
I
alive.
died playing that
How'd it
game,
go,
'cause you
Jeff?
just hold it and you box, like you punch and
You
shit
have
like
to
that.
do. You, that's
Yeah.
what's going
It
on.
didn't sound
Yeah,
good, Jeff.
you move
I
slightly,
guess
but
it
you
did not
mostly punch
sound
like
good.
that.
Yeah, you
and
came
it's
in-
like fucking sweaty.
Really?
Things
Yeah.
start getting going.
Yeah, you've got
right
like
as you
straight
left.
punches. You've got hooks.
But
you
do
can
they have like special? Every character's like special moves. Like
Yeah,
Sorry,
there's,
always
there's like,
open.
There's like you hit 2 buttons and you go into like overdrive and shit. It's pretty fun.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I know. I played it in a very limited capacity.
I
You
wanna
know, like
change
before the
something.
Switch even came out, we were lucky enough to play it at RTX London or
Sydney,
Australia. Yeah, RTX Sydney. We had Nintendo as a booth at the convention, and they let us play and shit like
so,
that.
Switch is
It was a lot of fun.
Live up to its hype. You think?
Switch is awesome. They just need to get more games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Like,
titles.
like Zelda's awesome.
excuse me.
Zelda's an amazing single player title that's worth it, and like a lot of people
Not a
ask
Switch
me,
exclusive.
Not a Switch exclusive. It's on the Wii U.
Yep.
But a lot of people are like, is it worth it for Zelda? If you're a huge Zelda fan, sure. But it's a single player game. You're gonna play it, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
over. I will say, being a way bigger Zelda fan than Mario Kart, it's worth it way more for Mario Kart. Just because, I mean, you never beat it. If you have friends to
it's
play
like-
with,
yeah.
Isn't that
it's
Mario
totally worth
Kart
it.
already on the Wii U as well?
Yeah.
Also not an exclusive. Yes.
But you,
It's like the final version of that game.
it's the game of the year. It's got extra shit,
it's
and
the
also
game of
you
the year.
can't play it wherever you want in the world, which you can do on the Switch.
Oh, okay.
You can't take your Wii U
Oh, yeah,
out of your
yeah, yeah.
house.
I see.
The Switch you can take anywhere. You can play anywhere.
You can play online with it.
You can play online, either like through internet,
Yeah.
but you can also do local play within like 30
That's
feet.
cool.
You can play with up to 8 people. So if we all had one here, we could just play the game right now without wires,
Okay.
without connecting, without anything.
That should be
DS,
last
So
call.
like a DS kind of
yeah, like a DS.
I
If you-
brought my DS or my Switch today.
If you've
I don't
got
know
a
one.
couple of
I'm really
friends to
scared.
play with, it's totally worth it for Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
just my
what,
opinion.
four
If
of
you
us
got
could
people to play
it.
I
with.
may have to grab one.
I'll commentate.
I'm not
And
kidding.
you can use it as like a
still
also
hard to
like
get.
entertainment device. Just
Not
like,
really
No.
yet.
It
They
has
kinda
no
suck.
video
It's got
watching
no
functionality.
Netflix.
No
It's
video
got
watching,
which
no
is-
internet, no
it's-
nothing.
It's got internet, but that's it. Like it's.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have a
Nintendo
browser,
was always
does
a
it?
No
step
apps?
back.
It does.
No apps?
It has a
Can you?
browser.
But you can't watch like Netflix or anything.
No, you
or
can't.
Hulu
No,
or-
there's like no apps. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of insane that they
My
released
Sony
all
Sorry,
that
PSP
get
was
shit.
like awesome hardware, and then
Yep.
it was like,
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Can't do that.
I
My,
give a shit.
my best guess with
Give that toilet a lot of
Nintendo
shit.
was like, you got it on all the other shit. You don't need it on the Switch. Like
Well, I mean, remember the
I
Wii
bet
took
they'll-
forever to get Netflix.
Which is like that's it.
Yeah.
I bet they'll add it in a year and a half. But
Maybe.
like
there's-
how hard
there's-
is it to add?
It's not hard at all. But
That being said, you should have something that can watch Netflix already.
No, I
Like,
agree. I
It's like
agree.
Please have it
you
built
have a
in.
great
want
screen.
everything.
But I'm
You have
not-
a brilliant
I don't want-
screen.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
might
totally
as well
agree.
watch something.
But I'm
on
not gonna oversell the Switch. If you want Mario Kart and you want Zelda, totally worth it.
Alright.
It doesn't do shit
Unless
besides
you
play
already
video
have a
games.
Wii U and you should get another.
Can't play the Wii U outside of your house. So Jeff makes no sense. He keeps saying that. It doesn't make sense. You're playing. It's like, that's like saying like Gems of War is the same on your phone as it is on Xbox.
Like on the plane,
It
you
is.
can't play
It's
your
not.
Wii U.
You can play it on the plane.
On the
You
plane,
can't
yes.
play an Xbox
Well,
game
not
on the
Wii U,
plane.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
sorry,
play it on the
Switch,
plane.
it
You
doesn't
can
If
play
you
it while
want it
you're
as a
driving, you can play
mobile
it
experience,
Yeah.
get it on a Wii U. But if you just want to
Nope.
play the game,
No,
No,
you want it
no,
mobile,
no,
no,
get
no,
it
no,
Switch.
if you want it as a mobile experience, play it on a Switch. If you just want
Yes.
to play it in your house, fucking
Correct.
play your Wii U.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure.
Like
Yeah, that's all I'm
like
saying.
half the games you own. Yes.
So Dante, have you
Jeff hates Nintendo.
have you
so
done
that's-
voice acting for video games?
Yeah.
What games have you worked at? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, a bunch. One that I know was popular for years. I did Skate 1 and Skate 2.
Oh shit!
Jack
really?
loves
Really?
fucking
Jack
skate.
loves
Says
skate.
You're talking to
Like
this
Shingo,
skate guy.
Shingo.
Oh nice, that was
Yeah,
you. Oh,
that
that's
was me,
kick-ass.
Shingo.
That's badass, man.
And
Cool.
then,
Skate 2 was like the best skate game ever.
Awesome game. And then I did like other games, like a Scarface game. I mean, of course, I did the Avatar games.
Yeah, yeah.
I did some Tom Clancy game. I did the Mortal Kombat game.
Which one?
Oh, who are you in Mortal Kombat?
I don't remember.
There's so many damn characters
so
now.
many
There were
characters.
7 in the original game. Now there's like 300.
So many,
so-
and I just did like one day of like all the hits. And
Oh, okay.
But I'm somewhere under Raiden's camp. Like I remember.
Oh, okay.
Talking to Raiden in the script was like my master.
That's pretty cool. So what game would you want to be in? Like GTA or like Red Dead? Like what's the game you would love to be a
League
part
of Legends.
League of Legends.
I'm a
really?
big
Okay.
League of Legends person, so it's like
All right.
I just would like to voice.
High
one of
Res
the-
Studio.
Yeah, no, Riot.
Right,
High
sorry,
Res is
sorry.
High Res is Smite.
Smite. Sorry,
Smite,
you're
Yeah,
right.
and
you're right.
Paladins.
You're right.
You were in Injustice
Paladins.
2.
I was in Injustice 2.
Is that
I don't know which one that
Really?
one was.
Oh yeah,
It was a
that
fighting game. It was
just
a
came out.
DC fighting game.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
but
it's not even out
Yeah,
yet.
No.
It's out Tuesday.
It comes out next
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also was in one of the Final Fantasies, I think.
That's awesome.
That's a
I
good
would love to
sign.
have a career
I
like
don't
that.
know.
I mean,
know.
I get it. I've done very limited voice
Yeah, sometimes
acting.
you don't know
I'm
what you're doing.
Funimation show Fairy Tale, but I go to do that.
Yeah,
and
Fairy
then
Tale's dope.
I go to do that, and then it's like there's 6 other directors like, hey, can you be Schoolboy C in this
Yeah.
random show? And I'm just like, oh my god, there's a monster, and then that's it. And then I'm like,
You were
people tweet me.
You're
messages,
not always your
and I'm
dude in
just
One
like,
Piece. Like,
Yeah.
You were in Final Fantasy 13.
Final Fantasy 13.
You were in Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood.
Oh,
I was in
Dude,
Call of
yeah, we
Juarez.
played that.
You were in Terminator Salvation video.
I
game.
was in Terminator Salvation.
He's like, yeah, that was me. I was
It
in
turns
that.
out you've been in everything.
Yeah.
I was in that.
Have you been like? Would you want to be in like the Call of Duty games at all? Like,
Yeah, I do. I'm not. I mean, I don't play a lot of FPS stuff. Just
You were in
'cause
Saints Row.
I was in Saints Row.
Oh shit!
Oh,
That's
shit.
Awesome.
I was in
Love
Saints
Saints
Row.
Row.
that's cool. Saints Row 3 is where kind of the Let's Plays got started. Here,
For us.
well,
For us,
for our group here, yeah.
But yeah, no, those titles are always great. I mean, like the one game I play religiously is League of Legends, so definitely is always like definitely do a League of Legends.
So you
You
want to
could
be
teach
like a
us how to
new.
fucking play because we don't.
So
no, he's so.
Understand.
No,
None
he
of you guys
the
play
horn
League
to
of
Riot.
Legends?
Ping
I
Riot
really
right
play
now.
it.
Let him know
I'm not
Dante wants
good
to be in
at
League
it.
of
No,
Legends.
they know.
We played it one
I,
day.
I hang out at Riot. I
They've
go to
heard.
games.
Oh,
and stuff.
okay, cool.
Do
you go to E3 or anything like
Overwatch.
that?
I go to E3.
Okay.
You
Oh,
go to
you
E3
were
every
in
year?
Hook.
I was in the Hook.
Whoa!
I did a Let's Play of the Hook thing for my channel, and it was those games are hard.
Dude,
Oh,
you were in Highway to Heaven?
I was in Highway to Heaven.
Really?
Oh,
Oh shit.
God.
Yeah, with Michael
was-
Landon.
Was that Michael Landon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard an interesting story about Michael Landon.
Give it to me.
Somebody, I think I heard this on Howard Stern one time. Somebody was got hired as his assistant at his production company, and one day Michael Landon walked in and he got his first residual check from Highway to Heaven, I want to say, and he just looked at the kid and he said, "You want to see what $70 million looks like?" And the kid's like, "What?" And he just showed him a check of $70 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Christ.
So he was an angel.
No, he was a great guy. My memory of him, I remember booking the job in the audition, and Michael Landon was there, and then he comes and gives me a hug. He gave me the job in the room.
Really? Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
The new kid, he gave me a hug. And actually, that show, I think it won an Emmy, that show, because Hank Noor played my dad. But my memory of it, because it was a long time. Hollywood now, you have all these monitors and stuff. So at that time, this is the 80s, and this is when A, we're still shooting on film. B, monitors just started coming around set. So imagine, I guess I'm so old now. I was shooting movies and television before we had monitors.
Oh, yeah, you could film back then. Yeah.
No, but basically how it worked is like the DP, the director of photography, looks at the thing. The director looks through the thing, and then we act. No one sees anything going on except for the
There's no
cameraman.
video
Right?
village.
There's
Yeah,
no video
right.
village. But then it started coming around when we were doing Highway to Heaven, and I remember asking, Michael, like, you're not gonna look at the, you know, any monitor? And he's like, no. He's like so old school. He's like, I don't use a monitor. It's like the kids are trying to do the monitor thing. I know. I look through the thing. I see what's going on. Let's act. I'm like, wow.
That's pretty cool.
But he was like that, just one of those old school kind of guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I was a
That's
fan of his
awesome.
from Bonanza.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
Little Joe.
Little Joe.
Little Joe was the dude.
Shit, so you've been acting since when did you start? What was your first role? Or do you remember your first
Do you
role?
remember? Because
Yeah.
I know it. I already.
Yeah, it was actually
really
it was a TV show that I booked. It's actually one of those stories like I came to Hollywood and I booked the first thing I auditioned for, and it was a TV show back in the '80s called The Wizard, and it was
Not the movie The Wizard. No.
Jeff
I was
seems,
in
Jeff
the movie-
seems
I was
like
in
I'm
the
he's-
movie
afraid.
Wizard.
I'm
shit.
afraid not. No.
Were you
It
really?
had to be.
So-
were you in The Wizard?
Well, I got cut out of The Wizard. But
I love that
my
movie.
name's still in the credits because I was Fred Savage's best friend. We shot
Oh.
all summer.
Is that how you ended up as Eddie in the Wonder Years?
On Wonder Years, I was in also. First season of Wonder Years. But I know all that stuff's all the '80s. But yeah, but The Wizard, I did that whole summer.
That's,
with
yeah,
Fred.
Todd Holland. I did a reunion screening here in Austin where I had Fred Savage, Todd Holland, the director, and not Lucas Haas. It was Lucas.
Luke.
Luke Edwards. Luke Edwards was
yeah.
the kid. And we had a reunion screening, and it was like the most amazing moment of my life. And they gave me a power
need a
glove.
better life.
It was so cool.
The Power Glove. right?
Yeah.
Hey, he's
So
sorry.
we shot that in
You're the
Reno.
most
Was it in a
amazing
case?
moment in
And,
his life.
I don't have a kid yet. When I have a kid, that'll be the
Jenny
next one.
Lewis.
He's
man.
not gonna have a wife much
Jenny
longer.
Lewis was going on to become like this big
Great
star.
star. I mean, my
She was
memory of
actually in our studio. She was like 2 doors down
Dude.
from us doing her Jenny Lewis.
I had the biggest
She was
crush
in
on
The
Jenny
Wizard.
Lewis.
If she was 3 doors down, they could have played Kryptonite.
Shut your mouth.
Jeremy,
All right.
you whore.
Shut up.
I was going to
Jenny
go for
Lewis
an
was
attitude
like his
reference,
biggest
but
crush
yeah.
on Jenny Lewis.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're shooting the movie, and
She was
Fred
the-
always had to go home early because we shot in Reno, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so when think about Reno, Vegas as kids, you're like 12 or something like that, and it's like your first freedom because they're like whatever we all have money to go spend in the hotels, right? And so Fred would have to go home for whatever reason because Fred had to go home. And so we would hang out with like Jenny Lewis. My memory is like in a jacuzzi with Jenny Lewis
Oh my god.
at like 12 years old.
Well, 12 years old
Like
kind
in
of
Reno.
changes it.
It
Like, oh, this is
changes
fun.
it. We're like kids.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing in this? We're just hanging out. It's like 1 in.
That's pretty cool, man. I don't know
You were in Moonwalker with Michael Jackson.
Moonwalker with
How
Michael
was he?
Jackson. We didn't get to hang out that much. He was strange, but he was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
he was like kind of distant more than
sort of
that.
like the next level artist as you hear.
Yeah,
you know, like,
he's one of those artists that he was. I mean, he was nice enough when he was around us, but he's one of those guys like
He didn't give you
Prince and
wine or
Michael.
anything?
Oh no, I've never had
waiting
those
for
stories.
it.
I never had those
Waiting
stories.
for
I
it.
always go, oh, we worked with him for a few months. I never had those stories. But he did have that like Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince thing. Like you even looking at them in real life, and you're like, you don't even look real.
yeah,
Right.
And you're standing right here. You look so fake. But he was all right.
man, King of Pop.
King of Pop. But I'm a fan. I've always been a fan.
That's cool, man. Dude, you've got a crazy career. That's pretty badass.
If
Very
you had
awesome.
to guess
Really
how
really
many
stuff.
roles you've been
Jeff.
in, according to IMDb, I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Jeff,
Oh, man.
hey Jeff,
That's
give
a lot.
ask him
100
some
maybe?
trivia about himself. Can you do that? Like,
Oh,
it's
is
usually a
there
trivia
IMDb
page.
trivia?
Is there IMDb trivia?
Let's see.
Well,
let's
You've
see.
been in,
We're asking
according to
you.
IMDb, you've been in 111 things. That's a lot.
Wow,
Jesus
dude.
Christ. You gotta have nice
good.
residual checks coming in every month.
That's
You can probably
more
just
than
retire
that.
right now, right?
So
Nah, sometimes I do this thing on my channel. It's like residual check lottery. Because it's really, to me, residual checks are like lottery
Right.
tickets. So
Sure.
sometimes I go to the mailbox and then they'll be like, I probably get a few residual checks a week at
awesome.
least, right? And we shoot them sometimes because I'll be like, I have a stack of residual checks. I'm like, so the goal is always to get a meal out of it. That's the goal.
One meal.
And sometimes you'll get a meal that's like $5 meal. Sometimes you'll get like 2 cents, and sometimes like you'll get like a few $100s for it. I mean, I've gotten residual checks out of the blue for like, 20,000. You're like, I was not.
Oh, that's a nice
Yeah.
meal.
It's like I was not expecting to get $20,000 in my mailbox today.
that's
man.
awesome.
Someone just made it into
So
a
I'm gonna
market.
go buy a motorcycle. But then you do stupid stuff like I wasn't expecting this. I'm gonna go buy a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And you do stupid stuff like come to Achievement Hunter.
We need
You
to
will
work on
not
your
get
trivia.
a
We need-
residual from this.
We
I
need some good
apologize.
trivia. Your trivia is he lives in Los Angeles.
Wow.
He is of Filipino descent.
Oh
There
my
you go.
word.
Jack,
You have that
please
bad-
ask him the questions.
Let's see.
He's like, what descent are you?
Do you know which brother you share a birthday with?
I know.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
it Derek?
It's Derek.
Yes.
Hey. These are who's Charles Milano? You play poker at the same establishment as Charles Milano? Do you play poker?
I do play poker.
That's cool.
Who's Charles Milano?
I don't know.
You were there. You were there at the
Alyssa
same
Milano's
time. Father.
Next
father?
time you're there, look across the table. That's probably him.
Oh, you know what? I think I know who
was
Charles
too-
Milano's.
he had the shades on.
He's on that. He was on that show, Neighbors. I think.
Oh, okay. You are a big fan and featured in the webcomic created by Andrew Hussey named Homestuck.
I do know that. Yeah, I'm a Homestuck.
And you have
Shout
your
out to
own
Homestucks.
poetry venue.
I do.
I actually do that.
Homestuck is like
Dude.
those stuffed animals we got, or like stuffed
Homestuck,
stuffing,
I
right?
get blasted for all the time.
I don't know-
That's
I
the
have
the,
no
the
idea what that
car,
is.
car cat.
Yeah, car cat.
character is like
they-
since I ever started making videos on the internet,
Dude.
like 7-8
yeah,
years
you got
ago.
very car cat energy.
Well, I'm saying people have used my voice for him. I'm
For
like
sure.
I'm the official, unofficial car cat like voice. Like
You
people
are
just
Car
take
Cat.
clips of me and they apply it to that. And like I remember people telling me like, "Dude, you're car cat." I'm like, "What is that?" I had to
can
like
see
find,
that.
I had
You're
to
definitely
find
Car
out
Cat.
what
Car Cat's
Homestuck
cool.
was.
Car Cat's
to
one of those
figure that
characters
out.
when I started reading it, I hated, but now he's one of my favorites. But now he's one of my
Just like me,
favorites.
That voice,
That's
motherfucker,
honestly
God, Jesus.
no joke.
But
that's
as soon as
a
you
lot
say
of
car
me.
cat, I'm like, yeah. You
I
are
just
Car
like I've
Cat.
been getting that for years. For years.
Yeah, Homestuck. He's a
I
car
typed
cat.
in car cat.
Car cat. No, that's him.
Which one? This?
No.
Jeremy, no,
Which
no, no,
month?
With a
God,
K,
you
K,
fucking-
K.
Oh, with a K.
Yeah, K.
Two
like,
Ks?
Like
You-
Kakarot. Come on, man.
KK.
Is it
Car
so,
cat.
K
like
A
carrot.
It's
R-
halfway to
there
go,
it
Car
there,
cat.
dude.
What do we got?
There he
Anything
is.
interesting?
That's Car Cat.
that's all right.
Man.
That's Michael right there.
That's him right
I'm telling
there.
you, I'm
you,
telling
dude.
you, if you type like car cat Michael Jones, there's like a billion fucking like
Yeah, I can
fan-made
see that.
things
I can
people
s-
are
I
like,
can
this
hear
is
it.
you.
Your car
You know
cat,
what?
bro.
Homestuck though, they never called me.
Well, they're doing the video game now. They're doing the
Call
video.
me now.
Oh, they're doing the
There you
first
go.
video game now.
Call
Hotspot.
me.
You know, like voicing characters in a video game. Jack, if you were gonna voice a
wanna
character
see.
in a video game, I think I know the answer to this. I think I know the answer to this. But if you were gonna voice a character in a video game, what video game would it be?
I would
Or series?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
I would have to
you're
be
right.
a B character in any Assassin's
I like
Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
I love Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's
Ryan,
Creed sick.
if you were gonna voice a character
Or
in a game.
Skate. I did Skate 4.
Can I be the new villain in a Far Cry game?
Oh, that would be really well, if like on the part with like Boss and Pagan and stuff like that. Fuck. Yeah,
And then he
that'd
could be
awesome.
in Better Call Saul.
I would be in a Fallout game. I would be happy being an NPC in a Fallout game.
I would want to be the first voice of Peggle.
The voice of Peggle.
You could be that
I
penguin.
think like I would love to do. I mean, I'd do literally anything in a
Right.
video game, but character like
I'd like to get back into Halo. They took me out of it.
kind of like
took you out of 3?
Yeah,
I'm not in 5.
it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, to be fair, I mean you don't. Really,
You were in 3 though. You were
make
big
the-
in
He was in 3 and he was in
you don't
4.
do the red versus blue.
in 4?
right?
Yeah, he was
Wasn't
Griff
it, you?
in 4. They had like the Easter eggs if you shot the box.
Yeah, I did the
during,
Howard Stern Easter eggs
Oh,
one.
okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But like, what did you do in like Halo since then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Hey,
really.
things to do
So
went
that's
up
why
like
you're
last
not-
week, right?
That's why
Yeah.
you're not
You weren't in it. But
Yeah.
I filmed one with the Scary House.
yeah.
I'm
Don't breathe.
I'm in that
Don't
cartoon
breathe.
thing.
But I would love to play like a character. I think
Ruby?
similar to like Troy Baker in the last Infamous. You know, like any sort of main shithead protagonist. Like fuck the system, man.
Yeah.
I'm a 20-year-old kid, but really I'm a 40-year-old actor. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping
That's
in
my whole career.
I'm
That's
hoping.
my whole career.
Yeah, I'm hoping in 10 years. I'm hoping in 10 years I can grab every 20-year-old white protagonist.
There you go.
Fingers crossed.
You just have a
I
studio
would
in your
fucking
house
love
and
to do
just
video
record
games.
everything.
I would absolutely do that, dude. My
Do the Don LaFontaine
dream
thing. where you
dream
never
scenario
leave.
if I can get a recording studio in my house. I don't do enough work to
Yeah.
warrant that, but I would totally do it and just start recording nothing.
Yeah.
I would just record shit and like the amount of extra dialogue and like shit they can't use that animation has is incredible. Like every time I go to do Ruby or Camp or something, it's like, all right, Michael, we need you for an hour. I give 45 minutes of Camp and then 30 minutes of nothing.
Yeah.
Like just scream. For perfect example, like I was just in the recording booth recently to do Ruby Chibi season 2 coming up, and I don't want to spoil shit, but Carrie gave me a direction. And he was like, okay.
Thank you, Jeremy.
He was like, yell cannonball like you're jumping into a pool. So it's like, okay. And then well, he said like yell cannonball. And I was like, okay, so I'm like jumping in a pool. And he's like, right, you're jumping in a pool, not a cannon is shooting at you. And I was like, got it. So then I did the line a couple times, and then Carrie, like immediately when I got done, he's like, okay, now a cannon is shooting at you. And I went off for like 7 minutes. I mean, like, because our recording studio now is fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's a room. You can run around in it, you can move. I was screaming as Sun, Ruby Chibi Sun, for like 5 minutes about like cannons killing everyone. And like in the recording, like I jumped up on top of the chair in the room and I was like, everyone's dying around me! And I was like screaming at the top of my lungs. And Carrie and Miles were just like crying in the booth. And like I got done after like 7 minutes and I was like, so is that gonna go anywhere? And they're like, probably not. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna save it.
It's good to have it.
We're gonna
you
save
know?
it in
We
a
might
folder.
use
But
3 seconds of that.
maybe we'll use 3 seconds in like a blooper reel
The
or something
fourth
like that.
cannonball you said was pretty
Right.
dope.
Yeah. That's every fucking time I record carries the pro with that. It's like they usually do a 3-pass, and it's like, okay, do the line. He says nothing, and he'll be like, B and C was really good.
Yeah.
And then that's it. That's it.
It's fascinating.
good
You
directing.
do all these auditions
Yep.
and you wonder somewhere, you're like, who's listening to this stuff?
Yeah.
Who's listening to this? And if I was listening to this, how much of the audition would I listen to before I jump to the next person?
Oh yeah. I'm like,
It'd probably be what?
15 seconds?
5, maybe? You
Oh,
think 15?
Okay, I'll go 15.
I mean,
15
either
seconds.
I
That was-
was hear it,
sure.
either
That
you
was-
like that voice or you don't like
Yeah.
that voice immediately.
You say that, and that's funny because like I did when I auditioned for Fairy Tale, this is the first audition I ever had for anything, like for like an acting role.
Right.
You know, I worked here for a couple of years, and we got the auditions through Rooster Teeth because we have like a connection with Funimation, but not for acting. It's all like sales stuff. So they were like, okay, send a couple of your actors in, and we'll do auditions for various stuff. And so the thing I auditioned for was Fairy Tale, and they had a couple of characters. And
Right.
like, pick whatever character you want, and then pick 2 characters. If we have time, we'll do the second one. So I picked 2 characters. So I come in, and I had the one character who was like, he was like the main antagonist of that arc.
Right.
So it's like the biggest like bad guy character. So I auditioned for him, and they're like, okay, here's all the lines. Just go in and just read each line one time. And I'm like, okay. So I go in the booth and I do this line, I do the whole thing. And then the director's like, okay, try it more like this. And like, give me a little bit of direction. And I'm like, okay. And then I went through it a second time. And then he had one more note. And he was like, okay, now try it like this. And then I read through all the lines a third time. And he's like, okay, cool. All right, do you have any other characters you want to audition for? I'm like, oh yeah, I had this other guy too. And he's like, okay, we bring up the other guy. And he's like, here's all the lines. I did all the lines. And he's like, okay, you're good. Like, he didn't say anything
Did you get
about
one of
it.
those?
he gave me the first, I walked out of the booth and he was like, hey, so what's your availability for recording? And I'm like, oh, I'm like, well, I have a full-time job. Like I was already working here. And he literally, I go, well, I have a full-time job in Austin, but other than that, and he goes,
This was in Dallas.
yeah. And he's like,
Was it Mike McFarlane?
I mean, could you? It wasn't Mike McFarlane. It was Tyler Walker.
Okay.
But I've done a bunch of stuff with Mike, and he's like, I mean, could you make it up here? I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, I could make it, and this and that. And he was like, okay, cool, great. And then I left. Didn't hear anything until like 4 months. And then I just got an email. It's like, hey, you got the part. You want to come in and do it?
The first one or the second one?
The first one. The one he had me do like over and over and over again. And then I did the second one. He's like, no, you're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was like, no, you're the first guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's fucking. And then, like you said, it was my first ever audition. I got the part.
And you're on the
I've
road.
auditioned for like 50 things since then, and not.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the ones you didn't get.
Yeah.
Don't worry
But
about the ones you didn't get.
just that
Those are
one
not
part.
cool.
Like I said, I go in, I do that, and then it's always like, oh well, Mike was looking for you in like booth 5, in like room 5. So like I'll go in there, and he's like, hey, can you be like shithead D in this scene? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I love it. So it's like I've been in like a million animes as like minor little characters. I asked Geoff earlier.
He looks like he's looking down at his asshole.
You think? Well, that's the thing. You think it's like Jeff's bored or whatever. I was like, oh, you okay? He said he's just trying not to shit again.
Okay.
That's what you're looking at.
now,
Well, let's wrap it up so he can go shit.
Well, so
He
getting
can shit right
honestly,
now, but he doesn't want to.
But getting the first
That was funny, by the way. That was funny.
But getting that first audition is like I equate it to like the first time I ever went to Vegas, I hit big and I won money in Vegas.
Yeah.
Does it set a bad expectation? Like you go, you get your first audition, you nail it and got the part.
I mean, I would.
Do you assume now like, oh, this is easy? Because I go to Vegas and I lose money all
I
the
could
time.
suspect it'd be a bad expectation if you're fucking insane enough to think like it'll happen like this every time.
Yeah.
I walked away from that and I was like, God, it was terrible. They're fucking never
Yeah.
gonna call me or whatever. And then, like I said, I've auditioned for many things after that, thinking like, oh, that was pretty good, and then I didn't get the part. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it
happens.
is.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I mean, I can't complain.
Yeah, you
Well, at
know.
this point, you have a pretty
I
impressive
mean, the
resume.
talent
That's
treat
the thing,
treat me pretty good, but yeah, you one of the biggest things you gotta have is a short memory,
Yeah.
for sure.
You
Yeah.
were in fucking camp.
Listen, camp, dude. People
Yeah.
love me as Snake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
dude.
awesome.
Well,
you
it's
fucking
great.
tortured me and shit.
Yeah.
That
The
was
thing
me,
about
by
it
the
is,
way.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that was you.
Yeah. I didn't know it was you. Because obviously we don't do the
Yeah.
recordings together.
Yeah.
I was in the booth recording, and they're like, "Oh, this is Dante." I'm like, "Oh, are you serious? That's awesome."
That's very cool.
I
And
didn't know that until like I watched a video that was like things you didn't know about camp. And like most of it was just like, did you know this character was voiced by this person? And it was like that the whole video.
Right.
And one of them was just like, Dante Bosco was this? I was like, oh really? Like I had no idea. And it was like, this person is actually voiced by Michael Jones from Achievement. And I was like,
Wow,
What?
the same company that makes the show?
That's
Incredible.
surprising. Trivia.
Did trivia? Fun fact: Michael walked 35 feet to record his audio from his desk to the sound booth.
But you never know. I was talking to guys. I did a show. I forgot his name, but they were doing the Tracy Ullman show, and they were the gay fathers, and they were doing. They always do these cartoons 30 feet from where they're shooting it. One of them, because The Simpsons comes up, and he's like, "I'm going to dinner with my wife that night," and I'm like, "Who's gonna stay and do this Homer Simpson character?" And he's like, "You do it. I got a dinner." He said that dinner cost me millions of dollars.
Jesus. Oh yeah.
But it's like one of those things. It's like he's like, we did all these cartoon shows with Tracy Ullman. It's just one of them happened to be The Simpsons and became,
Yeah.
and it made Fox.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's crazy.
That's
He's
crazy
like,
to think. I forgot
he's
about
like,
that.
I would have
Tracy
been Homer
Ullman, right?
Yeah, it was
Simpson.
just a bit.
He said we were just like, who wants to do it? My wife has reservations at the Ivy.
So
I hope it was a really good dinner though.
Yeah.
the Ivy?
There was like a steak or something.
It was a $20,000 dinner.
No,
Residual.
$1 million an episode. $1 million an episode.
Well, to be fair, there's only
22
I think there's
Now.
I think there's 4 voice actors for that show that do 400 characters.
Pretty
so
much,
It's like
yeah.
Dan Castellaneta and then the dude from Spinal Tap and
Harry Shearer.
Harry
Bjorn Lee
Shearer.
Smith.
Yeah,
And
and that's
Hank
pretty much
Azaria.
it.
I know.
Hank
Well,
Azaria.
Nancy Cartwright.
Nancy
Cartwright.
Cartwright.
Hank
Yeah,
Azaria,
Bart.
he's won so many awards, right, for his voice acting.
Yeah, and also from Birdcage. So
That's like the dude in Futurama, not Billy West, who does like Fry and Zoidberg and all that. The guy who does like
Billy West's a cool guy.
There's another voice actor in that. I can't remember his name. He does the voices for like Kif and Calculon and Morbo and like all of them.
Yep.
He wins awards all the time.
He's
for
in.
his
That
voice.
guy's in everything.
Yeah, he
I
really
can't think of
is.
the actors.
DiMaggio?
John DiMaggio?
No, not John
No,
DiMaggio.
that's Bender.
I can't think of the. I know exactly who you're talking. He plays like every side.
Let me look it up.
It's the guy, is the guy from Mad TV?
Phil Lamar.
Frank
Phil
Capra?
Lamar?
No, not
Phil
no,
Lamar's
it's not. It's
everywhere
not Phil
too.
Lamar. Phil Lamar also in everything.
Yeah.
Is it
He's-
Kevin Michael Richardson? Who, like just who's the guy?
Yeah.
Maurice LaMarche.
Oh, Maurice LaMarche.
Oh,
He's,
yeah,
in,
yeah.
he's like 800 characters.
No, he's
in
amazing.
Futurama.
I hang out with these dudes sometimes, and you know, when you like, I'm kind of in the clique. Like Kevin Michael Richardson, big. I'm on the boat with all the biggest voice actors in the industry, and you know, you're like, not that you feel like you're a hack.
Yeah.
You're like, what am I?
What am I? Yeah.
Like, what am I doing on this boat with all these freaking people? And they're like treating you like you're in the clique.
See, that is us.
That's cool.
That's
We're
awesome.
like, I'm fucking loser. Why
Yeah.
am I here?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
that's
that
me
happens all
anytime
the time.
ever
Like,
meeting anyone.
Jeff tells a story about like he was in a pool in Austin at night with the lead singer and the bassist for Bare Naked Ladies, and in a pool in darkness, someone came up like, "Oh my God, I'm a huge fan of Bare Naked Ladies," and it was like, "Oh, well, yeah, that's famous right there." That's,
I don't know how they could tell it was it was weird.
Yeah, it's like that's
was-
fame. Like people are like, "Oh, you guys are
Pitch
famous."
black,
It's
and
like
somebody's like,
we are.
that looks like the silhouette of Ed.
Yeah, it's like we are famous within a sliver of a sliver of a sliver. Like we are
It
internet
really is.
famous.
Listen,
You might get recognized
Listen,
on
if we go to
fucking-
GameStop, we're huge.
Yeah. We go to
know?
GameStop or Best Buy.
And
There's a
that's
good
Best Buy.
chance.
Someone
That's
might
something.
To be
recognize
fair, we're
us.
on the
That's something.
monitors in GameStop.
I'm
too,
not.
so,
I've never done a single one of those videos.
That's true.
But it's like
I know who
I
is on the
refuse.
monitors.
we don't have to worry about going out in public. Like, oh yeah,
Game attack.
TMZ
Oh, yeah.
isn't chasing us.
Game
down.
attacks on the monitors.
Yeah, worry. We definitely don't have to worry.
Yeah.
It's just you know when you're around like the voice. Those are voice acting gods. You're talking about DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Like Richardson,
No
Phil
joke.
Marsh, like,
Absolutely.
these dudes, when I work with them, I'm doing like one voice and they're doing the rest of the show.
Yep.
And you're literally sitting there
Yeah.
watching.
Well, even
them
someone like
do-
Justin Roiland. Like Justin Roiland is all of pretty much, or not all of, but most of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
It's like,
He's
crazy.
most of the male characters.
Rick and Morty.
He's Rick and Morty, and then there's like two other actors that do like
With Sarah,
like
Sarah
Dan,
Chalk
Dan Harmon.
and Dan Harmon does like a couple bit parts.
Dan Harmon does like every bit part that's
Yeah.
not like a major character.
And then,
it's
Who
like
does
him and two
who
other
does the
people.
dad in Rick and Morty?
That's
It's,
it's a SNL guy.
Chris Parnell.
Chris
yeah.
Parnell. Yeah, yeah.
That-
Fucking awesome.
The only
I
other
love
thing
Chris
I
Parnell.
like because I haven't really watched I watched most of the first season of Rick and Morty. That's about it. And I heard his voice and immediately went to Archer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
yeah.
he's
Oh,
Cyril.
yeah,
He's
Cyril.
Cyril
Yeah, it's
Figgis,
Chris
yeah.
Parnell.
And it's just like
And when I work with all, they always know that I'm always doing me. They're like, we're doing all this stuff, and Dante's gonna be Dante.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we,
that's
but we love your voice. I'm like, thank you for loving my voice. And giving me but everybody knows I'm doing one voice.
well. That's I saw H. John Benjamin do an interview. He's like he would go into things and be like, okay, yeah, we have this character. What do you think he sounds like? He goes, oh, he sounds just like me. That's very convenient. It's like, oh yeah, it sounds like my normal voice.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
I
Bob's
try to do
Burgers and
different
Archer.
things.
It's
You
like-
know, I'm gonna do something different. Like, well, why don't you try this, then try this, and then whatever they're trying me back to exactly do my own voice.
It's like, oh,
Did
but
you
that's
see that
convenient
scene?
though, right?
Did you see that scene in Family Guy with whoever does the voice for Archer and all that? I
Yeah, it's
forget-
H. John
H. John
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Okay, yeah, he did. He has that character in Family Guy. It's like the video store guy.
Was he like doing an imitation of?
He was like doing impressions on stage, and he was like, "Have you ever seen Bob's Burgers? This is Bob from Bob's Burgers." Like, "Hey, I'm Bob." And he goes, "You ever seen that show Archer? This is Archer
Yeah.
from Archer." And, like he just did the same voice
yeah.
like the whole time way through.
Yeah, and so there's your
Perfect.
Collins fans like, do that voice, do that voice. I'm like, I've been talking to you.
doing it already.
I've been doing it.
And then they go, wow.
Whoa, man!
Holy
did
shit.
it.
That's crazy. Shingo, talk to me.
Shingo,
Boy,
Shingo,
howdy.
classic
Dude,
Shingo.
hell yeah, man. So, oh, Michael.
Nothing. I think we've
Nothing.
Hey,
done
theater
it,
mode.
Oh, theater mode.
Theater mode!
Oh, right.
We
They
should
keep,
talk about
they keep
theater
throwing
mode.
it up there. So
What's
Jeff,
theater mode?
Jeff, theater mode. This is
Wait,
an
wait,
amazing show that we do. It's not Mystery Science Theater 3000 in any
similar.
way.
Such a
No one
thing.
would
No
say
way.
that.
There's no
There's
movie
no
sign. There's no
robots.
robots.
But maybe we watch a movie and then we just talk the
you
entire
talk
time
over it.
while
Basically.
we watch it. But here's the twist: you can see our faces, so it's not like Mystery Science Theater
Yeah.
in any way.
And then the editors
I
add shit
turned
to
the
it.
sofa around.
Yeah, the editors actually make it somewhat watchable by adding funny stuff. So this amazing theater mode this week is Luther the Geek.
Oh God!
Who was in Luther the
I
Geek?
may watch this
The
one.
three of us, I
Oh,
believe.
okay,
I was not
right?
in it.
So,
Great tits.
you
Do
got
I not
anything?
know this movie?
No, you
No, you
won't.
do not
You
know
won't.
this
Any movie ever on theater mode, hopefully you won't know it because we have to actually like buy the rights to it. So it's
We can't afford much.
We can't afford a lot, so it's movies that really no one has ever seen.
It's a movie. Think of the movies that are shooting for that dollar store sales option and
missing the mark.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have here an exclusive look.
Let's see.
on
Have
this
any of them
week's
been good?
clip.
Have any of them been good?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we've had a few good ones.
Absolutely.
Very few.
Not-
Luther.
not like
Luther the geek.
critically good.
But good, like Fast and Furious.
Well, you'll see what we're doing.
Right? What would
You
they
were
like
not
about
wrong. You said he was going to kill the guy. You were totally right.
I know how horror movies work. That ain't my first rodeo. But he left the guy to come back to the house. Why would he then race from the house to get back to the guy?
Could have
Probably to
just
get
killed the
gun.
guy.
He went back, checked on the lady. He's been biting necks. Why does he need the
He
gun?
could have geeked the fuck out of that guy.
Maybe he only eats women. That's
He
true.
could
have geeked this guy. He could have geeked
I
the other
haven't-
chick twice now.
I haven't
seen him geek a man yet.
That's true. I've also only eaten out women, so I can understand this guy.
Oh, you're a fucking liar, though.
A lot of that film, Luther the Geek, is he's a real geek, which is a thing. I didn't know
Really?
until
A
I
real
talked to my
geek?
wife.
What's a real geek?
A geek. Now, so now the name of the film was Luther the Geek, and it opens up with a bunch of people
Like
in
redneck
the
people.
South.
Yep.
In a carnival-esque type display of a guy in a cage. They're all screaming like geek, 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 and they throw in
a carnival performer who performs wild or disgusting acts.
So they throw
That's a
in.
geek.
That's where
they-
geeks came from.
That's
so,
what geek
so it's like they
means,
throw in a
yes.
chicken, and
What?
they're all like they're screaming at him like geek, geek, geek. And he bites the chicken head off. He just bites it off and
Okay.
spits it out.
Ozzy
and then,
Osbourne style.
and then everyone's like horrified by it, like, oh, whatever. And I'm like, I guess that's the geek.
Was
so,
it an actual chicken in the movie, or was it?
It was an actual
He
chicken.
was
So who's the
putting a
geek, the
live
old guy
chicken's
or the
head
young
in
guy?
his mouth.
The old guy was the geek
The old-
chasing the guy in the boots. He took the boots from the young guy who was chasing him. But we're all very confused. The three of us did that episode. We're very confused with the whole geek thing. We bring it up. I say the word geek maybe 900 times. In
Yeah,
that
because it's
episode.
geek culture, like
Okay.
geeking
Yeah.
out.
Right.
I ain't never bit no chicken head.
So we finished the episode.
You've been
Sorry,
doing it
Jeff.
wrong.
If you've been to KFC, you might have had a chicken.
We
head.
finished the episode. You get back to the office, and we're telling the people who are not in the episode about the insane thing we just watched. And my wife is there, who's from Dallas. And I was like, yeah, it's fucking Luther the Geek. And she goes, well, he's like a real geek? I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What does that mean? She goes, oh, well, is it a geek like a guy biting chicken heads off? Or and I was just like, I don't know. Apparently, you should have been in the
Your
movie
wife
because I
has
don't.
magical
I've
powers.
never
She
heard
knows
of this
things.
before in my
Your
life.
wife knows
And she's
things
like,
you don't know.
oh, yeah. She's
She
like,
knows
sure.
things you don't know.
Yeah, sure. Oh, the geek. Yeah, obviously.
That
So
guy
it's a
is
guy
deeply
just
entrenched in
biting
Dallas
people.
culture.
Maybe it's a
The whole
Dallas
movie.
thing.
biting
Maybe it's a
people.
Dallas thing.
Could be. He's just
I mean,
biting
his best
people's
fucking
necks.
characteristic is
He's
his
biting
voice.
people's necks and just go, oh, then the whole movie
This is
just
why
goes
Barnum and Bailey's going out of business.
So-
They lost the geek.
So
the whole movie.
So my favorite part of this episode of Off Topic is watching Jeff do everything he can not to shit his pants.
He's
trying
He's
so
trying
hard.
so hard. You've kept pooping so long. Don't let it go now.
I kind of want to startle you just so you shit yourself.
You don't.
Like, ah!
You heard what was going on there. You don't want
I do. I heard it loud and clear.
Dude, not only did he hear it, he came back and reported
I
on it
reported.
before you got here.
I went
and
out there
believe,
and I was feeling okay.
Here's
and
the
then I
danger
thought,
thing
maybe I'll just
too. We
pee and
got
go
we got a
back.
hole in the stool.
And I took one look at
I
Jeremy
think
and I was like, no.
It isn't not the
Man,
story
you're
you
about to
Jeremy-
Jeremy, if you gotta.
You're about to put a
Jeremy-
You're about to
stool
make a
that's
Play-Doh
shit.
playset here.
Jeremy said something along the lines of like, being in the room while Jeff's shitting is an experience. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Yes.
He
I was like,
it's
I
an
said you
event.
haven't lived.
You
until
haven't
you-
lived until you've heard Jeff shit. And he was describing you going like, oh man. Oh no. Oh no.
He said it's
And I
like
was
a faucet.
Like a
Sounds
faucet.
accurate. Sounds like Jeff.
It was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty badass.
I mean, I got nothing else. Unless
No.
you guys got anything to add.
We gotta do last call.
we got
I mean,
last call
well, I
coming
meant
up.
for this
and then
episode.
Jeff's got bum.
Those of you
Jeff on the spot tonight.
Jeff
again. If you
Hey,
haven't.
So two prongs.
Go ahead, two
so
prongs.
Jeff on the spot tonight is the big important thing, and prong B, we're doing a live stream next week where we're gonna open a shitload of boxes
On Wednesday, so if you
On
send
Wednesday.
us anything on Awu, we love you. We'll open it. We'll shout out your name. If you put your name, a lot of people don't put their fucking name. I
Yeah.
look for it and it's not there. But
Yeah.
on Wednesday, the 17th of May, about 3 p.m. Central, we're gonna open your shit. So check it out if you want to see
So
it.
we're gonna do that.
Or
We're
don't
gonna-
watch it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I'll be doing an appearance at the Funhouse offices.
You won't be there
You go to
because you'll
Funhouse?
be at the Funhouse
You'll be in LA?
having non-fun. While
I
we
want to
open
go there
presents.
really bad. I've never
But
been.
not when we're opening presents, though.
Yeah.
No, I'll be there for the
I'm
president.
going to Funhouse for E3 again this year.
Bullshit.
I'm going to go drinking with Funhouse. Well, except for stuff
you going
where I
to
have to film
E3?
things. I'm
I
going
think
to E3.
I'm going to E3 as well.
Are you going to E3?
I believe so.
I heard Jack was going to E3.
Are you doing that thing that,
I'll probably be there.
Ryan
Yes.
may have been doing?
You guys should all hang out.
I'm doing the same thing as you.
The four of you are going to be
Well,
there.
I'm probably not going.
Well, I think that's why he's going.
Yeah, that's why
Because
he's
you're
going.
not going.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know
That
if I'm
works
going or not.
I am the Ryan replacement.
That works out though. That works out. Oh yeah, with we can talk. We're doing a Ubisoft thing now too.
Yeah, we're doing a Ubisoft thing. Yeah.
We announced the Ubisoft thing yesterday. Yeah, so we're making content for the Ubisoft US channel. So you can
Weekly?
Let's Play presents.
Let's Play presents weekly on
Weekly on the Ubisoft YouTube channel, you get one Let's Play from us.
YouTube.com/USBsoft.
does not affect what
No,
we're
it's
doing
just
on our
bonus
channels at all.
content.
It's just
Yeah.
bonus content. We're not changing
I'll say this
or
though,
reducing
Jack. It kind
anything.
of does affect it in the sense that we get to do cooler shit.
That's
We
true.
kind of really do.
We have an
actually.
amazing Let's Play coming out. One's on the Ubisoft channel, one weekend.
Fuck, dude, it's one of the
It's
greatest things you've
awesome.
That
It's
video
coming
is
out in
no
a couple
joke.
weeks.
I wasn't there for it.
Anybody?
I'm very upset.
Who was there? It was me
It
and
was
you and
and
you
Ryan.
And Ryan.
Ryan.
Lovely Ryan.
And,
Yeah, I was somewhere else.
We got a game. It's not out yet. It was fucking.
Yeah,
Has it been
that's the best thing about
Nope,
this.
hasn't
is
been
like,
announced. I'm
we,
not
we get a
gonna
mention it.
we're
shit.
Yeah,
working.
brand new, dude.
Oh, that game was
It's been announced, but
fucking
it's
tits.
not
Not
out yet.
announced that we did it.
But
anyway,
yeah,
it's a game.
it's a
It's
thing
fun.
where we're working directly with Ubisoft. They're like, oh, hey, you morons, here's a game that you can check out
They
before
had to
anyone else on
come.
the planet.
They had
It's
to
fucking
come,
awesome.
set everything up on our computers. We did the Let's
And
Play,
check
and
it
then they
out?
had to delete everything.
They did. They had to
They
go through
really
deleted.
did. They had to go through because it's like so far from not being out yet. And they're like, and to which I'm like, I don't know.
It's pretty
play the
badass. though.
game.
Like it's crazy that when we started Achievement Hunter, it was like we had to beg companies to give us anything. It's like, please just give us a demo of your game, and now it's like they're coming to us.
That was a company that's like, we're gonna give you everything.
It's
Yeah,
not that
that's-
far
that's
from coming
awesome.
out either. It'll be out this month.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah,
Good as
that's a lot of
dicks.
fun.
Where'd
So
you
check
go?
that
What'd you
out.
get? More
We
food.
got a chip.
Okay.
Just one chip.
I can't sit anymore.
There's some
I
mashed
gotta
potatoes
move.
in the
All
oven.
right,
I
well,
can't.
the
I'm
podcast is
done.
over.
All right, it's done.
Thank you, everyone. Dante, thank you for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Dante.
Always
Good hanging out
Do
with
you
you
have
guys.
anything to plug you want to mention? Check out.
No, I mean, the Boothia Origin Story is coming out this summer, so
There you go.
hopefully
Alright.
be debuting at San Diego Comic Con.
Is that a like animated or is that?
No, it's a live action.
Oh shit!
It's
Really?
like a Stranger Things little thing. It's crazy.
Ooh.
There's a Kickstarter thing that.
I've been following it.
Speaking
I've
of
been looking at
Kickstarter,
it.
Biker Boys 2.
Biker Boys
stop.
2.
Two.
Stop.
Not a thing, but it could be.
It could be a thing.
Could be Biker Boys 8. We'd be like all secret agents. doing all
Throwing
kinds of
torpedoes
stuff.
and shit.
Yeah.
Jason Statham will be in it. It'll be great.
America's in love
If
with
you
Kid
can,
Rock.
if you can get to space before they do, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Fast
Yeah,
9,
yeah.
you're gonna be in space. You gotta
Those
get
bikes
to
are
space.
so fast; they just go straight up.
They'll go up.
All right, let's.
Ew, thanks for watching. Now leave.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Trump has a neck vagina.
Stop.